session 5. Last we left off, our whole last session was continuously spent on the ship having different conversations with Flynn, Lightweaver. A large portion of the session was dedicated to the intrigue of who will be going to ground with you guys. The original people who said they wanted to come along with were people such as our friend Winton's buddies, Heath and Kent, who he vouched for, the two powder puppies, the two humans, I believe it was Jerry and Penny. Jerry and Penny. There you go.
He doesn't have candy.
I don't have candy this time. I'll throw a dice at you.
Throw up my chest. What the heck?
And then the two seeming wild cards who nobody really knew before, Vasil and Sentis. Both of whom seeming to have some level of suspicious nature about them. Sentis being a little too excited to go to ground and just kill whoever you guys come across, and Vasil seemingly from a cultish area of the Daring Straits, seemed a very strange person and quite suspicious to some members of the party. In attempts to vet not just these two, but also other people on the ship, like Alaris, Lightweaver, and Flynn, you guys tried to take blood and spent a lot of time doing it.
Learned that mistake.
I have Zone of Truth, guys. Just going forward. Let's just do that.
Not even that. We could have added the 30 minutes to an hour that me and other Ethans, whatever, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
We could have cut like
We have learned our mistake.
Either way, some mistakes were made, some lessons were learned. Eventually, reaching a boiling point where, as Vasil was sleeping, Orville and Thalen attempted to gather some of his blood. In some very suspicious manners, after being cut, unable to get the blood, Vasil was able to roll over on his body and cover up where the blood was leaking from in a somewhat suspicious manner in Orville's mind. Almost unnerving, one could say. Eventually, boiling over to where Vasil pulled his flaming rapier and pointed it at Orville, seemingly trying to get the rest of the crew who he woke up with this maneuver on his side, to hopefully delay any action. Alaris came down, everything went out, a vial of blood was collected from Vasil, and he was told to stay on the ship. So, you guys got blood of Alaris, Sentis, Flynn, and Vasil. Don't know how much it's going to do for you guys, but we'll see how things go. Orville has some shit he can do to them. I'm sorry. Regardless. So after that major showdown, we ended up approaching the cliff sides. The coastal areas where Flynn said a small village would be waiting to hopefully offload the barrels onto so that carts can come through or someone can come back and pick them up at a later date so that you guys can get on your way to Ulf with haste. But as you guys approached this small fishing village, it was aflame. So we begin as you guys are loading yourself up onto the small rowboat that is towed and is nailed to the back of the ship that has kind of been pried off and set to the side so you guys can get to shore. It's not a ginormous boat, so the first group is you guys with Cade and Flynn. And then someone will row back and pick up the rest of them. And it will not be a long travel. So, as we begin, do you guys have any questions or any conversations you wish to have with each other as you're in this rowboat?
Who's taking? Okay,
Who else
so
in the rowboat again? I'm sorry.
No, we fucked
So it's you guys, along with Cade Iscarian and Flynn. Okay. And I'm going to say one of the two rangers, Kent or Heath, are on there as well. They're rowing the boat, and they'll row it back to the ship to pick up the rest.
And it's on fire as we're approaching, and we can see that?
Yes, this little village, there are flames boiling up from... They're small... Yes, Logan?
Did the person who jumped in the water turn into fish and go there, did they do it after the flames or before the flames?
the flames were there from the moment you guys got
So
there.
they saw it.
So Plane would not actually be on the ship. She would have dove off the ship to
Okay.
go ahead of you guys and check out.
All right.
So she is not on this little rowboat with you guys.
Phelps
My
level
apologies.
swimming.
All right. Cool.
Can we, can I make a perception check as we're coming in to see
Yeah, sure.
like
Go
what all I
ahead and make a
notice?
perception check.
I'd actually do that as well, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
It's a 19.
A 19. Okay.
I got an 8.
That's a
Very perceptive.
that's a 30.
30.
Damn.
Well,
Okay.
plus 13.
Yeah, same.
So what you guys
I got
see
lucky with
is
17.
this side of the river, there's a lot of moss and lily pads and such. While it's easy enough to wade through, it's very obvious that this is mostly shallow water once you get closer to this area. There's maybe half a dozen huts or little locations that have all been set aflame. However, the ground around it is so moist that it's not really spreading, but it almost seems like some kind of accelerant or gas of some form was poured on these huts, as it seems they have been burning for a long time. There's a small fire pit in the back that seems to have also been lit with kind of this ring around it of accelerant that you can't quite notice, but it certainly seems dimmer than it should be. Along the line of the beachhead, you guys see that there's a variety of like larger animals, most of whom, in fact the entirety of whom, are dead at this time, seemingly legs torn off or decapitated. These do not look like clean cuts by any means.
And they don't look like they've been burned to death.
No, they've not been burned. There's also a series of bodies. There's blood and gore everywhere along the beachhead. The flames are kind of making it hard to see deeper into this little just beachhead. It seems like there's a village deeper in, but this is just kind of like, you could say, their port of a sort. This is where they send the ships off to fish. But either way, as you guys land, I'm going to go ahead and throw this map up. So, the half dozen or so little houses that are set aflame around the place. Bodies everywhere. This is the water side, so you guys will be entering from over here. Need to grab all the minis.
Hey, is the pug over there?
The pug? I do not know if the pug is over here. I do not have the pug.
There's no dead goblin on board.
Oh, the poor goblin who sacrificed himself to shoot the cannons.
You guys know who that one is?
No, that was just off to the side.
This one's just gonna be mine for now. It won't
Okay.
matter that much.
This will be Glenn Cave. I mean, I haven't moved anything.
I'm not racist against teeth like these.
Pretty sure orcs don't have a problem with so.
His
There's
mini.
several other species.
Is it one of these two in front?
Is it one of those?
There's
No.
2 in front. I don't know if those are.
Stabby,
Is it one of these
Oh,
two?
that was Alaris and Gentar.
No.
Yeah, it's this guy right here.
Oh, there he is. Shinky shank.
And then that's Warville. That's the character he's been using. Josh.
This guy.
Yep.
For the night of blood hunt.
So your
Wonder
group
what it'd
of
be
8. So as you guys roll up, the rowboat kind of sets off a little ways, and you have to kind of hop off into this shallow water and march up. The animals are noted alongside, particularly this section. I thought I had added them onto the map, but apparently not. But as you get closer, well, where do you guys want to go? As you
First
guys step
off,
onto it.
as we begin to get off, as soon as I
Flynn
step
is
off,
already-
as soon as I step off the boat, I'm going to have a shield just show up in my hand, and I'm going to take it, put it onto my back. I'm going to bring out a walking staff out of nowhere, set it on the ground, and then I'm going to walk, just kind of gently walk over to the nearest corpses on the ground, and I'm going to see if I'm looking for children.
Okay. So if you
Do you
guys
want
would
me to
like to all
perception this?
move yourself, if you wish to, yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
Sus.
So as you guys kind of get to land and this moist, soggy water turns into soft, mossy ground, you guys note these huts are still aflame. They're blackened around the edges, almost as if they were doused with a liquid to, as I said, like accelerant, keep them lit for an extended period of time. You see slightly burned, mostly intact animals alongside the beachhead. There are piles of bones, seemingly picked completely clean of meat as well from these animals, and some mortal races, some humanoid beings closer to this side have just been completely torn off of meat, their bones ripped and smashed apart. Something has definitely scavenged the flocks of this village in some regard, bringing them closer to the seaside.
Are the bodies just kind of scattered everywhere? Is there like a certain, are they piled up, or are they kind
So
of
as you guys move through, if you guys can move your minis however you wish, it doesn't really matter.
the way I want to move is because I want
So
to
the largest group of bodies is right there, obviously.
Of human bodies?
Of orc, goblin,
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Humanoid, whatever.
humanoid.
humanoid.
The Maruthian bodies. Yep.
Is there a hut that looks less burned than any of the others?
Yes.
I can't.
The
douse
hut that
flames.
looks the least burned is the one back there.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna douse that.
Okay. So
Is it okay if I just use create water so I don't have to draw my sword?
yeah, sure. You can.
Are these
try
just
water.
trees?
Can I?
Those are spikes driving out from the ground. They seem to be an aspect of the Maruthian stuff here.
Can I do a perception check to hear if any cries for help or anything like
Sure.
that?
Go ahead.
I
The
get
one thing I will
advantage.
note. Let me roll that. You roll that.
That is both 11, so it's a 24.
24. The only thing you hear is the rippling of the flames from these
I come
different
over and I help
locations.
Okay. Can I do an investigation check on this house?
Yeah, sure. So Danny, what was your perception?
23.
23. So as you walk up, Danny, you guys reach into the nearest
so
body.
fucking
Flynn is, when you guys got there, she was on her knees beside the closest corpse that was still somewhat put together, and she's kind of gotten up and begun
Flynn's a
moving
chick.
closer into the little village here. As you guys are going around looking at these different bodies, there's a piece missing from everyone.
Can I do a medicine check to see what the pieces are? Or that
Well, no, I'm going to tell you. So, you guys look around, you see these bloodied spikes across this whole place. They seem to have been set here by the Maruthian village. You don't know exactly for what, but you see bodies hanging from them, or tried to be hung from them, but they have slid off with just massive holes in their torso.
So they've been impaled.
Yeah, had been impaled and just fallen off. Every single person here has something missing, like an ear, a nose, a single tusk, a finger, a toe. Sometimes you can definitely tell that the lower region of their body was messed with as a trophy to be taken by whoever had done this. These bodies are burned and charred, just a vile reckoning among these bodies. There's, yes, Claire.
Do the majority of the bodies that we're seeing appear to have been killed by brutalization or by flame and smoke?
Most of them are burned to a crust so hard that you cannot tell what killed them.
So just because like for me, as I'm walking, I want to be checking bodies just to see if I can do anybody. But it's obvious that these are people who are not. It's not like they could be. They're like,
everybody you guys see here, there is barely any skin left of
Okay, so it's not like this person could be like this. Like these people are all dead. Okay.
These people are all
So then I would go and help establish
Okay.
this.
I would also like to investigate a different fire.
Okay. As
Fire.
Specifically,
hot.
the group heading towards that little hut that's now been doused. As you guys head over there, just this massive pile of bodies, probably 30 to 40, mixture of orcs, goblins, hobgoblins, bugbears, all ages, all genders, put inside a pile. It seems that they were lit aflame, but doused before it was left. You note that some of them are tied together. You would assume maybe ones who fought back or lasted a little bit longer were tied together and set inside of this burn pile of bodies. around, specifically in between these two huts over here, there are spears, javelins, tridents, glaives, dug into the ground with some kind of body hung from them. The most gruesome sight of which is a trident with a wide head that has what appears to be 3 goblin children with their necks pierced through the trident. And the trident...
After that.
Nice shot.
I've done that, that's crazy.
Just kidding.
Okay.
He does have a trident. And the trident, its center point, this trident was not burned. The 2 bodies on the left and right were burned, but the body in the center actually has not been burned at all. And on its forehead, just this tiny goblin body, on its forehead is marked some strange symbol that none of you guys, if you guys want to investigate
Right
history,
History or investigation?
either one.
I'd like some
And
pictures.
as Plyn comes over, Plyn recognizes the garb of this child, likely somewhere around the age of 3 or 4, as goblins age much quicker than most other races. She regards that this was likely the chieftain's child.
Danny will be
24
standing.
investigation.
You're standing next to this, looking at it.
Yeah.
So we
Mine's
get your
not even
plus to
worth
this
saying.
roll.
Yeah, so you get my...
So is Plain over here now?
Yeah, Plyn would be over there.
What do you get? What's my plus again on that?
Wait, where's the bodies?
What's
Where's
your
the
roll?
bodies
bodies?
are supposed to be right here,
Is it
right?
saving
Over
throws,
that
skill
whole
checks, or
side,
just saving
this whole
throws?
area. is all the.
Your
I need a long stick.
Honestly, you need
You
one
need-
Why
of
don't
those
you
like
have
you
those
need
little
the-
push things?
Yeah.
It's
You
just saving throws.
Because I
Okay.
don't
Or
like
predictions
spending.
is
I
plus
love
five saving
spending money,
throws.
but
You need
We
to
don't
get one of
spend
those.
money on things that
You
will
need to
do
get one of
something.
those
Yeah,
kid
don't
teacher
charge.
pointers where it's like the comically
You
like
need a laser
white
pointer.
glove.
I
Laser
forgot
pointer
it
It was
was
my other
Portrait on
characters
the
that had
screen.
history that was good.
I feel like I could.
I got a 19
a 19 for
history.
history. Okay, I'm gonna let
14
Peggy
plus
back
5
real quick.
is a number.
It's 15.
Drives back to her house, pulls out a comically
Basically
large
embarrassed by you
spoon.
guys.
She's trying
I
to
went
find
to.
something.
I've done that before. I
Can
mean,
you,
no, I haven't
can you
done that
move
before.
me over here by hand?
They were much older goblins.
You over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're with us.
That way I'm inside his aura.
So where's the?
I don't know what DM was
Oh my
Who
God.
exactly are you?
Lower down.
Like, what's your character?
No, it
'Cause I didn't really get a
wasn't
chance to like meet
Okay.
you.
So
So, as
Oh,
you see
yeah.
the
right
bodies
here,
are strewn along in between these 2 larger spikes. So all the way through here. There are some closer, but they mostly have avoided this area. That this now doused seems to be the chieftain's tent.
Okay, but that's where we see the body though.
so as you see
right
right
outside
here,
of it. Well, I would say like right in front of this
Okay.
larger spike.
So then
Oh,
I know
that's
we're all.
funny.
So we just doused it. I know you said we were looking at the body.
Yeah.
So I know what you're doing.
So the rolls
I
are
don't know what I'm doing
the symbol.
So
We're
the
all
symbol.
just
Anybody
viewing.
who rolled above a 17, you guys recognize this as the symbol of the Klargard garrison.
Ooh.
This symbol is a circle with 9 points set around it. At its center, it has an axe and a trident in a cross.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
It has a
Pretty
what?
badass.
An axe and a trident.
An axe and a trident.
And a
And a
cross.
cross.
That's pretty
Big hammer and
badass.
sickle type shit.
Oh,
Communists.
they cross.
Yeah, the two.
Not and a cross.
And not and a cross.
Okay.
The 2 weapons cross with a circle around them with 9 spikes, effectively.
Josh, it's the communists. Let's go kill them.
All right, I'm right
It's a
there.
symbol of the Klargard
The
garrison.
Klargard garrison.
Alright.
Which-
They're a faction of.
Zach, is
Isn't
communism
that-
canon in your world?
Is communism common?
Question.
Canon? Yes.
Nice.
How do you spell the Klargard?
I'll say
So,
communist.
we will zoom in on that.
There we go.
Where is my mouse?
Klargard.
I was gonna say, isn't that
So
where we're
right
supposed to be
here.
going?
It's just
That's
south
where
of
we're
Wolf.
supposed to be going.
We'd be passing by it. But that right there is the Klargard garrison.
Well, we had
that-
talked about pausing at the. Or no, not. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah.
Looks like Clearguard. Clears issue.
CLAR guard garrison.
Some people do.
It is the largest garrison along the northern Zemnian coast. The Zemnian Empire, while not being known for its ground forces, is far more known for it than the Concord is, as the Concord doesn't really have to worry about full land battles as much, since they're not landlocked or on the central continent. But with the Zemnian coast constantly having to deal with Maruthian hordes and the possible threat of the Khatanate Empire to their northwest, The Klargard garrison generally holds
That's really
somewhere
far
in between
distance.
10 and 15,000 soldiers on top of it. And go ahead.
Oh, so I want to say, as I'm looking at the shot, I want to say I go to my bag of holding, I pull out a book, and I open it up, and I kind of flip through some pages,
He reads some smut.
and through that, I'm able to figure out.
Yeah, that checks. So the Klargard garrison.
They are.
You heard
So they're here.
What'd you say?
What's the distance? This is several days.
That and then he read some smut.
It's all the way on the opposite side.
Okay, can
He
I
read some
roll a check
smut.
on the fire
Right.
and see if I can
No,
figure
he
out how long
does.
it's been
Not my
burning?
book.
Like, take a guess.
Okay, yeah, go
Is that
ahead. I
survival?
will say flat intelligence. Because this is it's fire, that was an accelerant used. How often does that make that burn? So on. To put a little bit more information on the Klargard garrison.
That's
The
this one
Klargard
goes
gar-
separate.
Hey.
Listen up, guys. I have a long enough stick. I will start whacking people.
Yeah, you think would make me laugh.
So the trident that bears this mark of the Klargard garrison, it is a place that often not only will make its own forays into Maruth, but it is a common training ground for up-and-coming adventurers, effectively. Not just of the Zemnian coast, but of the entire continent. They will come to the Klargard garrison, get a small training, and then be sent out to effectively cull small populations of goblins that are close to the border.
So
It
they're
is.
just goblin racists.
It's well.
Nice.
These goblins also raid into the Zemnian coast. It's not like they're just innocent people, but that is along the southern border. Ulth in particular is, while controlled by a more tactical and considered peaceful warlord, does have its people that will still foray into the Zemnian coast and try to raid as far south as Zem. There are very few who get even past the Klargard garrison. However, this Klargard garrison, like I said, will hire people to foray into the Zemnian coast and cull groups of goblins, orcs, a particular tribe or village that's getting a little too antsy. This event, this attack on this northern fishing village, is strange, to say the least. There's a couple ways someone could take this, because this is also a separate territory. This is not under the command of Gortham. This would not be one of his villages.
Oh.
This is far away from his territory in Ulf. So this village, previously known, now that it's eradicated, previously known as Gaharak, was under the territory of Olgathar the Umbral Fury, is a black dragon that holds a considerable horde in Charza.
In Charzda?
That city right there.
Just to be clear, Zach, we are on this coast.
You guys are right here.
No, we're
yeah.
over there.
We're up
Yeah.
in this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're up here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is under the control of whom again?
This is all stuff that Plan is saying. So this would be under the control, under the territory of Olgathar the Umbral Fury.
Olgathar.
Ulgathar.
ULG.
Do we know what type of dragon it is?
Black.
Black. Umbral.
Oh.
Black. Dark.
Ulgathar.
I was just making sure.
Yeah, I got you. But this is a very, very strange attack. The only true thing that you could think of that would cause this would be the Zemnian Empire trying to make an impression that even in the farthest north section of the Maruthian, in Old Maruth, they can get to them and they can put some hurt on, and they don't care whether it's civilian or military. Like, that is the only message you could think to have been sent with this attack.
My flat intelligence is 13.
13.
They're the big ones.
At least half a day ago at this point.
There's
At
no
least
more
half
There's
regular.
no more regular. Can I get a red 40, please?
Danny's gonna reach out to
Thanks,
one of
dude, I
the
appreciate it.
little dead baby children,
Goblins.
kind of goblins that's on the side, and like where their ear is cut off, and kind of reach out and just kind of touch where it would have been and bring back and go. He's just gonna kind of look up to you and go. I think it's safe to say that the body parts are taken as bounties, like the scalpers used to do in the north. When you put out a bounty on goblins and orcs, a body part is all that's required. Doesn't matter if it's from a child or an adult. It's not like they care as long as it's green or red.
Then kind of stepping up behind. They always take the left. That way you can't claim you killed two by taking a left and a right. As she says that, she kind of walks over to the trident and she rips it out of the ground and sets it down and begins taking the children off of it very tenderly.
So is that goblin boy, is he hanging or?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So I take out my knife. I go and I cut him down, so he's no
Okay.
longer hanging.
Yeah.
And if there's any other hangings that I can reach, I start going around, just kind of cutting them down. Not gonna say per se burial them, but like I start to like, you know, when you have that mass death, you start trying to like growing them up in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
These are not. They're just gonna kind of walk around a little bit and just look at things for a while.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. Actually, it doesn't matter.
So you said that there looks like there's more up the way.
There is a little bit more of a village. It seems like the rest of the village is actually not aflame. Like through a little bit of a crest line and then up into another clearing. There's probably another portion of village about this size that some of it looks charred, but it looks like everything was brought to the beachhead and slaughtered from there.
Well, I'm gonna keep walking up toward that then. I'm gonna just tap you, get you to come with me.
Gotcha. And I did
That's
say.
basically
You
all it
guys-
requires, just a bam bam. You'll start following.
You guys,
Wait till-
it's
where we go?
probably another 60, 70 feet off. So you guys
So we're
start
just off
investigating
that
through
way.
there.
Is-
If you guys both want to roll investigation checks for that.
And there's
So-
only the one person
Let's go
that hasn't been
purple this time.
burned, the
Our
child.
child.
Thus far as you guys have been looking around.
You said investigation. That's a 14.
18.
18.
Don't
Okay.
want to.
So around here, the rest of this area, most of these little huts and such, still burning. The bodies, even the ones separated from the main pile, seem to have been burned in some regard, whether that be a spell did them in. There are burn marks and like marks of actual. It was cold for a time and now it is completely melted away into the ground. There were definitely spells cast. There were definitely arrows and bolts. However, while you may find entry wounds on some of the burned marks, you do not find the arrows. Any arrow or bolt that was likely shot by the attackers of this village were removed and taken. Any sign of this being a Zemnian attack outside of the trident are nowhere to be found.
Can we tell if it, like, are there any tracks or footprints? I mean, it's moist ground.
It is moist ground.
Can we?
Oh.
Would we be able to ascertain how many people this was? Or
That is going to be a high investigation check. Because
I'll attempt.
there is probably about 40
Would
to
it-
50 bodies
gamble.
Would it
of
be
people
as-
running around that
Could we
were
do survival?
orcs. You could, survival or investigation. Either could work. It will be a high check either way.
So from my 14, I don't really know too much, but I can't see like attempts of a cover up or anything of like footprints trying to be covered up or anything like that. As I'm
No.
looking around, I'll just see just mud basically.
It seems effectively through volume, it'll
That's
be
what I
very,
do for
very,
rolling like
very
that.
difficult to just figure out
I
how
need
many
to start
people
actually
are
properly
involved in
rolling
this.
these dice.
Where I'm looking for like if I'm looking like for a cover up, if somebody like
Oh.
tried to like.
No,
That's
there is no signs of
horrible.
people having covered up any tracks.
I suppose a 25.
That was not
would
supposed
do
to
it.
be.
A 25 investigation.
Investigation.
Investigation. Definitely under 10.
Under 10. Can I tell if they came like just straight through? I would go.
They
I
came
can go
from
up
the
there.
coast.
Yeah.
From
From
the
what
coast.
you can tell, the most heavily armed and armored bodies are along the coastline, inciting that likely people came from the coast, killed the frontline defenders, went through, killed all of the rest of the people who could fight and defend themselves, and then brought all the civilians back, killing any who tried to run away, and those who didn't were tied up and thrown in this pile and burned.
Okay.
So we're at the main part, being within the main part of the town. So we're walking through our investigations. Like, are we hearing anything? Is it just like dead silence?
It is the soft rumble of the fire in a slight distance.
So there's nobody here, basically. Or they're waiting.
You guys do note. I'll actually have the pair of you guys. What was your investigation checks?
It's 14.
14. 18. You want to roll a survival check for me?
Less than 10 people in a party, and how many villagers are we seeing?
Oh, my
Close
throat
to
was
50.
flat
In between
roll.
40 and
So
50.
these are like,
That's rough. 11.
I mean, I guess
11.
these
There's-
are
well,
just
if you could-
commoners. These are
Who
like,
knows
Yeah,
how many
people
most of
that
these are
are
actual
counters.
fighting.
Well,
A couple
remember,
people actually could
we
fight.
fought like 10 guys, and they about wiped the floor with us, and we're way higher than these guys.
Mhm.
So 10 guys for Goblin Village would be like, man.
This
Well,
is a
no.
small fishing village.
Yeah.
Probably the best you're going to see
That's
is some
the
scale
weird
mail upon people who are wielding great axes that are poorly made. Like, that's going to be the best defense that this kind of place has to offer.
I mean, we also don't know that it was the people that attacked us. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be the same.
No, I'm just saying,
same group.
perspective-wise, you know, if they could wipe the floor with us, someone of equal strength, I mean, we probably could have done
You guys could have easily done this, more than likely. Especially with your group of NPCs, with Cade and Flynn and everyone involved. You guys could have done this with ease. In fact, probably 5 of you could have done this.
if they came from the coast, if we're thinking that they came from the coast, what is the fastest route? Would it just be back the way we came in down the coast?
Well, the fastest
because
route
that
was
is
your
where
roll
Captain is
for
going.
the Zemnians would be, you know, they could have launched from
Yeah, I'm not
Nicodranus
rolling good tonight.
and
Also, my
made it up there in probably a day and a half.
And where is our guess that Captain is going?
I'm south.
Oh, okay, so around Outer Edge.
Around
That's our guess.
and south.
So you said we know this is a day or so old,
half day.
half day?
Half day,
Half day.
probably at the least.
Okay, so this happened while we were traveling. This wasn't like
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
What time is it? Is it morning?
At this point, it is mid-morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back over
So at least
to,
the middle of the night.
Yeah, they
I
did.
is it
That's
Or earlier.
Flynn?
Flynn is the
Flynn.
wife.
Then I'm gonna go. These aren't your people, but the dragons, correct?
Yes.
How will he take this? Are they part of his horde, or does he not really care?
They are part of his horde. His horde is very large. I'm not entirely certain, but with this, Gortham will certainly try to request his aid. There is more of a reason for it. I'm uncertain on whether that would be a successful attempt, but Gortham did reach out to him in the beginning. He denied, but his horde is far larger than Gortham's, so you could say this is part of his horde. I don't know his exact methodology. I know his forays are more often into the Underdark, through one of the nearby mountains and under passages of Chalza. Perhaps he could, with this, spare some troops.
Does this change our route?
No, not. I do not think of any reason why it would change our routes. It seems they came on a boat and left on a boat.
Well, I would think we at least want to maybe avoid the fire with said gunpowder.
Yes, we will. We can douse the flames. I can begin doing so.
Are they like within earshot?
Yeah, definitely. They're less than 100 feet away.
See if you can find some cards.
Who else is coming from the boat?
They're probably on their ways. It would be Kent, Heath, along with Centus, Jenny, and Penny, and Jerry.
And they're all joining us, correct?
Yes, they will all be joining you guys for the trip.
And where we were
Well,
trying to get the barrels to again? Was it too?
Both.
Was it too old? Okay.
Yeah. A fair few of them will likely be staying behind, if not all of them, with the barrels to try and make that happen. That is up to you guys.
Well, I'd like to rendezvous with them so we can start moving forward.
Okay. What was that survival check?
11.
11.
Not great.
Not great.
No.
As you're kind of going around, the moss and this soft ground has definitely been disturbed in some areas. And at first you're like, yeah, that makes sense. People came through here. But then you start noticing some larger tracks. Particularly what seems to be larger tracks of some kind of creature. Seems to be four-toed. Very, very large. As you kind of step over to it, you go over to one of like the small gated areas where you assume like cows or sheep or goats to have been put at one point. And you go through and the fence is just completely knocked over. And it's not like it was cut down or slammed with a hammer, almost like a very large creature pushed itself into it and just started grabbing shit on the inside. And as you look around, the tracks are large, like almost large enough you could lay down in. There's a handful of creatures that this could possibly be, but you don't want to be around when it comes back, more than likely. Or it could be a threat of it's hiding because it saw people come.
Could I see the tracks and also look into it?
You are not there with them, so
Yeah,
until
we're
they
like-
get back.
Yeah, we're like deeper into the.
Okay.
What was the name of this village
Can I roll an investigation check on?
It's just
You
On
rolled an
these
investigation and a
No,
survival. The
yeah,
survival
that's
was to really track them. I've had you
Or
roll
maybe a
shoot.
history check for the, if I would know.
I'll have you roll it, but I am going to increase the DC a little bit because you've already made 2 checks inquiring into this.
Into the tracks?
Well,
Or
the
into
survival
just
was to inquire
walking
into the
forward?
tracks. The investigation
Oh.
was
I thought
finding
that
it.
the
I had you roll a
was
survival.
finding the tracks.
I had you roll a survival on top of it because, like, okay, you're going to have found the tracks. Let's see if he knows what it is.
That works. Okay, so it's not gonna make it. So I'll start heading back
Okay.
to the main party then.
So you tap me on the
I
shoulder.
can't roll shit tonight. I'm just to be honest.
So you tap me. You tap me as I'm kind of.
It's more like 2 punches. It's just 2 full body check punches. Just,
No,
Okay.
squirrels are getting where?
I will ask at this point. Let us try and set ourselves where we think we would be on the map. Where the heck is my
Oh,
mouse?
yay.
What did I do?
No particular reason. So
Don't
we're.
turn around.
you guys are walking back.
Yeah,
So
we're walking
Cade
back. Where
and
are we at?
Orville are over here.
I don't know. We'd just be up in
I'll
this
be-
We'd be like-
vicinity.
we'd be like
heading, we'd be heading
Wherever
back.
I'll
Flint
probably-
is,
Gonna get one
because
shot
I was
at it
talking
again.
with
I'll
Flint.
probably be looking at.
I was talking to
Spiral
Flint.
to
That would be
wherever
so
she
rough.
is.
He won't do that to you.
So wherever.
I feel like he'd target me this time around because I'm right here too. Although you are the bigger target, so.
Okay.
Where's Flint?
No, you're right next to me.
Lynn's right here.
No, that's
Okay.
me. I just. Oh.
That is Flynn, my brother. That
Well,
there
she
is-
was right here.
Okay, she's
Okay.
supposed to be over there.
Yeah.
Because her and me were up.
Roll
with
the
bodies,
dice.
so I
Do
just
the
grabbed
mice.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
it. Alright.
you guys begin walking back to the shore.
Can you
Yes.
remind me what the name of the village was again? So sorry.
Did he just roll a die?
I know it's near Charza, but what's
What's
the.
your passive perception?
Like passive perception is 14.
It was called Gaharak. G-A-H-A-R-A-C-K.
That's the one.
I have a passive of 20.
Just a dragon head is just gonna yoink one
Now
of
what's
us,
y'all's
and I'm not gonna
passive?
notice. It's gonna come
14.
back and yoink.
A very big
20.
Lovely,
dragon
lovely
was
14.
attacking us.
So,
23.
Insight
23.
and perception is passive of 20.
she's asking what everyone's passives are.
Oh,
I mean, they're not
23.
great. Just sit a solid 14.
Dude doesn't notice shit happening
20,
at all.
23 times
Yeah, we
perception.
just not a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay.
Just lost
So-
a thought, you know.
I'm more active perception.
Cade and Orville off to the side.
Oh, flower.
They seem to be investigating something over here happening with this house. They seem unable to really figure out what was happening with it though. So, you guys are heading back, Josh, Ethan.
Yes, we are. Welcome back.
Okay. You guys kind of
at this point we're within earshot, right?
Yeah, you would
So
be
I'd start
definitely.
relaying the situation of what I found up there.
Big ass tracks.
Big ass tracks, and look, there's a broken fence.
Winston, what are you talking about? My what?
Okay. I would like everyone to roll a perception check.
Ah! We gotta roll.
Oh.
We gotta
You
use
did it.
passives.
Yeah, yeah. I got the earpiece, baby.
I just did this. What
Say perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception.
God, I
My
love a
brain
13
just-
perception. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
27.
27.
14.
It matches your passive.
Finally.
I know. I'm
22.
very.
22.
I'm very happy.
29.
What'd you get?
29.
22.
Okay,
And it's still lower
so-
than everyone else, but I'm very happy.
We've got
I rolled
Danny and Thalen. As they're kind of calling us out, you guys immediately kind of begin looking around, just looking at the ground, seeing if you can see anything. And the tracks are so big, and they seem to have not been stepped in a while, and the ground kind of has risen back up, that it's hard to notice them with just how large they are, spanning almost 5 feet wide, to where when you step into it, it's like not even a 2-inch drop. So it doesn't really feel unnatural as you're walking along the ground. But now that you've been told that they're here, you're noticing them. And this was big, whatever this is. And the pair of you, as you guys are looking around, as the fires have kind of started getting put out, the sun is up in the sky, but the forested area around you still remains somewhat dark, just due to how thick the foliage is.
And silent.
And silent.
Ooh.
I didn't like the silence. I'm just gonna say it.
Sound of silence.
Someone's about to get yoinked. Someone's.
As you guys are
Someone's
peering
gone.
out, Danny, you're the closest.
Bam.
Where?
As
Sorry,
you're
which
looking
one's that?
around,
He's over by the tall.
you're looking over,
This
and you
one?
look
Yeah,
to
I
this
think
spike, and you're like, man, that spike's weird. And you're looking over, and as you glance into the foliage behind it, you see almost what looks like a small like yellow light, almost like a dancing light has been cast in there. And you're like,
It's a will of the
is someone alive in there? And you kind of round the corner a little bit,
Don't do it.
and you see a second one. And you note that those must be too wide apart to be a pair of eyes, right?
Oh, motherfucker.
As you see a snout appear from the foliage.
It's
Hell
a giant lizard.
Lizard boy, how dare you?
Which one's Danny? And
Logan,
who's-
you want to roll?
Oh,
for
it's
Yes.
a giant.
I'm so happy!
Let's go!
A giant
Go,
I'm so
crocodile
Gator.
happy that you got.
appearing from the foliage.
Did you just buy this from like the kids store?
Oh, it's
I will have you guys
There's
know,
an amazing story.
I
don't
went
care.
to 3 different
Shops
shops
to
and
find
was
a good
unable
one.
to find it.
Yes!
Oh, Walmart.
This was at Petco.
It is. You're
Hey,
like.
Joe, if you're watching, give us a little love.
Your dog freezing will watch
Yeah.
these videos.
Trying
What
to
was that
find
guy?
a specific vision is
Watch radio
very
copy.
hard.
Last Thursday, I was like, I want
We don't support
this
it either.
combat to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I can't get anything shipped to me in time.
Yeah.
So I had to find one in person.
And
But with that, I am going to have everyone
Wait,
Roll
Winton!
initiative.
Winton, a thing! Winton! Winton!
Wait, it's a thing! It's a thing!
No, it's not good, it's Winton! It's a thing! Winton! Winton thing! Let's get it!
Okay.
Okay.
I was just gonna look at it and go.
Okay.
Winton! Let's
Can I get
go!
advantage on initiative?
Winton, it's a
I forgot
thing!
my notebook in this is
Oh, mother trucker. Hey, I have one right here if you want.
You're just over here
You want
freaking the
one?
fuck out. I'm like,
No.
oh,
I
God.
am.
No, I'm just like
No,
so
you
excited.
don't
This
I-
tree starts speaking
You
Vietnamese.
push
Like,
it.
no, not again.
I'll move forward.
Not another one of
Thank
these
you.
bitches.
Sorry, Winton, we get another one. I can join you this time, Winton.
Winton!
Winton, we get another one.
I don't know why this defaulted into everyone frantically yelling the name Winton.
You're the
It's
monster
great.
hunter. That's literally what you do.
I know.
This
Winton,
is
you're
not
taking care
something
of
you
this,
would have
right?
fought before, though. This is indigenous
How?
to the Zemnian coasts.
You're
This never gets that
You're
far
a
out.
sea smusher, but still.
Yeah.
I'm upset. It would make a difference.
Natural
Oh, I'm
20
hurt. I'm
plus
very
5.
much hurt.
Wow. That's a crazy initiative.
What'd you get?
Natural 20 plus 5.
Mother trucker.
25.
Yikes.
Alright.
Which is not going to be very good compared to other people, but.
Well, hey, it's a good thing because you're going to be not the first one attacked.
You
So
might
don't-
not
don't-
die this fight.
Don't yell out your
Oh,
numbers
let's go.
yet.
Sorry.
Numbers.
Go.
Yeah,
That's
shut
two
up.
back-to-back really good rolls for me. I'm happy. I
I'm
finally
like,
rolled something.
I'm mid rolling so hard.
Okay.
Just got like 4.
Let me
Okay,
roll
roll
for
I couldn't.
Flynn.
I rolled.
My first 4 rolls were like 2 2s, a 4, and a 5. These are my first 4 rolls. Seriously.
for Cade.
What if two people roll the same thing? How do you reroll?
Whoever's dex score is higher.
Oh, that's right.
Come on, Claire. They were DM2.
I know.
And Orville's
That's
going
the one.
first.
I knew
What
I
did
had
Orville
something
get?
for my boots.
An 18 plus 11.
Damn.
Plus 11 is initiative.
Damn.
How the plus 2?
Because he's
Nine.
Dex plus proficiency bonus. Because he has a feature that allows him to add his proficiency bonus.
14 plus
Okay.
15, I'm gonna use it.
Lame. Orville. Really? Orville, that's all the way over here?
Orville.
Dude, he's the sniper.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
good.
He's
That's
got
a
a
Barrett.
sniper
Stay
hand.
away.
He's got the Barrett that
14
yoinked
plus
him.
19.
Alright.
No,
19.
because she left that one. He's
I
got
guess
his
I
own
can keep
Barrett.
yourself
Sorry.
down.
my
He's
bad.
got
Yeah.
I
a
didn't know
bunch
if
of
you were gonna
Barretts.
counter now.
Yeah, he has
He's
his own.
just back there with the
I am
whole
not yet.
might of the U.S.
Get the
This is
I
the
was
also
perfect thing. If he
self-counting
would have been where I
myself.
am,
That's my bad.
that would have been so bad for him.
This is
Okay.
factual.
With you guys now seeing it, you guys recognize this as what would be considered the Great Eastern Behemoth crocodile.
Oh, so this one specifically has a name, or is that the species name?
That is the species
Okay.
of this creature.
I put the
Um,
Great Easter.
This is not a
The Great
full
Southern.
size.
The Great Easter Behemoth.
This
is
is
not
not,
a-
an ancient. This would be considered more like an adult.
Oh, so they get bigger.
They
Sweet.
get bigger.
No,
Either way,
no,
I'd
I
like
would
to
born
roll
a
for
baby again. Here we
20,
go.
25 to 20.
I'd like
25.
24.
25.
21.
I would like to roll for animal handling.
Oh my.
Yeah, what if he can like?
All right,
hit
I'm
them
gonna
and
lose.
twist
You're
us
gonna lose
out?
an arm. Let's go.
Worth.
Dude, not even to lose an arm. You're gonna get death rolled, bro. That's shit's gonna grab.
None of you guys are old. None of you guys are big enough to get death rolled by this thing.
That's fair.
We'll just slide.
You're
Whoa,
dead.
whoa,
You,
whoa, whoa.
It's a
you
pro
could-
strat.
He might.
No, I probably wouldn't. He'd probably just straight up. Look at me. I can fit into
Are
his
the
mouth.
people on the rowboat still coming?
Yeah.
Or
Yes,
like,
it's a bit of a distance.
You remember, yeah.
Like it's very mossy. It's very shallow, so they have to park
This will be a fun.
quite a ways
It's like
out.
Chicago swamps.
And also, it means I have to deal with 5
Shit,
less
Detroit.
NPCs.
no, that's fair. I was like, so are they gonna come in?
This is
someday?
Detroit.
This is Detroit.
Question.
It's on fire. There's an alligator.
Question.
What the fuck?
Does a croc have a swim speed?
Yes.
Which one's the freshwater? Which one's the?
Why? Why is that so funny?
Aquaman's coming.
Oh my
out.
Is the
gosh.
crocodile the saltwater?
Alligators are freshwater.
Okay,
Crocodiles
I
are
couldn't.
saltwater.
I couldn't fucking remember.
And also, it's called a crocodile. It's got some magical tendencies and stuff that make it a little bit
Don't
more
worry,
special than
boys
just that.
and ladies. Aquaman's here.
Okay, so
Gets
19
arm
to
ripped
15.
off immediately.
19 to 15. Anybody?
19 to 15.
14 to 10.
Oh, sorry, I had a 16.
14.
Apologies, 16. I know.
What is your
Pregnancy
dexterity?
brain, right?
Because you matched with Cade.
My dexterity is a +6.
Plus 6. You go before Cade. We've got
I'm gonna try something, y'all.
Cade's a fat ass.
And you said
Doesn't have any
14?
dexterity.
Bjorn.
Yeah, I got a 14.
14.
It's okay.
Okay. I believe
I'm
I
just gonna
have
immediately
everybody now.
dip.
So we start initiative with Orville. And we are going to start initiative by changing this damn music.
Oh, no, he brought blood chips.
Sean, go punch the alligator. Do it, you will.
What else am I gonna fucking do?
you can get
I'm
on
gonna
his
hit it.
back and try
What do you
to
So-
study striking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the monk. My thing is literally dodge, build, hit the fucker with my fist.
Orville just turning around, seeing the head larger than him, like easily could fit him in its whole mouth, is going to move. Can you move him like 20 feet towards Ethan?
Towards Ethan?
Yes.
Luckily, I'm close.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Ethan the person, not Ethan the character.
Oh, at an angle?
So towards the middle of the map, please.
to here?
Yeah, sure. Anywhere works, as long as he has line
Wait,
of
20
sight.
feet?
Okay, fair.
These are each 5.
Yeah, I know, these are each 5.
Hooray, that's 20 feet.
I understand. You were just not quite understanding. You got it.
Didn't do it. It was in his head. But
You didn't do it was in my head.
Why don't you use your stick, damn it?
The stick doesn't move very well.
That's because you are retarded.
We'll move him there.
Wow, it looks like.
Wow.
30 feet.
30 feet, sure, whatever.
He's like, Aquaman. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna work.
I don't know
Trust me.
Orville's character as well as he does, so
What?
Just start taking shots.
he is going to start taking shots. He
How?
is going to.
I cast gun.
That's literally his character. I'm a
He's
magician.
going to
The
fire
inspiration for
once
this was the Adam
with
Frog
his
from
rifle.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Starting with his rifle.
The magical frog that casts mirror image on himself and spits poison.
That was his inspiration.
No.
He is going to make the first one a violent shot,
Yes.
dealing extra damage, rolling a 26, which does hit.
Okay, guys, 26 hits. We know that.
That's not very
Now we go down from there.
So, second strike is a 28. That also hits. And those are his 2 attacks for this action. So,
So
2
he's gotta
hits.
roll a 15.
Um,
At least that's
he takes a little bit of damage from his rifle, enhancing it. And it's going to deal an extra 1d10. So he's dealing 2 strikes of 3d10, with the first one dealing 4d10.
I'm so excited.
He is going to deal 74 points of damage in his 3 strikes to the creature.
Yes.
And he's going.
And Danny's gonna just be like, bullets are flying
He's
right
going
past
to.
his head.
He's going to have
He's
started,
just like,
he's going to have activated his Crimson Right to deal an extra couple d4 damage.
Yeah,
He is actually just shooting past like 4 people.
yeah.
He's just like,
All of this is going right
special
past you
forces,
4
he can do
guys.
that.
If he
what he
now
is.
ones, it's not the gun breaks, it's we get hit.
Yeah.
looks like we're popping now.
You're getting hit with 30-06. That's
Oh, I
probably
need
even
some-
harder than
that's
30-06. That might be
30 millimeter.
What is his Crimson Right damage? Lightning damage.
Might be
Okay.
50 cal.
So extra 5.
Lightning.
I don't know what he changed in. I'm at saying minimum at least 30-06.
Let's say he shoots through Danny. How much damage does he do?
50 actually.
Okay. So that is his turn.
My
He is
character
going
just
to
has
end it
7
there. We go
action.
next to Danny Tompkins.
Danny, you want
Oh,
to
Danny boy.
Danny,
Get up,
aren't you a bard?
I am.
Sit bullets asleep.
So,
After he
as
just
these bullets go flying past me, and this guy, and it's right there in the woods. Yeah. Oh my. And I'm going to kind of raise up my hand, and like, if I'm going to have like a manifestation of an A sharp minor appears in my hand, and I'm going to flick it towards him, and I'm going to put a brand on him.
Okay.
Ooh, that's cool.
And as I do that, I'm going to use Misty Step to get the hell out of there.
Okay, so you're gonna slap a brand on him.
And use my, and then I'll...
What was the brand you put on him? What was it again?
And
A sharp minor.
a sharp.
Sharp
Mine.
It's painful. It's very painful.
Can you explain to me what exactly that does?
It's the Elrigger brand.
The D6. Okay.
I know. I
It
was
takes
in.
an
I
action.
was. I was. in
Bonus
music
action to
class.
do it at range.
Okay, bonus action to do at range. Misty Step is also a bonus action.
Oh, son of a bitch. Then I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna use my dash. I'm going to cast.
You can use your action to disengage if you think you're within attack range.
I don't know, but I'm going to.
That
like 15
from,
feet.
From his snout is 15 feet, so you'd think it would be close. He's big and has a pretty big range.
You got a big mouth.
Well then. Okay, I'm going to, as a free action, burn that without having to do damage. That's a
Okay.
feature I took. So I roll my d6, and he will take a -4 to his next saving throw.
-4 to his next saving throw.
Yes. Thank you.
Can I do
That's
that
the
takes
case.
advantage of that?
Next
is
up in initiative,
two.
just FYI, would be Winton. So
2 damage.
2 damage. Okay. What type of damage?
It would be psychic.
Okay.
What was the extra damage from the 74 from the gun? I didn't write that down.
It was his blood ritual.
It was 11 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
I have a
is what
plan.
He's got a plan.
If he's at minus
I got
4
a
to his
two,
next
so
save,
let's do
right?
it. I just want to try
Minus
this
2.
one.
I heard minus 4.
Well, minus a d4, which he rolled a 2 on.
Oh,
No, it's 2 points of damage. He gets a straight
Okay.
proficiency bonus of
A
negative
straight
4.
proficiency negative. Okay, so it is 4.
It's
My
4.
apologies.
Yeah,
My
it's
apologies.
4, 2 damage for the attacks.
-4 to the next save throw, but 2 DSO.
And my spell, I'm going to use an action to cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
That's big brain.
Too big.
And then I'm going to run.
Nice.
Okay.
Does he attack at 15 feet?
No.
Alright.
15 feet,
Attack
we're okay.
range is- Oh, well, we don't know. He did blur, so
Neither
who
of
knows?
us
He might
could
just
watch
not see
2,
it.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Reptiles don't see you great until you start moving.
Does that even make a sneak attack?
Everyone's dinosaurs!
So,
I was
bonus
fully
action,
prepared for it to be
action,
Tyrannosaurus Rex. I was.
movement. So,
Don't worry, we might fight this later as well.
I'm gonna be
That
honest.
would actually.
You started.
That
I
would
literally
be
just did a
tracks,
sneak mission of
and the
avoiding
lowdown
them
and
in the
the- and
fuck.
the- came from the water, I'm
big
like,
satchel.
Please let it be the game.
clever girl.
Okay, so Danny's done.
Danny's done.
Danny's
Okay,
done.
cool.
Winton, you are up.
I am going to draw my electric rapier. I'm going to cast Chain Lightning on this bitch. Because I can. That's
Okay.
a dex saving
Because I
throw.
can.
That is a
And he has
dexterity
a
save.
minus 4/4.
He has a minus 4/4. What is your DC?
He's doing
19.
Oh, there it is. Yes.
19. Okay.
You grit.
Okay. Ooh, fuck.
That's a portion of
He would have succeeded, except for
Yes!
The bar!
It's you!
He's going to burn a legendary reaction.
Son of a
Fucker!
bitch! Is this a safer side? It's
What
not
do
a
you
safer
mean?
side.
No, it is not.
Okay,
No, this is
so-
not a disintegrate. This is chain lightning. So roll your 10d8 and go ahead and tell me.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, hey, look, free.
Hey.
You don't have D8s.
It's a snot rocket.
I'm gonna have to do these in 2.
It is lightning.
That's what is that? 22 for the first set of 4.
Nice.
Oh.
And then this isn't bad either. 10, 18.
I mean, he is water.
18
So
plus
he should,
22.
he is water, so he should be
40.
effective.
40 total.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you
My
pull,
brain isn't doing that
as
right
you
now.
pull your rapier and you kind of point it at it, and this electricity charges from the hilt and just beams out this lightning strike, thunderous noise in your guys' ear, breaking through the silence that was only filled with this rippling flames. This strike rips out, and you see it hit his scales and almost disperse across the scales around his neck. It hurt for certain, but it did not hurt as much as it could have, or at least should have compared to most creatures.
Oh.
You would assume this creature is resistant to electric damage.
Oh.
Lightning damage.
Son of a bitch. So
Well, that's like literally all.
So what?
Good to know though.
He's saved it. So that's like what? That's like 11 damage. All
How
right,
much?
who's
how,
next?
So how much did he take on that?
So it would be 40 damage, halved for saving, halved again for lightning, so a total of 10.
10.
Oh.
You gotta learn as the combat goes through. You
So
learn
we're only at
electric
like
damage.
minus 23 damage.
So he's lightning resistant.
Well, Orville dealt a lot. Whether he was resistant to that damage or not, you guys don't really know.
It's just 5
It's harder to tell when it's just small bullets entering the body.
Well, and
When
you
it's
didn't.
big.
Yeah, which is
I
fine.
did call out how much damage Orville dealt because Bjorn
Oh.
has it down.
But we don't know if that
Yeah.
was reduced
How much
or
did he-
after
It's
reduced.
74 plus
Let me
11.
see here.
85 total is what Orville did. But
Yeah.
the 11 of it was lightning.
Why did I catch that late? Because I caught his 2 first, so in my numbers.
So
Was-
only 74 for
Never mind.
for ish, sure.
Maybe.
Is
Okay.
Hunter's
Is
Mark
He's at 97.
a bonus action?
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
Can I cast Hunter's Mark?
You can absolutely cast Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, go
And all
Ranger.
melee attacks from now on, or all attacks from now on, will deal an extra d6 damage.
Oh,
It wouldn't have worked
that's-
on the spell, so it's alright that you cast it afterwards.
That sounds great for me. That's just
I
it's
didn't-
more
I didn't
savings
think
for me.
about
Is it
that.
my turn?
I don't even know how this
He's
spell
gonna run up like a
Is it my
scared.
turn? Yeah. What else do you think I'm gonna do?
No, it is not.
Run and hide?
So we're gonna throw a hunter's mark if you want to attach that somewhere onto the
Put it
massive
at the front,
snout.
yeah.
That was easy.
Use your battle rings.
I don't have battle
and
rings.
You burn. Yeah, you burned the
Yes.
brand. So I do not
I'm
need to
just
throw
gonna
it.
move
Yeah.
15 feet,
Okay.
20 feet.
It is now the crocodile's turn.
Son of a bitch, he barely beat me.
I'm about to get
Yes,
fucked
it
up.
has-
I'm the
I'm gonna be
closest.
fucked
No,
up.
I'm the closest. I might
Let's
get.
see if I can make this happen. Hold
I
on.
can just move
Let me
him.
just see if I can do it.
You got.
Flip that ass.
Oh
There
yeah.
we go. He's on the battlefield now.
Can you undo?
I'll get the hunter's mark on it again. Or you-
well-
I need to learn this.
Are there two gators?
Okay, yeah, can you move him 20 feet forward?
So like there.
Yeah, there, sure.
so-
A little bit more to the left.
Just like, why would you
Actually,
make
I
that
apologize.
sound?
He's going to move 40 feet forward, so move him to where, like, your center body.
Oh my god.
He's moving up to where his
He's
snout is
moving
towards
up to
Danny
me.
Tompkins.
You might.
Why didn't you run towards me? Why'd you run to
Isn't
the
he blurred?
middle?
Can you see him?
Wait. I
He
moved.
can see him.
Wait. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That
So
gator
he's
don't.
moving it
That
at the
gator
same
don't
time.
like you.
So the gator is going to turn his body almost this direction. He does have a 60-foot movement speed.
He's
So
got
that's
tail
wild.
attacks, guys.
He's got tail attacks.
And what's
Yeah,
his
I
what's
know.
his swim speed again?
Who
More
cares?
than yours.
I don't care. I just need a swim speed.
Okay,
200 feet.
so the
All right, attack time.
behemoth is what I'm going to be calling him throughout the rest of this.
Bubba.
Beautiful.
Behemoth
Bubba.
or-
Bubba.
is going to make
Bubba.
its bite attack against you.
What's the
This is at
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. I've got 2 dice.
22 right now because
22.
I cast mage armor every morning.
Okay.
beautiful?
Oh yeah. What's up?
I burn it every
Literally-
8 hours.
I get that feeling because he's been doing that every
I'm
single
sorry
time.
to say the lower of the 2 rolls was a 16 on the die, which is a 30.
No.
I will
That's a
silvery
plus
barbs
14.
this.
Wait, silvery barbs.
Oh.
That means I roll 1 die,
Yeah.
and that die decides whether you get hit or not. Okay. So
Wait. I can use something else as a reaction, can't I? I should look at my other reactions
Hold
because
on.
I'm not used to
Do you have
reactions.
shield?
Look at Logan.
I
shield
have-
won't get him there. It'll get him to 27. This is a
Logan
30.
is dead.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Reactions.
That kills one of Logan's characters every
Again.
combat.
No, it's awesome.
Every combat
Every
where Logan
combat.
dies.
Logan's
That
a
elevator.
That'd be
kid.
crazy.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I'm
combat.
gonna have to silvery barbs.
You're gonna have to silvery barbs. Okay.
Wait,
so
he's a
with a plus 14, we need a 7 or lower for a miss.
That's unfortunate.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot.
16.
Well,
I'm an idiot.
Why?
You
What-
said it while the die was rolling. I will allow
I
something.
have cutting words.
That gives you a D10,
Okay.
Can
which
you,
could raise you to a max of 32.
Can you speak?
Cutting words drops the enemy's attack roll according to what you roll on
Right.
a die.
And
He
his
rolled a
lowest
30.
was, he's got 30 right now.
He's at a 30.
I need
on
to
that
get him
attack.
down
So
to.
you would need a 9 or a 10 on your. I believe you're rolling a D10 as. No, you might be a D8 as a bard right now.
I'm 10 levels bard.
10 levels bard. I do not know
I
when
think
that
that's a
goes up.
D10.
No, you're too far from me to intercept.
Bard.
Is it? I was gonna say it should describe.
Let me see. What is your basic inspiration die? 'Cause
That
that's
is
what you'd be
where
using.
I'm looking for it. Sorry, is that
Bardic
limited?
inspiration. It is a D10. So you can roll a D10, and if it's a 9 or a 10, the
So-
attack misses.
So I have a 1 in 5 chance, or a.
Or I will roll again, in which case it is a 35% chance.
Very, I'll,
Technically.
I'll do Bardic. I will go ahead and do silvery barbs and
Okay.
give
Alright.
the advantage
Placing
to
in the hands
whoever
of
is
the DM.
next in turn.
Next in turn is Sean. Okay, so we're rolling again. Again,
Good luck,
a
Sean.
7 needs to miss. No problem.
Sure.
What do you get? What do you get?
You are a lucky man that you called it during the die. or
That
else
was
I would not have
crazy.
allowed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
It was almost too late.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
would have done.
I am going to allow that. Now he is going to use his Reptilian roar. I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw. As he roars out, this presence of terror fills you.
Oh shit, that's what I was worried.
Does my aura
God
count
damn
for
it.
me? Do I get 5?
Yes.
Oh, it does. Oh, that's
Also, check your aura. I don't know exactly what it negates.
it's 10 feet.
Well, no, like what all does it do? Obviously, you have your aura protection. What is your other aura?
My other aura is just no charm or devotion. I have aura protection and aura devotion.
Is it just charmed or is it frightened as well?
It's frightened as well, so I can
Okay,
frighten.
so anyone within 10 feet of Bjorn is not affected by this.
Bjorn
And
was
neither
No
is
one's
Bjorn.
over there.
Okay.
Stop being away
Red
from
light
people!
Wyndon did just move forward.
Wyndon literally ran away from me.
Bjorn, you do not have to roll as this is a frightened condition.
Ah,
Congratulations.
I don't ride no
What's the
freaking
DC?
lizard.
The DC is. What did you roll?
17.
Oh, you rolled a 17? 17 is the DC.
Oh shit!
So Dave
What?
succeeded, Thalen failed.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, you
I
succeeded.
feel like
When's
I
that?
had
Run to
something-
me.
I
No,
thought
I'm
I
going.
had something
Move to me. Get to the combat. You're a paladin.
that
That is your big mace.
I'm at the bottom of the food chain. I'm like,
Zach, I thought that we both had something where I'm also immune to the fear condition.
The fear condition? No.
I thought that
It was
we
never
did
we did anything for frightened, I don't think. We added like lightning and all that, those resistances I thought.
yeah, I got added.
Even I
lightning
have
and
something
thunder.
for
You
that,
just
but
said
that's just like.
Was that
doesn't
something
matter.
that I just cooked up on my own? That we didn't
I
do
think
this
that might have
for?
been something you cooked up and never talked to me about.
First one.
Because
It's probably
there's
just
no real
something that
reason
I
for you to
didn't.
be.
Alright,
Well, then I
immune to
failed it.
Okay, so
'Cause I-
fail.
Can
Is
how-
there a way for someone who is frightened to just look away while you make an attack?
No.
No.
Damn.
Well, if you
point
look
is-
away, you make it a disadvantage still.
So it doesn't make a difference then.
Put it on your character.
Correct.
Put that on
So
your character.
that's cool.
look away.
And Plynn failed.
Ah, Lynn!
So
No,
where is
she's-
Plynn? She's right
Wait, no,
beside
sorry, she's
Sean.
over there.
She's right beside. The
Yeah,
clock.
she's right
It's
there.
this one, right?
Cade
Yeah.
failed as well.
Guys, quit going to battle without your paladin. Just saying.
Paladin, stop running away from
if I
us.
say-
Paladin,
Paladin
running
needs
away.
to be-
Slow ass.
Paladin needs to be with the majority of the group.
Okay. Orville succeeded though. As this
Thank
roar
God.
goes out, everyone beside this crocodile notices this like green mist begin to excrete between his scales.
Ah, it smells good.
It slowly radiates out to everything within 30 feet of him. There's
There you
this
go.
like thin,
In the future.
noxious fume within him around 30 feet.
This ain't
radius.
bad, guys.
Y'all getting scarecrowed. I'm over
Is
here
it
like.
con-
What?
So
Oh,
it's a chemical, not a magical.
Yes, this
Like
is
the
from him.
pheromones?
This
Yeah.
is from him.
Mine.
And this is,
I got my chemical too.
and then he gets to make one tail attack as the reptilian roar took up his other attack, and he is going to make that at Sean.
Not Plynn, the one that's very.
Come
Oh my
on,
God,
monk!
no!
Come on, monk!
Come on, look.
Okay.
He's like, you're not scared of me?
What? 24 to hit,
Just barely.
just barely. Okay.
Yeah, I need
What's your
22. It's so close.
Let's say that's.
I need to get armor that raises my dexterity because then I get more. So
You need to get something that raises your dexterity.
even though I'm at my 20, I'm at 20 dexterity.
Oh, sorry. No, I was looking at your.
That is 39 points of damage. You are also knocked back 10 feet and are prone. As this
Prone? I don't
creature,
even make a saving
with its
throw on that?
ginormous size
Just whack.
and its strength of 26, when it hits you with its tail, it's a swipe. So as it swipes, bludgeoning damage just slaps you. You are knocked back 10 feet and knocked prone.
Okay, 34,
39.
39. Okay, make sure.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You are you have a lot of movement. You can definitely get up and still get to him.
Yeah. So I'm back.
So it is now your turn.
My turn. So I mean I get up and I run at him. That's-
Alright, so get up, run at him, find his testes.
And then
It doesn't big jump
Pull!
2 key
Pull!
points, Vistage.
It's stuck.
So let's start.
That went off the rails so quick, guys. Come on now.
2 key points. That's gonna summon my arms, which means that's the
The arms and visage.
You don't
Yes.
have arms normally? Fuck.
so
No,
that's
he
the,
gets
that's-
special arms
So that's
now.
the 2d8 summon.
Okay.
So let me do that now.
Let me summon my arms real
Oh, I guess I need to hit it.
Let me
Let me do
see
that.
the bottom arms.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I think I still need to hit it with the summon even. Do I actually?
I never actually saw that movie,
I
but
have
everybody
it,
ranted and
fully
raved
set
about
up.
that whole thing.
We'll say I haven't.
Well, we said he did.
I'll double check. I'll take the. So
Oh, I'm so tired.
Yeah,
I think because of the fact that it doesn't. Okay. Oh no, I don't know.
I'm gonna do
Okay, let me just do that. So
Okay, what are you trying to do?
So I'm doing the arms of the astral self summon.
that.
arms of the astral selves?
Because I'm summoning the astral self, which is the 2D. Is that? I believe it's a 2D8 everywhere. I don't know if there's a saving throw with that or not.
What else can you summon?
So, the arms of the astral self. So, Dex DC 17 or take 2d8 force damage. That's
There
when
it
you
is.
use a bonus action to
ripped
summon.
off.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
he's going to roll
DC
his Dex
17.
save. He no longer has that -4 because that was on his next attack.
Yeah.
On his next save.
Ain't that good?
That is a failure though.
So 2D8.
So 2d8 force damage.
So. So they're 12. That's 12.
12 points of damage. Okay.
Hard. And then that was my bonus. I don't get to do punchies yet. I get to do my normal 2 punchies.
Yep, you get to do 2 punchies. Oh.
So 2 normal punchies. Here we go.
So you did
I
12
think
though,
it's just
12
Yeah.
force.
It's just so. Attack number 1. That's a 17 plus 10,
That hits.
and then 17. That doesn't
17 does not hit.
I didn't think so. Okay, so that's 1. So that's the.
So we know 26 plus 17.
So that's a. Wow, that's terrible.
What did-
That was 14. 16
16
You
points.
hit him, yeah.
from 1
What
punch.
did you hit him with?
Lightning.
So you
No,
got
but like
16, you
what was
said?
your
And what type of damage is that?
Do you remember?
Force.
That's force.
What?
It's a save. So he just made a save.
No, I mean. Oh, I see.
So did you get my summon damage first?
Yeah, you got your 12 and you got 16. And then
Yeah, 16 now, and that's
And that's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Okay.
That's it for
I
this
thought I'm sorry. I thought you said 1 punch. And I know you. Oh, you.
Yeah.
literally.
No.
I do.
Pop, pop, missed one.
That's right. Okay. I was like, what about his second one? Doesn't he automatically hit every time?
Also, forgot to mention at the beginning of your turn, I need to make it a con save.
Because you're in the.
You're in the gas. Everything within 30 feet of him at the beginning of your turns, you're making a con save.
Oh, a con save. Okay, well that's still not
Deceiver's still
bad.
frightened. Would that frightening? Would that put any disadvantage on him? Or did he pass? He's not
Well,
frightened.
he's not frightened.
Okay.
So he doesn't
Well,
have
either.
Sorry,
So
so
Like
would that,
frightened wouldn't put disadvantage
would
on the con save.
would this be at the
No, just
beginning
a
of my
ability checks
turn?
are rolled.
Beginning of your turn, yeah.
Okay,
No,
that's
like
easy.
that. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
That's
well,
19
but
plus
that's
2.
19 plus 2?
That's a saving
Okay,
throw,
you
so
take a
it's
little bit of damage still. Not nearly as much.
And then either way, even if
We take 3 points of poison
Ranged attack,
damage.
you get 3 points close.
Do I have Austin's for both?
Um,
I'm better at
no, I don't
range.
have any
Close range?
resistances.
Okay.
I have a
That's a
longbow.
problem.
That's a +9 to hit, but I have 2 rapiers. that
At
are
some
both
point, I'll be able to have
So you're
Okay.
almost like a.
Who is?
I'm a ranger.
You're almost, but you're almost like a red.
After Sean is Plin, and then
That's right.
okay. So after that turn, Plin, unable to move closer but able to run away as she is frightened.
That's nice.
I
Oh,
actually
opportunity.
messed up because she cannot be frightened.
Yay!
Because
She's from the Druid of what circle is she? She is Circle of the Underdark. Druids cannot be frightened.
Didn't you guys ask her to see if she had greater restoration?
No, they did not. So
Because the guy
She-
you're supposed to care about is in a bad way and needs greater restoration to heal.
Wait.
We're gonna remember that next time.
What do you mean,
No,
guy
okay.
was supposed to care about?
The kid.
The kid's
Kate?
dead.
Oh.
no, not your person.
Oh.
Yeah, my kid.
Okay.
I was gonna say he
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
really young.
The other
I
kid.
just
I
figured
took
out
a lot.
body of the astral self includes a D8 with the empowered arms.
Okay, so roll an extra
So
D8.
I just noticed that. I just wanted to put that on there. That's another 8.
Another 8 damage. Okay.
Do you want to write it down?
Write that down. Write that
Write that
down.
down. Write that down.
Another 8.
Another 8.
Gotcha.
That's like numbers.
That's from 1 hit.
From her?
No, for
No,
Yeah,
from me.
one hit
From
from
It was something
one
you forgot
punch.
to add it on there.
Oh, wait, so
Since
it's a
we have-
16 plus 8? Or
So
just,
yeah, 16 plus 8.
okay.
24.
Sorry, I just didn't know if it was
Totally
16
forgot.
Math rocks. Math rocks.
Yeah.
Math.
Math is cool.
Does
Cool math
love
games.
Some math rocks.
That's why we play D&D. It's
Cool
actually
math.
to help us do math.
Okay.
Actually,
So,
this is my
with
daily
that,
dose of math.
Should we do it?
Flynn is going to, being here, she is going to try. And does she have anything that she can use as a bonus action to get out?
Here's
Get away.
Pinky Toe.
So go along the pinky. How about toes?
Damn. If it was
I'm not
acid,
even
I could
feeling
try
that
to
way.
deflect this. I can't. This is not
Okay.
acid.
That's 200
So-
grams, sir.
She is going to.
That is over half your daily recommended amount.
She is going to cast Fairy Fire
Yes!
in an attempt
That
to
would
give
be
everyone advantage.
She's gonna have to
So-
take what?
Fairy
Fairy
fire.
Fire.
If it happens, he lights up.
If it happens, he lights up and makes saves for continuation. This is a dex save plus 2. That is a failure.
Yeah!
Yeah! You're a failure, Gator.
So,
Damn.
Bubba.
The Florida
You
Gators.
suck, Bubba.
Whoa. You suck,
he,
Bubba.
you can use all 4 if you want to make sure we know.
Yeah, put it
he is
all
lit
over
by
him.
Fairy Fire. He is the only thing in this
One
fight.
on the tail,
On his feet.
one,
I was gonna say
one on the snout,
his
and then
feet.
one on the back foot, one on the front foot.
Okay, so he's Fairy Fire. All attacks against him have advantage.
What about...
Alright, so
Okay,
there we
what
go.
about those who are frightened?
Look
Is
at
it
that.
just
Look at
flat
that color.
now?
Yes, it flattens out.
Bro's looking like he's at a fucking music concert with how many bands he's got on.
Come on, Bubba, let's dance.
Okay, so that is her action.
What was
And she is going to move 20 feet back towards its tail. Or she's trying to get like underneath its tail where she's
So
at.
like right
So like
here.
closer to there, yeah.
Okay.
Because she has a low enough AC, she can't get away without it using its reaction. So she's trying to get a turn where it's using its reaction so she can get out of there. She has a reaction that she can kind of move a little bit. So that's what she's hoping for. After her turn, Phelan.
Alright, I would like to manifest Psychic Blades.
Okay.
And I would like to use the homing strike. So I'm just gonna make my flat roll, but if I miss, I can roll a 1d10 and add that number to the attack roll.
Yes.
Right. That is a 26.
26 does hit.
Should hit.
Wonderful. Maybe not that dark.
Little Darth Maul-esque.
The candles go with everything else. That's legit.
So that's another 12.
Yeah, I've got 2. Yes, correct.
It's another 12 points.
Another 12 points,
Yes.
right? Psychic damage.
And I will roll, or for bonus action, I will roll another psychic blade.
Okay.
18.
You are getting sneak attack on this, by the way.
I am?
There are enemies within 5 feet of it. Sneak attack activates if you have an ally within 5 feet of the target that you're attacking.
Okay, I didn't know if
that's
my
how that
fright.
works.
I guess I didn't think with my frightened that made it. Okay, well then hang on a second.
Yeah.
So that's an extra.
So there's a series of ways you can proc sneak attack. You can't get sneak attack if you have disadvantage on an attack roll. But since this is a
This
flat
is
roll,
left for me now.
since this is a flat roll, you
Sorry,
are
sorry.
able to.
I got it.
Can I
It's a
get
flat
4 more
roll.
d6s, please? 4 more d6s, please.
Right here. Force D6 right there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Hello.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
She on FA.
that's 21 extra points of damage.
Okay, now my bullets back. Okay, how
that's
much more?
21.
21 more points. Okay.
So that's just for the first one. So then
Yep.
for the second one, it did an 18 hit?
An 18.
Dang, okay. Well then, if I use the homing strike, then I can roll another D. Would a 20 hit?
20 would not.
Damn, okay, never mind.
Ooh.
Okay, well then that's my turn.
Whoa.
So did your first thing, you did
doesn't
12
hit?
and 21, was that your only damage? What was it?
Its hide is very thick.
Because I heard
I was
12
thinking, my
Yes,
brain was
12
like,
and
if
a-
it's, I was thinking it was
So
a
12
20.
plus 21 on
That was
the
like
first.
my instant reaction.
and then
so
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
hit
go.
the
I'm
second
gonna go
Okay,
20.
that's what I make sure.
It was just the one.
Because I spaced out for a second. I just heard 12. I was like, oh no. I heard numbers. I didn't not writing them down.
Yeah.
Like, well, my numbers. What the
Ah.
go?
That's okay, that's okay.
My numbers.
Alright.
I need my numbers.
So there.
And I needed to roll a constitution, correct?
I
Because I'm
need my
within 30
numbers.
feet.
Yes. At the beginning of your turn.
I need my
count.
numbers.
That
We were doing it.
is 7.
7. So you take
The numbers.
really need. I'm gonna roll again just because I didn't keep
Mace,
previous
what do the
roll.
numbers mean?
That is 13 points of poison damage as you are within 30 feet. If you are outside of 30 feet, this will not affect.
30.
I will now take the time to escape past the 30 feet mark. So is that 5, 10, 15?
Me, punchy boy, stands next to creature that makes it where you
that's
don't
not
want to
like
be
that.
next to it.
You're like,
My turn is done.
oh, these hands look like snakes almost.
Okay.
Oh god, don't bite my hands.
So, with that, next turn, Katie.
Why am I last? Can I roll again?
Can I roll again?
When you get a chance, take the feed. They'll let you have a.
I think it's
plus-
alert or something.
It's alert. You can the alert feat, the modern one you can pick. You can either get a +5 to your initiative, or you can do the new one and let you switch with somebody else on your team
Oh, that's what's up.
So,
if they're willing.
that's.
Oh, they'll be willing.
I don't
Yeah,
know
Okay.
about that.
So he
I
is
won't.
he
I
is
won't.
going to swiftly looking around. Cade.
That is pretty cool.
Where my
That's
stick?
good.
Here's my stick.
Stick.
Kane's running towards
He's
it.
able to move there.
Sideways.
Moving sideways in front of it.
Look at he's doing like the crab.
Is he wanting to be more than 30 feet?
Yeah, he is wanting to be more than 30 feet. That's 25, 30.
Is he trying to touch me? Just count towards me.
He's trying to touch me.
Cade, your child.
Kane, last time you were next to me, I got
Okay.
shot in the face.
He is.
Get away from me.
in-
You're the one person I don't want to be around.
He is not close enough to do it to you. Actually,
I'm 30 feet.
We'll
No,
see.
no one cares about the team.
Yeah.
We'll see.
he is going to expend a sorcery point to double a spell's range,
Ooh.
and he is going to distance spell haste Bjorn. So, Bjorn,
Plus to your AC.
you get a +2 to your armor class.
Yay.
Go ahead and start writing these down and list them out, as I know you always do.
I
So,
will.
+2 to your armor class.
AC 23.
You have had advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Huge.
Yeah,
With
hands
his
on
with
deck.
his dex, that's huge.
You gain an additional action that can be used to either use the dash, disengage, hide, or utilize action, or make a singular attack. So you don't get another pair of attacks, but you can use this to get one extra attack.
So I can use again. Because I already have 2 attacks.
So then
So
you
you'll
get
get a third.
So I get 3 attacks.
So you get a third attack. Yep. And your speed doubles.
Okay.
Just
So
flat doubles.
you're at 70 speed.
So you have a 70-foot movement speed now.
Perfect. Oh, this is what he did last. I was like, I think he did this to me last time. I loved it.
Yes. Yes, he did. Haste is a beautiful thing, especially on paladins, and you and him have been the ones bonding the most. And then he is going to...
I literally took a bullet for him. He
Yep.
owes me.
And then he is going to quicken a spell, and he is going to cast Firebolt at it.
Cantrip.
Fire.
Can't
Fire.
try that.
Bolts,
Fire.
not fireball.
So he quickens it to be a bonus action. He rolls a 27 to hit, so he will deal 3d10 fire damage.
3
Ooh, he's at that point.
He's a level 11, so at level 11...
Well, that'll be nice.
He rolled shit though, so he
Damn.
rolls 4 damage, 4 fire
Oh.
damage.
He rolled 4.
A 2 and a 1 and a 1.
Hey!
2 and 1.
Just by chance,
something
as
more!
I'm standing right next to this head as the firebolts hit it, does it seem like the fire...
Honestly, it's so little effect you cannot tell.
He's like,
Honestly, when it's 4 damage to a creature this big,
Yeah.
you're not telling if
Well,
it's
he
healing
did like a
less
side.
than
He did like a
expected.
sidearm.
It's like
shot.
throwing a cigarette at a giant.
He did a haste and tries to just flick it no look,
He's
and
like,
it just like barely glances at scale.
It's like every
Another
time
10
Patrick
years-
Mahomes
another
tries
10
to
years
know
of
a pass,
practice,
It
you
just
know.
goes to nowhere.
That's never happened.
But
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that has happened once.
So that is his turn. He was within 30 feet to start, and he started doing it at the beginning of the turn. He does succeed the saving throw, so I'm just going to keep the roll that I did for Claire. So 13 is the damage, so he takes 6 poison damage.
Okay. But he is now out of it. He stepped
Now out of it. Yeah. So, with that, from Sean, Flynn, Thalen, Cade, Bjorn.
Yes!
Alright,
Go!
you got
Bjorn, go!
So,
Before your turn, he's going to use a legendary
Concert.
action to make a tail attack.
Me?
No, he's going to make it at Flynn.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn.
He went to
what
Narnia.
the
He went
fuck?
over me.
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
To
there's
hit
no
you.
way. He's like going to like.
29 to hit on Flynn.
That's
So
a,
she is
that's
launched.
a miss. Easy. Easy.
That is a
miss.
hit on Flynn.
Surely Flynn has an AC better than 29.
She certainly is like a 500 AC.
Yeah.
Well, if she was a Warforged Paladin, yeah, probably.
So that's 30 points of damage to
She's
Flynn.
like a 30 AC.
And she is knocked back 10 feet
Yep.
and knocked prone.
What are y'all doing by the table?
She kind of got what she wanted. She's kind of out of its attack
I
range.
want to go away from.
Kind of.
I didn't
so,
get bit.
Bjorn.
Oh,
Bjorn,
yes.
it's now your turn.
What do you? So I want to switch weapons. How do you do switching weapons in your game?
I will allow you to switch weapons once.
Is it
For
to use it
free.
as an action or a bonus action?
So
Oh, for
to
free.
stow a weapon is an action. To technically pull another one is something. I'll allow it as a bonus action.
So technically, since I haven't like
You don't
I'm
have
not-
anything in your hands.
because like I haven't drawn.
If you haven't drawn a weapon, so you can draw or stow a weapon for free once
Okay.
in my turn. So you can either store and then draw one as bonus action, or you can just draw for free.
So what I do is I have obviously I get my shield,
Mhm.
but I go into my bag of holding, and I don't grab the hurricane, but I grab something called the Trident of Fish Command, and I pull that out.
Okay.
And what I want to do is this
Is he?
this magical weapon has 3 charges. It regains whatever, it doesn't matter. While you carry it, you can expend 1 charge to cast Dominate Beast with a save of DC of 15 on one beast that has a swim speed. He has a swim speed, as I stated multiple times.
Yes, he does have a swim speed.
Oh
I want
my god.
I'm gonna
I
make
so wish
this
I had my
my-
-4 with you.
Big-
I know, that's what I want to do. This is gonna be.
15.
Why didn't you
The
just say
DC
what your plan was, and I
is-
would have.
Well, he's
Well,
the end
that's
of initiative.
that'd be tabletop.
What's
That's a
the?
topple. The save is DC 15.
Josh.
I'm
I'm here to
Josh.
win.
But it, like the harder me, I couldn't do it because I always yell at my players.
It does not say what
The save.
skill.
Probably
it
a
uses.
wisdom,
I would assume a wisdom.
because it's basically a
It's a
We should
dominating.
add. We should add
So-
a 7th stat, and it's just
Do I have any
your
modifiers?
meter.
Is it just a flat 15? So
It's just a flat 15. That's what you get for items.
Okay.
The items come with a flat DC
Okay.
most of the
So
time.
That's fine.
basically, this croc has
I was
blown the
trying
negatives
to
for
be
this
like,
door.
No, we'll see.
well, it's wisdom.
It's wisdom. It's
Oh,
still,
is that going to put a smart?
He has to. He has to
It's
roll.
still
This
can
is
do
one, but
okay.
I'm just using one. I had 2 more actions. Well,
Well,
How do you have
so
3 actions?
Yeah.
Wait.
let me double check this.
Oh, right.
So, while you carry it, you can expend 1 charge to cast Dominate Beast, which is an action. So this would be your 2 attack action. So you would be able to use your haste action to make 1 more strike this turn. Because you cannot use your hasted action to cast a spell.
hang on. Because I have 2 attacks.
But you use
Okay,
it by
so this is a
using
spell. So when you activate an item,
Yeah.
if it's a spell, it takes the
Your-
cost of the spell's casting time. So
Okay.
Dominate Beast is a 1 action casting time.
Right.
So this is a +3 roll. He has no advantage. He needs a 12 or higher to succeed.
I want a puppy.
You got a puppy.
What
You
I
got
get?
a puppy.
He is going
It's
to
a
use his
5.
secondary. He's going to use his second legendary resistance.
No! This is my puppy! I want to get a puppy!
He's the best at just blue balling people with.
No,
it.
it's
Hey,
it's
he only has so many legendary resistances.
I know.
However, that doesn't mean that this creature isn't intelligent and can adapt and gain more resistance as time goes on.
I'm gonna ride him in the
Damn!
battle.
I
hate
no.
this game.
The reason why I say that is because I think back to when my
wanna
bard
ride
hit
this into
that
battle.
Razzle Limbs
I wanna
psychic
hear
lance on
coughing
the
like,
dragon,
"Yeah, get going,
and I'm like,
going."
Oh my god,
I
go
got
get
it.
them!
He's gonna use his legendary action. You
Whoa!
win!
Yep. This is a gargantuan beast
Yeah,
that does have a swim speed.
Yes.
So do it again. It does do it again. He can't do it again this turn. He can only cast 1 level spell per turn.
You can run in and hit
So
it.
you can run in and hit it.
Do it.
I can dominate him?
No, you can
No,
run
you
in.
can run in and smack
Dominate him from
Just
the
smack
ass.
him.
You can dominate him
Next
try next turn.
So I failed this turn?
Yes,
You failed.
because he succeeded
Claire,
his
I
save.
fucking hate
You only do one
You
spell.
too.
That's it.
He's gonna go dominate
for
that
anything.
guy.
I don't want
That's
to
for
kill him.
What he's
I
done,
wanna
he's gonna
eat
have
him.
boobs
Make him
and a
your
nice
son.
whip.
As
Make
soon
him
as you
your
dominate
son.
him, he's still gonna be able to do the save to get out of it.
But I
though.
don't want to kill him. I wanted a puppy.
Just knock
It's
him
a,
out.
We're gonna go
it's
fuck
an
up the
alligator eat people world, okay?
Oh my god.
You could use your action to
Fucking
try to
ball.
grapple him or knock him over.
Grapple that dick.
That would work.
I would say
Twist his dick.
Here's a
I will
46
also say,
Oh,
Does he have a
dick
penis?
to it.
Okay, go ahead. Can
Is it a male or is it a
you
female?
can't tell from your angle.
Can I
it
have
is
a,
my-
I
it is
will
my-
also, can I
it is
also
my
note
turn.
Can we
that
take
is
his
an
balls and twist it?
uncommon item that casts a 4th level spell 3 times a day.
Yes.
Yes.
That is not a 4th level item. That is
But-
not a green
But
item.
it is a low DC.
But it is a low DC.
It really, I was like 15.
I have a good view of the of what it
Okay,
is.
so I take my
Yeah, you
trident.
can
I
relay
know-
the information.
You can
I can-
use
that's
your
a free action.
You can use your free inspection on
Okay,
your
you can
turn.
walk up and make an attack against him.
I know. All right.
Balls.
So,
Balls.
so I
Does
use
he
my
have
dominate
balls
beast.
or
I
a
go up there.
vagina?
Is this good? I'm in the fight.
Actually, Dominate Beast, if you are fighting it, it does have advantage. So I'm going to roll again real quick.
Had he fought it yet?
I have not
No.
fought it yet.
If you and your allies are fighting it,
Bitch.
Has that
whenever,
stipulation.
whenever the target takes damage, it also repeats the
There you
save.
Well,
So, I'm going to roll a second D20
to see if
So,
he's
to
still.
see if he
because
uses
the
that
legendary
extra
reaction is a
reaction.
very, very valuable resource
Yes. And it's,
in this combat.
Still
Still
fail.
a fail. So
Okay.
there's-
so you
that-
burned a second.
so
That
you
is
burned a
worth it.
second.
That is worth it.
That is.
That is
Definitely
huge.
Okay.
Getting
Especially
rid
when
of,
you're hasted, where you can still do stuff as well.
yeah, you hit him with the big ball.
Yeah. Which smite do you want to use? So we know thunder is
Yeah.
over.
No. Lightning doesn't work.
Lightning
Thunder is
doesn't work.
different.
Okay.
Lightning is resistance.
Thunder can't be different.
I mean, I hate being.
What did you say?
I hate being dyslexic sometimes.
Factual.
I'm just like, I don't have to figure this out. That's what it is for.
That's what. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, play to your strengths. Can you be mad at
Okay.
I am still.
All right. So I
This
take
one's
my.
That's
Go.
wild.
All right. So I take my.
Blood.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. I
I
was
couldn't
like.
remember
dude,
where
I thought
That
it
is
was.
actually wild that is an uncommon item.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I was like, oh, we're gonna be by water. Like, oh, we're gonna do this and like command some fish to do something. I'm like,
And then,
what's
and then
that sound?
alligator,
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
pet, pet.
This
So I was like,
is-
stop fighting.
This
it.
item has no bonuses to your damage except for what you do as a baseline. So you're a D8 plus 5 on this attack unless you add smites to it.
I have it up as a +9, +5.
Yeah. For
Here's-
damage. For your
Right.
damage is just a D8 plus 5.
Yeah. That's a 14.
14 to hit. Oh,
Yeah.
that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
20 hits.
20 does.
20.
20 does not hit.
Hits. I had.
20
Or no,
does
sorry.
not.
You're
Yeah,
right.
20
My bad. My bad.
26
My bad.
does.
You
So-
rolled a 26.
I would say assume 22 is the threshold until proven otherwise.
Is that the lowest anybody's hit him with?
No,
No.
but I'm assuming 22 is the threshold unless it's 21.
Or 25.
Could be 20.
Well, 24 is hit.
Oh, they did.
See,
That was
thank
me.
you. Thank you,
I was.
Dan.
I
That's
think
all
I was
wanted
the
to know.
24.
I don't know. Do you want? Because the only thing I can do is cloud step, and I get closer to somebody who, if they really want my help.
What was that?
Who the fuck?
I hiccuped, but you're gonna hit. You
That
said
sounds like
him.
a dog bark,
that was
bro.
You are right next to him. You're in a good spot. He goes pretty early in the room.
You're the one who barked, right? You're the one who barked like a fucking chihuahua.
I was like, what
That's
the
a hiccup.
fucking.
All right,
Bro,
So-
yeah, I was gonna say that's that small
Look, it's
dog.
way worse when he's the
She's-
DM.
she's
He's
narrating
narrating
it.
it.
She's
somewhere. What the fuck?
Like, is there a wild animal?
So,
Shiba coin.
there is a technique. If you inhale right as you hiccup, you can swallow your hiccup. You make a high-pitched squeal, and then they're done.
Yeah.
Alright, my turn, my turn.
95.8% of the time.
Oh, I do
but
the
that
whole-
0.2% of the time, you just keep going. "Ah! Ah! and then and it hurts because you're in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I do
hilarious.
the old block the airways.
Everybody, chill out for a second.
Sorry.
Bjorn, bonus action.
Yeah, chill.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
You're
I'm
done.
done.
All right, we are back to the top of
What did I
initiative.
say? I was like,
With
done,
Orville.
done.
Oh, I know. I was like, Winton.
Snipe the bitch.
Sorry.
Why did everybody attack my puppy? I just want one thing. I want to ride that gator in the bathroom.
Why?
I want to ride that game.
Gator to the bathroom.
Why not? Why not friend? Bjorn literally said, "Why
There
not
you
friend
go.
if friend shaped with the big fucking
There you
alligator?"
go.
I'm looking. That's all. I was like, so I was like, ah, Winton.
Can you make me unfrightened? Is that a thing that you can do?
Actually, you have.
I do.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think,
can't
I
we
think you
keep
are.
rolling?
Since you're inside of his
You guys
radius now,
Frightened.
would I can
since
just
he's
get rid of
inside
Oh,
your
yeah.
radius now, then he's no longer frightened, correct?
Let me look.
Is that how that aura works? So I can become unfrightened if you walk.
That's what I'm trying to find.
Bro's over here aura farming. It's crazy.
And we crashed, and we're back. Orville's turn.
Alright, is the recording back good again?
Yeah, I started another recording back up.
What's the range on my
So I collapse.
It's actually a range.
Okay, Orville. Orville is
Yeah.
going to use his bonus action. He's
I
going to use his
just
bonus
saw
action,
that
and he
one
is
from
going
the
to
bowels.
cast Hex on the creature.
I smelled the jerky now.
Has everyone, has
It
everyone
has
been rolling like
disadvantage on
plus d6?
strength
Is that just
ability
me?
checks.
Hunter smart?
It's just you.
Wait,
That is just me?
It is
wait, that
just
plus 6? What is
That
that?
Hex for him. Just
Dude.
No, my hunter's mark.
that is
you.
just
Just for you.
That is just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that spell
Jack was
works.
like,
Everyone just likes
I
it a
was
lot.
double
every
checking.
time you make an attack roll. Anytime you roll damage for an attack roll, you add a d6. Period. End of story. That's what you get
That's
with Hunter.
simple enough. I literally did not read the description. Because I'm a good D&D player.
No, that's
okay.
a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Yu-Gi-Oh players don't read.
I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh.
I wouldn't be against it.
Hey, I play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's why
I
I'm
played
saying
Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day.
that. Is that why
Alright,
you can't
anyway.
read anymore? Is that why you missed that you had?
Hunter's
No,
mark
because-
is strictly for your
No, because
attacks,
it went
correct?
like to these two auras,
I
and
guess
that was
so,
all I
yeah.
looked at. And if I scroll down, literally, it's right there.
That's why I put
Okay.
my screen to F11, so I don't get
And
distracted.
while he is there, start of his turn, he's within 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Exactly 30 feet away. He's going to roll his con save. That is a success.
Yes!
So he takes 6 points of damage.
Who takes damage?
Orville's taking 6 points of poison damage.
I'm down 30.
So
No.
Orville will take damage, not the creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orville, looking at it, being within 30 feet of it, is going to use his action, and he is going to use one of his blood curses.
here we go.
Using this. So he is going to, you see this like harness around him. You see he kind of reaches out towards one of the larger gashes in the side of this creature, pulling out this like green viscous blood. And he takes it, it fills a vial in his harness, and he pulls it out and whispers something into it, and the blood is sent back into the creature.
Crazy.
Here.
So, this creature has been cursed. Using a vial, he collected it and used it as an action. He chooses one ability score. While cursed, the creature has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws with that ability score. So,
Which,
I'm gonna have a puppet.
he's on the opposite side. He doesn't know what you tried to do. Orville has no clue what you tried to do, so he has no reason
You're
to choose
just gonna
wisdom.
roll a d6 and pick
He
one?
is, well, he's not going to choose strength, not going to choose charisma, so he's probably going to choose dexterity.
No.
Dexterity is the most common saving throw
Oh.
for most attacks.
I know, I
Um,
Use... Yes, sir. Does
If
wisdom-
somebody wants to roll a luck check to see if they could figure out what was going on and also know that he is trying to do something.
With my 20...
go
Where's
for it.
Oval? Over
With
here.
my 20 passive
These are next to
perception
me.
and
I
20
would
passive
consider-
insight,
I'll do it.
could I
I'll go for the
sense
luck
what
check.
happened right in front of me?
You see the blood getting pulled, so you would kind of look back.
And then-
You have no clue what he's trying to do, but you're like, that's blood magic, okay.
Okay.
So creepy for a popcorn man.
Could I do
Okay, how about this? So it's in between dexterity or luck. But let's be honest, without previous information,
Do
Orville
that.
would probably do dexterity or like constitution,
Not wisdom or anything else.
not wisdom. So if you run a roll of luck check, if it's very high, roll it to the tower, I will let it be a wisdom. I will let it be disadvantage on
What
wisdom.
was the check for my?
That was wisdom.
That was wisdom.
Yeah.
That was right. Yeah, be a wisdom. I need wisdom. Jack, you got this. You got this. Come on.
Oof, not happening.
So it is
Yes.
going to be
We're not doing it
Good
anymore.
call.
disadvantage
It's
on
okay.
dexterity.
I always wanted to do it for Razzle and
I just
second
want to go like
glance.
right in the battle.
Dexterity.
Oh, for intelligence?
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's wisdom.
throw that on there.
He just is begging for me to be my buddy.
I'm begging.
Begging you.
Look what he's wearing. It's disadvantages.
I could have not been frightened. I'm just realizing this.
Oh well.
You could have cleansed yourself.
Oh wait,
Uh,
it is
a guarded
intelligence. Never mind.
Are you immune?
I don't want it to be.
Once per short, long rest, I can cause myself to succeed on a
Also, this should
wisdom,
be-
intelligence, or charisma saving throw if I fail.
Okay, well,
It's long gone at this point, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stress it.
How do I reset the charge?
Alright.
It's okay, I forgot my orders.
Why am
I mean, I still made a solid attack against him. Right.
well,
doesn't
at the end of
but-
your turn, you should have had a roll.
Let me unuse it.
Yeah, I did the con.
No, you should have had a wisdom save against the fear.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we haven't been doing that.
You haven't been doing
I guess
Fuck.
that's it.
We'll do that
Next
this
time
round.
round.
We'll do that this time round.
Or at the beginning, see if you still crit.
Yeah, sure.
Let me
So
reset
that
my
is
charge.
Orville's turn.
Fucking
Orville is then, because he had to be within 30 feet for that,
None of us have been doing the saving throw.
is now going
Well, I
to
don't need
move.
to.
That's hilarious. Though.
Which one, the
Out.
poison hide or the frightened? The frightened. That's
The frightened is what we were talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so that is Orville's turn. Danny, up to you.
Danny,
Danny, you're just like right by the
Danny
mouth. Just
boy.
like jump in.
Danny, what have you
It's the
been
last
doing?
thing. It's the last thing you'd expect.
I'll ask.
That's also
I
the
know I
easiest
have.
thing to react to.
Danny, stab him from the inside.
Okay.
It'd be like
Jumps
Drax
into the-
from
jumps
Guardians
into the
2,
mouth.
where he just
There's
full
fairy
on.
fire on him. We have advantage against attacks.
Oh,
Yep. And he has disadvantage on dex saves.
dang it! I didn't do my advantage roll.
No, we know you wouldn't have
Which-
had it yet.
Well,
Wait,
yeah,
Yeah,
you would have. But
you would have.
But you hit him, didn't you? Hit him.
I
in the
missed.
He missed his one attack.
Oh well,
I
we
forgot.
missed it.
Whatever.
Okay, just remember, advantage on attack.
You guys gonna have so many debuffs on him.
Saving throws.
I
and
don't
the
want
thing,
to
guys.
kill him though, so I'm kind of okay with it.
I want his head as a trophy.
I want him as a
And I'm gonna carry it on my
I
back.
want-
I
as
want you
walk
ride
right
him
in
as
front
a
of
He
him.
will
trophy.
carry me through.
I will tell you, Bjorn, even with your mediocre intelligence,
Mediocre of a 13.
Damn. Yeah.
compared
That's
to other people
above
on here,
average.
through your vast intelligence, you would know you would not control this creature for long.
I don't care. It'll be fun.
For
My
the
intelligence
5
is
minutes,
one
I'd
point
be
higher.
able to.
I didn't
Okay.
do it.
I mean,
I
honestly,
feel
I'm
tough
gonna
in
make
the
him
roll for
so I'm
one.
just gonna command him.
All right, I am right
That's
there. I'm going to. It's right there in my face. These things are going past me. I'm going to manifest another instrument, and this is not instrument, but another note. And this is what's the saddest sounding note? B
Like
flat.
a. Oh,
It's like a B flat.
like a B flat.
It would be
Yeah.
a flat, yeah.
So I'm going to hit him with another one.
Mhm.
Okay. And as
Yes.
I do
Let me
that,
pull up
and
my
as the
piano.
sound hit the you guys seen Doctor Strange Madness where they were fighting with the music notes in the air?
I do remember that. That
Okay,
was really
that's
fucking
basically
cool.
what he's doing. He's manifesting a note, and I'm gonna touch him. And as I do, as the note hits him, it's going to radiate out this loud noise, and it is like a call of grief. And as I do that, I'm going to cast Spirit Swarm, and all the spirits of all the dead in this place are going to be summoned to him and attack him. It is a charisma saving throw, but as I do this, I burn it. He'll take he'll take the d6 of damage and a -4 to this save. He'll take 3 points of damage. He has a charisma 17 saving throw, but
-4.
-4. So he's got to beat a 21 if you
Okay.
want to just do that.
Okay. And that is charisma.
It is a charisma.
I can't imagine
Just
this is a very
summoning an
charismatic
undead army
creature.
to attack him?
He physically
He's
cannot make
summoning
the save,
depression.
but he
Yes.
will not use a legendary resistance on that. So,
Okay.
roll the damage.
Okay, it is 8d8 psychic.
Damn.
He's summoning depression on the.
So,
Nice.
You are sad.
I cast depression.
I cast sadness.
Cast
What do you need?
crippling anxiety.
d8.
I have d8s.
I have D8s.
I have 4 d8s.
Those are D8s, really.
Yeah, those ones.
How many you got?
Not a lot.
I've got
I
5.
will note
How
to
many
you,
do you
Logan,
Yeah.
this creature is immune to the frightened condition, so it will not
Yeah.
be frightened.
Well, I have,
Well, Oh, you had more?
Yeah, I have a wave.
Oh.
That way I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm just going for the. Okay, It's psychic damage. If he fails, he can't be frightened. Okay.
Yeah. That's. I just wanted to let you know he ain't gonna be scared of you.
That I didn't even know if that would happen. So, that's 3 is 6 is 11, 13. Oh, this is sucking balls.
17.
15, and then 22 points of damage on a freaking 5th level spell.
8d8s.
Yeah.
You said 22.
The frightened condition is a major aspect of that, which is why its dice is low for that level.
But he's immune to
But
it.
he's immune to it, sadly.
Okay. Still,
Alright,
visually, I think it's fine.
That is terrifying. That is an awesome spell.
It also, the other spells I wanted to do required concentration, and so I wasn't going to pull that out of my ass. I am going to try to move I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Stand next to that 4.
30. I'm standing next to big guy. I saved the first time from the spores. Do I take Constitution damage?
You will be making a con save every time you're within that 30 feet.
So you got +5.
Okay.
Or wait, no, is this for the frightened? Or what is this?
No,
This is
The
the. You still
Constitution
get a plus
for the
5.
poison.
Yeah.
You still get a plus 5 to the roll. If you
So,
If you're within 30 feet,
You said
can
con?
take a con save
Yes.
for the poison.
that's 22.
Okay, so you take 7 points of poison damage. Half.
Okay.
It was already halved.
And
It would've been 14.
my concentration spell, I have advantage on it, so that's 22.
Okay.
You got your +5 in there?
Oh, that's 27.
What's your concentration? What are you concentrating on?
I'm concentrating on blur.
Okay, yeah.
So I take, you said 8 points of poison damage?
7, sorry.
Because that was a save, right? That was a saving throw you were doing.
Yeah.
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 But,
At the beginning of every turn, you make a con save.
so,
And or a wisdom save.
or both.
And or.
Yeah.
Wisdom technically should be at the
So-
end of the turn. We're going to start doing that this round.
Yeah, well, so, and that bonus action,
Why would it be at the
action,
beginning?
because
Why
it's
wouldn't it
supposed to be,
It's supposed to be at the end.
the con is supposed to be at the beginning, wisdom's at the end, right?
Yeah.
So,
But if we're
Alright,
trying to break out
that
the
is the end of
frightened
my turn.
condition, shouldn't that be
You
the
can
first
only
thing
do
we
it at the end of your turn.
the poison
Some
is at
reason.
the
So,
poison's at the beginning,
the-
wisdom's
The
at the end.
mechanical reason is the concept of if you get frightened and you make a save at the beginning of the turn, the frighten never takes effect. Like, it never affects anything. Therefore, it's at the end of your turn, so that if you are frightened, there's at least one turn where you have the disability.
The
nerfs
disability,
of it.
essentially. Okay. Okay.
You have to do something to be over frightened, like hidden
Mhm.
beast.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm scared, I hit it.
It's not like I'm frightened. Never mind, I can attack now. It's
Okay.
I'm frightened.
I guess that
Let
makes
me do
sense.
something in combat.
It's like when you
Now
see
I'm
a
not
spider
frightened.
on, you're like, oh fuck, and you're like, oh wait, hold on,
And then you
shoot,
roundhouse-
bam, and then
roundhouse
That's
kick
like
you
exactly
barefoot.
right.
Shotgun?
Okay. At the end of
Spider
Danny's
Josh?
turn, it is going to take its second legendary action.
Flamethrower.
Okay,
I'm upset.
set.
I'm not.
Oh, action.
I got
legendary
to do
action.
something cool.
Sorry.
Let's go!
That's
If
the
he
thing.
kills me now,
Look at all my old chickadees. He's
I
not killing, he's
cannot
gonna be-
actually see you guys because his mini is too big.
yeah, we are
Yeah,
all.
you guys are
Oh.
stacked.
That's funny.
That is unfortunate.
Why would you
Uh,
do that?
Alright, boys, lost
Because
me.
you have
it's
an
gonna be
aura.
the
Oh
dinosaur
my Daddy,
side
get
fight.
away from me!
So, as you guys are all gathering up, it kind of turns its head,
I leave-
following the movement right in front of it.
As Danny
moves
runs
over.
past Blur.
He's like,
And
run
you
past
see
him.
its
Damn
mouth
it,
open,
damn
and
it.
all of you guys get scared as you think it's about to bite you, until you see and hear just
I was gonna spill!
and this just like
His vomits on
acid
us.
just spills out of its throat and projectile vomits all over the three of you. I need you guys to make a dexterity saving throw.
+5, boys.
Plus
+5.
Dex.
Dex saves.
Dex saves.
That should be your like
Here we
second best
go.
stat for a
This is the
bard,
one
right?
good save.
I have an acid
What'd you
resistance.
say?
This is the one
So
good save I have.
that
I don't know.
means if
When
you
you-
save,
if you
you
save-
don't take any
Well,
damage.
we'll
Is
get
that what
to
that means?
If he
uh,
saves it, right?
18.
Do we get advantage on saves because of
So-
the fairy thing?
If it
Hold
saves, it
on.
doesn't hit you.
No.
I think. Or it
Hold
does.
on.
It's resistance is
18.
half.
18 succeeds.
Yeah, that's
I have a resistance
You still gotta
to
roll
acid.
first.
Okay.
So how does that interact with?
So it'll be
what's
quartered
happening?
if you save.
Quartered if I save.
Yeah,
Is that
half
is it
if you
half
fail.
if I fail?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's
What
all I
happened
need.
Quarter
Oh, shit.
if you save. That's
So add 5
I
to
should've
Dex
just
is
taken the
12. What do
15.
you roll?
So
Yeah,
take
no,
a
I
plus
rolled
5 to
that.
the
I
roll.
should not have taken
You
the
got
15.
what?
That's a
Nat
22.
one.
Okay,
Oh,
you succeed
that
as well.
doesn't
So
matter
make sure-
unless you
But
got
no,
reroll.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to look. I can't remember if I have a reroll. Zach, can you have a reroll for that one?
What's all about?
You have good team.
I don't think so.
She does.
For the
Right.
first time.
You've got
Yeah,
no-
on a couple different things.
You're not a halfling, and
screaming
you don't have
doing
luck.
earlier during fucking
You don't have luck?
Overwatch.
I
was
almost
when
had
they were-
luck.
We
Which
could,
day?
Do you have any
We
luck
could
points?
hear
You do not have any.
Oh, were you guys playing?
Dude,
You do not have a nap on.
you were.
So 1
You
plus.
were so
On side
disappointed.
conversations, let's try and talk
Sorry,
about it a
there
little bit.
were-
Thank you.
So he had a 1
When I
plus
basically had to
12
go
for 13.
14 over.
That's the one that's out.
There were 2 games.
That one.
When
So
I
what do you roll?
unironically
One.
got ult
Plus?
every fight and got
Plus
2
7.
every fight.
Plus
Plus
5.
five.
So 13.
Barely
13
won
does
both.
not succeed.
When I say
So
barely,
you
I
are
mean-
going to take 32 points of acid damage. Winton,
How
you
much?
take 8.
32.
You take
That's
6.
huge.
Question.
Alright, I'm gonna punch him.
I have my inventory. I'm gonna look at something.
I'm gonna punch him.
Alright, I gotta do a constitution
Concentration, yeah.
Oh,
but I
this
have
is-
advantage.
I forgot to activate Gerald my last turn.
You did
Good job.
attack,
That's
Gerald.
okay.
24.
He's just gonna start vomiting on this thing.
This creature's completely.
I'm
immune to
still
his
gonna
damage.
spawn him, he's still gonna vomit.
He's gonna get eaten.
Oh
That wouldn't do anything.
I know, but it would be
How's-
perfect.
how's-
He's
how's
gonna
everybody health
shit it
wise?
out like I'm gonna be in there
Oh,
cutting
my.
him open after the fight.
Okay. So,
How's health characters?
Huh?
You just asked.
Said health.
Like how's health?
I meant like
looking?
how are you
Orville
looking?
and
Flynn is 30 HP
I've only
down.
taken 8 damage.
Cade is 6
Oh,
hit
I'm
points
still over
down.
100.
I'm
Flynn is
Orville.
38 points down.
Took 20.
Okay,
Flynn
this.
is-
But you don't
Are
like
you listening
me.
up, Bjorn? You asked and you're not listening. Are you listening
What?
up for this now?
No,
you
I
asked
only-
for HPs?
Only wanted these two as HPs. I was
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
You didn't.
that's what I was like.
Claire was asking me for.
I thought you were
hit
asking
points
here.
No, I wanted these two. I don't,
Okay.
We just got hit, so I want
Yeah,
to know how
okay.
bad it was.
Okay.
You
my
don't like
apologies.
me.
You're good.
I just made you get barfed on, and this is your first real
I
interaction
hate
with
you,
me.
Danny, so much right now.
You smashed my hand. I'm a
Like
weakling.
Danny.
I'm
What
the
the
weak.
fuck, man?
Mr. DM, as this being spinner, can I go, damn it, Danny!
All right, Winton,
Yeah.
it is your
You
turn.
weak-handed
Get him.
tiefling!
Cool. First, I'm gonna spawn Gerald, who's gonna do nothing. Just over there arbitrarily.
Gerald, don't
Um,
kill my puppy!
Gerald.
Don't kill my.
You have advantage on attacks
I am yelling that, though, if you're going to.
I do have advantage.
because of fairy
Yes,
fire.
very far.
So, So I'll just roll for both of my rapiers, right? If I just want to do a basic.
And then you gotta step up a few feet. But,
Do I? I mean,
yeah, 5. Yeah.
we're all
Yeah.
right.
You go
there.
stab, one with each rapier.
Advantage on both rolls.
So that's Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. That's a 30 to hit for the first one.
Okay, these are at advantage. Just
Yeah.
making. Okay.
Yep, that's
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay,
so
just
it's
making
30
sure.
to
Just
hit.
making sure.
Bang. And then that's 2 30s to
Huge.
hit back to back.
All right, both hit.
Dude, the
I
other one
was
was a
one
2.
off. I was one off being a critting both. That's sad.
But you also had a 2 on that roll, so that advantage was
So
huge.
for these now, do I get the plus d6 for each individual hit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you have 2d8 on each strike, 1d8
That
piercing,
is-
1d8.
I see 1d8.
So to the right of it, along the list of other small text stuff, you should see plus 1d8.
I see what plus 1d6. I don't see plus 1d8. 1d8 plus 7, 1d6 lightning.
Oh.
1 second, let me pull up your character sheet.
Oh no.
I'll take the extra damage.
No, it is d6s, my apologies. So 1d8 plus 2d6.
Okay, cool. Where's my d8? Where is my d8?
Did you give it to him?
No. I took all
You're,
his.
Yeah, you
you're
did.
looking right at it.
Oh, I am looking right at it. I'm sorry.
You're good. It's a little hard to see.
Yeah.
The
So-
dice roller is a little.
First
camouflage.
attack is 16.
16
Sorry.
damage.
13 damage.
13. Okay. And what was one of those d6 on that? Because it is resistant to lightning. And one of these dice. Okay.
Pick the lowest one for those.
Yeah.
I
You're welcome to pick the lowest one. But
don't remember.
okay.
I think 4.
16. Okay.
And that's unfortunate. So that's 7.
7 points.
Yeah, one of them. 1.
3 dice plus your modifier.
Okay.
Oh, neither of those have my modifier on them.
I was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
say. So you plus 14 to all of this.
Okay.
So 7, so plus 21 on this. Okay.
Okay.
Plus 41.
Damn it,
20.
Danny! I'm messing everything up.
Okay, so that would be.
I'm sorry, I did forget that. That's
Yeah, no problem. I was just like, that seems low.
That
I
felt
don't
low
think
for
you
me,
can
too.
roll that low on
That
your
also
attacks.
felt low for me.
Total damage for
7,
that.
So 14, and then that was the second one. The first one was
20.
21. Yeah. So 21 plus 14.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
35.
I'll take
35 's
that.
not bad. So,
That's
for
fine.
2 attacks.
You did better than me, and I blew a 5th level spell.
What did I do? What else can I do?
Yeah. What are your bonus actions?
So we've done about 230
Speak with animals. Can I cast Speak with Animals and tell them to fuck off?
No.
it's too
Looks like your
I
only
say
other
if
bonus action would be Hunter's Mark, a lightning arrow. You already have Hunter's Mark up.
Don't want to do anything. Yeah. Alright.
I don't really want to do like.
You want to, can you take the disengage? No, dodge action?
You have 2 weapon fighting, and you're wielding light weapons.
You
so
can do
make
another
another
attack.
melee attack.
I get another melee.
You get
attack?
one more poke.
Yeah. Because you're dual wielding. And
So
you get
that's-
bonus action.
So
That's
you
with
can
my
use
rapier.
Crap,
you
I
can
had
use
it-
your bonus action to do another
I had
attack.
advantage on dex saves.
Okay, then I'll just do that then.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, I knew I had something. That's what it was.
21 to hit.
Yeah, like
It was right.
21.
I was like,
21
I
misses.
think
Okay, so then that's my turn.
You guys are narrowing in on it.
Yeah, like
on his actual
It's
issue.
more than 21.
shit,
It's-
got the
it's
little
more than
dot.
21.
It'll tell you.
No,
Okay.
I had it from
After Winton, it is the
Oh.
creature's turn.
That's I'm
That's
Oh,
what
'cause of the
I'm
haste.
scared. Yeah, I knew I had
Okay.
something. I just couldn't
So we are going to start with its bonus action.
whose bonus action?
As
The-
you
the
guys see,
creature.
as it's leaking out this blood, you see
Ugh.
this creature kind of, as it's turned its head towards you, like shiver and shake as you see its scales almost slide a little bit wider open.
Yeah, I don't know this
Um,
anymore.
That's a little scary.
Bjorn no longer wants this as his pet.
Ugh,
Okay.
what is that?
Given up on the pet intrigue.
Baby Crocs.
As
Oh shit.
pools of acid leak from its body and animate.
And animate?
Gross.
Animals.
Into these ooze-like forms.
Nice.
They're going to have a different initiative order, so they will not be going now.
That is crazy.
They will instead be going later this turn. Wait, you think you're going to fight just one thing?
Baby.
I'm kind of hoping for it.
With his action, he is going to take a multi-attack. He is going to take a tail attack against Sean. And he is going to take a tail attack against... Who is the farthest this direction of
would
that
be
3
me.
deck?
Winton.
One attack against you as well.
Okay.
So attack against Sean is a 21, so that is a miss, correct?
Yes, it is.
Attack
gosh,
against
very
Winton
good. Dodge
is
build.
a 23.
That hits.
That hits.
Yep.
I'm gonna use interception.
Okay.
For one
Ooh, huge.
So that-
1d10 plus 4.
That reduces damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
That's kind of cute.
That's big. Thank you.
Ooh. And that does 7 plus 4. Does 11.
Okay, so then you take 23 points of damage. You are also knocked prone and pushed back 10 feet.
You said 23.
20.
Oh, I
23
thought.
points
Oh,
of
I'm
bludgeoning.
sorry. I thought you were doing. I thought you were
Um,
going to reduce the attack. My
No,
bad.
I reduced the
No,
damage.
sadly.
So
Okay,
I
'cause
I
I
come
could've-
into
I
like.
could've-
What I do is that makes I come in and I block it.
And then
Okay.
Bjorn, it is going to make its bite attack against you.
You said attack, right?
Yes, it's bite attack.
Cool, cool,
Okay.
Remember your
Scheming
AC 's up.
something.
cool. I know.
He's scheming.
That is
You've
a
already-
31 to hit.
You've
That's
already
a
reduced.
mother-
What? Oh, you've already used your reaction, right?
You've already used your reaction to
for
intercept.
intercept.
Yeah.
For intercept.
I'll go ahead and silvery barbs this.
You're gonna silvery barbs it. Okay.
Huge.
That is a 27.
27 damage.
27
to
to
hit.
hit.
Oh,
I made
to
him
hit?
re-roll. Aelin, I will give you advantage on your next thing.
Okay. Is there any way you can stop the attack?
I used my react. We both used our reactions.
Both use your reaction.
Yeah, there's something I can do. Something
Okay.
in this.
Its mouth, now still filled with the acid of its spit, is going to make an attack against you.
Are you resistant to acid?
Lightning and thunder. That's only because I picked up the thingamabobber.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Bobber.
I don't know what it's called.
The scroll or whatever.
No, it's the, like almost like the mark or whatever. I can't remember what it's called.
Mark of the
Okay.
mantle
So,
of the
Bjorn.
Stormborn.
As it reaches out, its snout, easily able to fit you in its mouth, reaches around. You take 45 points of piercing damage with its bite and 15 points of acid damage. So 60 points of damage total.
Yo,
So I
is it-
had 27, right, at the beginning from the whatever. Or no, I already took that.
The 32 from the acid spit.
32 damage from acid spit.
Oh no.
Because it was 32.
He might go
16,
down.
and this
Friend
is
Bjorn.
60 points of damage.
Yeah, he's down by.
Quit
I'm
lying.
in. Yeah, I'm in.
He was
saves.
at 36.
Damn, he took more than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought you had just taken the acid and the poison
He
one.
Wait, no, I took. What damage?
You
did I-
said the thing went blimp on him.
The
Um,
vomit.
the
Then he took
vomit.
the poison damage once. That's the only damage he's taken.
Oh,
Then add 30 back in. You're still down.
And the 20
No, I'm not
You're
down.
at 6. You're at 6 points.
Hey,
No.
I was gonna say, what is your total hit point pool?
I was at.
He's at 0 right now.
Hang on.
So your
I'm gonna
total
go
hit
back.
point pool
Is 100.
is 100.
Just
So you'd have taken 32 plus the poison damage, which I think he saved on. So it would have been 6. So you should have a couple hit points left.
No,
after
yeah,
60.
no. So I should have 8 points left.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I hit. I don't know. Roll.
just hit the plus.
That's whatever. Ignore that.
You can just.
That's what I'm trying to do. Stupid. Yeah.
You should just be able to click all 3 saves.
Well, he can also just heal himself for one.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah. So no, so I took 60 because I thought I took 27. Then I took that.
No. So that was
Yeah.
the spit, the whack, which was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The 27 was 2 hit.
Okay.
Two
That's
hit.
what.
Okay,
Yeah, because he was like 27, and I was like, then he's like, so 60 damage.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
60
was-
points of damage was the bite attack.
Okay. So
Okay.
And
Yeah, no,
you
no,
are
I'm good.
grappled in its mouth.
put him in his
So
mouth.
that is-
Put him
Put
in
him in the mouth. It will fit. I did test it. I don't know if it'll fit very well.
there's
with
so many
the-
rings there
with the
now,
rings.
though.
Put your feet in first.
Yeah, take the rings off. Put it on the body.
Oh,
now,
no.
now put the rings in so it stays in there.
Oh no, I definitely don't want to be right here.
There we go.
Oh, this is the worst spot for me.
As
Okay.
there's like a tooth sticking out your abdomen. You're like, oh no.
So
Oh
it
no, so terrible.
bites you and
Get ready to
well,
smack
hey,
this bitch.
think of, you get one benefit from being in here. You can't be targeted by its tail attacks anymore.
I feel
Um,
kind of comfy right here.
That is its turn. Sean, where are you?
Okay, here we go. Punchy time. I'm literally full send.
Full send. Ba, 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 ba,
It's
ba,
gonna be
ba, ba.
it's gonna be
There you
5
go.
attacks.
Yep.
And you have advantage
So
on
you
all
gotta
of
try
them.
And I haven't made
There you go. That makes differences here.
first attack.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's
Hold
if
on.
you're rolling on
Let me
there,
double
so you
check
wanna make
something.
Sure to read it.
His Fairy Fighter's still up.
The 2 to 0.
This is
a two.
that was a 2, a disadvantage. Yeah, he fails.
He
Cool.
fails, so am I not in the thing?
No, you're in
That was
still
for
in
Fairy
thing.
Fire.
Fairy Fire's still up.
Son of a.
That's
fairy
huge.
fire.
He has disadvantage on dex saves now.
19
Oh, that's
plus
a good call. Yeah.
10 to 29. That's a hit. So that's
That's
one.
why Orville did it that way.
It makes sense.
To keep the advantage.
He would have seen that. It was
2
a good-
hits.
2 hits.
Yeah, it was a 19 and 18
Okay.
plus the 10. 17 plus 10. That's
Hits.
another. So it's 3. Ooh, 19 does not hit.
Total of 19.
So it's how,
Yeah,
how
that
many?
was a total
How
19.
many hits so far? 2.
That was 3 hits thus far.
You
I
have
mean-
19, 18,
I'm
17. Then a miss.
14 plus 10.
So, that's 4 hits, 1 miss.
Can I use my
That
bonus
4
was
hits,
a
1
hit.
miss.
to
Hard.
misstep out of
All right, and I literally wrote down the order of how I do damage, so I'm making sure I
There's
do
no
this.
side step, it's the jaw.
Okay, so
Just
it
watch
goes
control.
1d10 plus a d8 plus
that
2d6.
I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah, you could ask him.
Use
That's a
that.
good call.
Alright, so-
But if you want to, inside his mouth, do a massive smite attack.
So first one is 2 plus
1,
6,
2, 3.
8
Bonus action snap.
plus
Well, the only thing I have.
8 plus 12
Because I
is
wanna heal
20.
myself.
25 on the first hit.
Was that
25 on the first hit.
to hit or
No,
to
No,
Damage.
on the first hit.
That was damage.
He has 4 hits.
Yeah.
He has 4 hits.
So 25 on the first.
So 25, 5 plus 6, 11, 11, 13, 15, 16 on the second one.
Nice.
God damn, my D10 rolls are terrible. 8, 10, 15, 20 on the third.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
That's the next one. Yeah.
8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 15, 17, 20 again.
20 again.
Holy shit, I beat the crap out of him.
Nice.
So, pop, 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 pop. So you'd have to move back up to him. But you're at his hind leg, just hitting as many weak points as you can. One of the areas where the ooze popped out, you're like getting underneath the armor, slapping into the meaty flesh beneath.
Hit his balls.
And then that's
Stab
one
him in the
key
chop
point
box.
gone, and that's...
It is actually notoriously difficult to identify the sex of reptiles.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is notoriously difficult.
Can I do a free roll to...
When he's dead, yes.
Damn it! Come on!
You're like, I'm trying to squeeze
Sean's
something.
turn. It is now Flynn.
Where is it?
That was crazy.
You're just playing the saxophone, not the sax, the xylophone on him. Pop, 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 pop.
Literally.
Going up and down that area.
I just went up and up and down, hitting like the knee, hitting the top, like the socket, and like everything like that. That was crazy. That was. God, having advantage on those rolls is fucking crazy.
Okay. So, Flynn
And that D extra is huge.
Flynn is going to attempt to upcast a blight on this creature.
Ooh.
Upcasting it to, why not 6th level?
Cast some banishment on
So
the
this
fucking
is-
reptile.
Now, this is going to be a con save, which this creature is very good at.
Yeah, I think so.
So, one die, it needs to roll a 5 or lower.
Oh.
So it succeeds. It is still going to take half damage
What was
of
that roll?
Blight.
for blight. Flynn is casting
What was
blight.
the number?
It was a 12.
12.
On the save.
15.
Oh, I need to roll con save.
So I have advantage
Yes,
on my next
you do.
attack
I just
roll?
remembered that.
You have advantage on attacks against it anyway, but you have advantage for you can use
so
advantage
that-
on your next save or whatever you want to use.
Okay, but just one advantage.
One advantage.
Alright, you guys good?
Yeah.
17. 17.
On the con
That
save.
succeeds.
Okay.
So you would take 6 points of poison damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Just
so-
remember that.
Flynn, who is within range, she is also so she's gonna stand up. She's gonna back away. She is gonna take an attack of opportunity
How back
the
would you
tail?
want?
from not the tail, from the ooze.
Oh.
So 20 feet back. Get her out of the poison range. She succeeded her con save. She's also going to take 6 points damage. But she is going to cast Blight. Rolling 10d8. She rolled 60. It is halved because it succeeded its save, so 30 points of damage.
Huge.
Against.
It's,
How is it looking right
it is starting to look very
It's
bloody.
huge.
Massive.
I heard
I was gonna
Huge.
say, he's at like 30 or 40.
now? I got a good view of it.
30,
It's
41,
massive.
Okay, so that is Plan's action. She does not really have a bonus action that she can use.
a third legendary action though.
So, backing out, she just end turn.
I'm really good
After
at fisting
Flynn,
things.
Thalen, we already you. You have advantage on your next roll,
I know
Is
from
your
experience.
save?
which
Just to save.
Well,
Or
are you out? Is she out of the
she's
poison?
out of
I'm
the
out of the
30
poison range.
She's out of the
so I'm
poison
good
range.
there.
So your next attack is an
Literally,
attack roll.
I had to write it down.
You already have
because I knew I was
advantage
gonna
because of
have
fairy
one.
You have
fire.
advantage. You're still frightened.
I just
So it's
understood.
one
I'm
roll.
like, I need to write it down because I'm gonna forget.
Wonderful. Okay,
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna also
That's
attempt
Well,
to.
sorry, you have advantage.
Sorry, yeah, you can roll advantage. Yeah,
I will allow this because you got 2 advantages. Technically, it's not supposed to sack, but I'm gonna
I
allow
was
this
I was
situation.
like rock looking.
I'm gonna make another
We
second
said
blaze
it was
attack.
hurtling her.
That is
Oh, we already went.
a
Yeah, this,
22.
Yes, I didn't catch that.
22.
One of
You were
them's a
making the
22.
joke about me. Good
Yeah.
job.
Fuck
Or
her.
not the joke.
Damn.
But you were saying
Okay.
that. Oh, good job. Good job.
Well,
Oh,
For everyone's
was
notice,
That
22
was-
does not
right
hit.
when you did.
22 does not hit.
22 does not hit. That's crazy.
That's
and
good.
a 24 has.
that's the
So
lowest that has
it's
hit.
either
thus far.
23 or 24.
Yes.
I'm feeling 20.
You still have your bonus action attack.
I do have a bonus attack.
22 does
Me
not.
and the crocodile have the same AC class.
I just
All
want
I
to be
know
like,
is
I'm
that
Oh yeah, I
Already
do have a
boots.
question
Huh?
actually.
I want some
This
boots.
is what is
I'm hugging these crocodiles.
this? Like, it doesn't
Actually,
have...
actually boots for this thing.
So that's when you
actually
keep
have
sticking out your
Oh,
leg and your
So that's
hand.
when you've already used sneak
There's a
attack on that
stream
turn.
of blood
You
flowing
can
down
half
from you, and you're
sneak
like,
attack.
"Aw."
So you have
Here's
66
that.
normally. Remember, 3 times per day.
It don't
He's
bite.
Or
very
equal to proficiency
confused.
per
He doesn't
day.
know why you're
You
hugging
can
him.
half your sneak attack on a
It's the
second
first
attack
emotional
after.
support it's ever had. It's
Okay.
You're
You
gonna
understand
name
what
it
I'm getting at there?
princess.
Sort of.
Ooh, our name above.
So then this one's just flat.
Okay.
It's awesome.
It's like it don't bite. It don't bite. Yeah, bitch, yes, it
My turn
do.
has been wasted.
I do
Run away.
hands of healing on it.
That is unfortunate.
Oh,
Don't you fucking dare.
Would you like to move around at all?
I mean, you can.
Oh, my little boy will hurt. No, I'm not that.
You're fucking in its jump. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Let me heal.
Remember,
I
you don't
will
like
roll
it.
to
It's got
unfrighten
the
myself.
skin pulled
No,
back
it
and
says
it
stand my
oozed
turn.
out at
Yeah, that's true. It's
Which
not
you
gross.
said
The
you can
cosmetics
autosave
for it
on.
don't look as good anymore.
Which I can what?
You
So
said you could
the-
autosave on that?
It's going through its puberty phase.
Yes, I
You're
can.
ugly now.
It's wisdom, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, I can autosave.
Okay. So you autosave. You're no longer frightened.
We need
you
to
remove the
to
ring.
fillet this thing and get it. We need to make it into armor.
you. You know what it's been eating, right?
Doesn't matter.
That's right.
Cut into that hide.
Actually,
Take it home. Take it home.
What?
I'm making
Will you let me
purses,
go back and do
hats,
something?
satchels,
What?
boots.
Ooh, a hood.
It is when you hit.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Wow, she's
Ah!
like, I missed. Can I
A
auto
hood?
I heard
A
that.
hide.
Hey, DM,
A hide
my
hood.
bad,
This thing
DM, can I
could be really good.
When you hit, you can automatically
Okay,
turn
okay,
one
yeah.
strike into a
Hey,
hit.
DM, can I get 100 free points?
You're my sister. Not even if you were my wife would I allow that. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Don't even
Okay.
honest. There was like, guys,
And then Zach didn't get laid for months on end.
He's already been doing that. When is
I
that?
was gonna say,
Hold
I've
on.
been doing that for
What is
20
that connotation
years.
there?
He said if it was his wife. I made
Yeah.
a joke of that. I'm
You made it weird, man.
That's
You're
alright.
fucking
No.
weird.
Okay,
This
so
was- I
after
was just
Thalen's
gonna-
turn, it is Cade's turn. Cade.
Kate, I swear, you better get me out of this freaking mouth. I've done so much.
I'm sure that's what you're saying. You know?
No, I'm saying like, oh, buddy.
swear to God.
Damn it, stay away from me.
please.
Kate, I swear to God. Kate, please. I will not take another bullet for you if you do not get me out of this
Cade,
game.
on his level up, swapped out for this beautiful little spell.
Swear, if you use Fireball,
Oh,
if he uses Fireball,
I
I'm gonna
can't wait.
kill him.
You guys see
Hey,
most
Fireball.
perceptive enough. Noticing that it is slightly less dexterous now, Cade is going to point his finger using a 6th level spell, and this gray bit of energy launches out from his finger.
What? Oh, shit.
This is at disadvantage. It is a save or suck.
No,
So-
wait, no, the hide! Wait, no, I want to make it into armor.
I don't care. This will be awesome.
Oh my god.
Cade's DC is, what is that? The lower is the 16. It fails.
Disintegration.
Yeah, the disintegration goes through.
Does
The
the,
damage will
does
be
the
done.
hide stay?
It only if it gets reduced to 0 hit points will it be
Oh, okay.
But
Don't be disintegrated.
so it's
Please.
it's
I need
don't-
boots.
Lay on hands.
I need boots. I
disintegrated.
need.
Cade has a 19 DC and the Croc rolled a 18 to save.
with
So-
because of disadvantage. That's,
Because of disadvantage.
That's
Would have had an 18.
You guys just didn't want me to have a pet crocodile.
no.
I mean, I don't want it to be a
You've
pet.
been
I
needed.
want it to be worn on me as armor.
Just be
All right,
careful when you
get
cut it
ready to
open.
write
I'd be
this
like,
down. Get ready to write this down. Here we go.
That is 84 points of force damage.
kill
Which
him.
does not kill.
Drop. Okay.
Oh, what?
We can still make it.
So we don't know all the. Yeah.
We're not turning it into a hide.
Yes, we are. We're as soon
We
as
don't
we
have
kill this
time.
thing,
He's
we're
gonna be my
Just
pet.
imagine how many Maruthian horde barbarians could be armored by this one creature.
I don't care.
Dude,
I will ride.
We're selling
I
this
need. I want better armor. I want some
Who's-
resistances in my life.
We'll split the gator down the middle.
You know what?
I'll get the front half, you get the back half.
We're
No,
okay.
no, no, wait. I'll get the back half.
Okay,
No, the front.
so he is again going to bonus action throw a firebolt by using another sorcery point.
Damn it, Kate,
he
help
has
me.
used- He has used 3 thus
Oh
far.
my god. Are you?
Actually, 5.
Are you seriously?
Shut up.
What's he playing?
Nothing.
Playing League of Legends.
I'm not playing League of Legends.
Pokemon Showdown.
It's something I can turn my brain off and just do passively.
Cade
Leave me
misses the
alone.
firebolt.
Damn it, Cade!
And that is Cade's
Cade, you have one
84
job.
damage.
Mother-
and you're damn it, Cade!
Damn it, Cade, I'm still in the mouth! Good job!
It is now the turn of all of the oozes.
You give
So this one is going
They
to
can
go up
move?
to Sean. This one is going
They
to
fly
5,
now.
10,
Fuck
15,
off!
They fly
20,
now.
Up to Thalen. I cannot see these ones,
It's
but if
on
you want,
me and him.
that one is going to move to the one closest on this side.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of begging on the fact
It's
that
good.
we've been
All
moving.
right.
This,
No.
so it's gonna walk past me.
No, whoever is
Yeah,
closest
one
to
on
it.
each of us.
Whoever is
Oh,
closest to
man.
it. So it'll move to Winton.
okay.
One on each of us.
Okay.
I'm
So we're going to
Danny
start with
will.
the one attack to
Damn it,
Winton.
damn it,
It makes 2 attack rolls against you.
Damn.
damn.
Winton is on the ground, prone.
Winton is prone, so he does have advantage on these.
Wait, is he technically 10 feet within me?
No, you're in the
Within
mouth.
you?
He got pulled up.
Yeah, you.
Pause.
Okay, so these
That was
are
an easy
at
one.
advantage. That is a natural 20.
Yo.
And then the second attack on you, Winton, is
We're
a
done.
failure actually with a 12.
No fucking.
So it does crit on its first strike.
Double
So we're going to double this.
The royal family is going to just lose all the heirs.
I can't.
That was fun, guys. Let's go.
So that is 20 points of acid damage.
Are you immune to that?
I am resistant acid damage.
You're resistant to acid?
So
Okay,
it's
so
10.
10 points. So hey, the crit didn't matter. Alright, so that is the attack. Now for the 2 attacks on Danny.
22.
22 is your AC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2 attacks.
Doesn't have advantage on me, right?
No, it does not. Just rolling 2 dice for the 2 attacks. Both are. You said 22?
Yes.
Both are misses.
That's not really
Dodge.
Hooray.
Okay, Sean, 2 attacks on you. Not at advantage, but both of them, I have a 28, and that's a 19 natural. And then a natural 17 for a 25.
Damn.
Or sorry, a 26.
Oh,
So 2 hits.
Do you have a reaction where you can do like patient defense or?
Not
Patient defense is a bonus action.
But I do get to block this.
Do you get to block melee attacks, or is it only ranged?
I get to block acid damage
You get to block acid damage.
because of
Where's that from?
because of my arms.
Your astral arms. Yeah, sweet.
I love my astral arms.
Are they resisted or was it?
I believe it would be. Let me look. So this is. Where is it? Where is it? I know I have it.
Astral self. That's the astral self. Where's your arms? Astral self. Astral self. Astral self. I don't see anything saying
There is
deflecting
some-
acid damage.
I know there.
Deflect energy.
Yeah, there
When
it
you
is.
have both your arms and visage, when you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder, you can you can use your reaction.
1d10
to
plus 5.
So your reaction, you reduce it by 1d10 plus 5.
There we go. I was trying. I was like, I know I have it somewhere.
got
It's
something.
in other.
Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Yes.
1d10 plus 5.
Yep.
The first attack dealt 12 acid damage, so you might be able to fully reduce that first attack.
5 plus. So I dropped 10
Okay,
from it.
so 2 points of acid damage on the first
I'll
attack,
take that.
and
Long rest, everybody.
13 points of damage on the second, so 15 total.
Alright, do we level up?
Resistances.
How much
I
HP
need
are
this
you at?
thing's hide. I need
much
a
HP?
resistance of some kind.
Okay,
I don't get resistances
Can't
until
kill
like
you.
level 16
I will
or
shock
something.
you though.
I can't heal
okay.
myself.
So, and then lastly, Thalen. 2 attacks on you.
AC.
Is this still
What
a
is your AC?
run?
20.
This
These
is
are
the
the
one.
ones.
All 4 of the oozes are going. In
All 4 of the
It's
oozes.
the oozes.
So the oozes hit you.
Claire, it does not matter because it's 2 attacks. We're a 1 and a 2.
Oh!
That's
That's a
crazy.
12, right? Oh. So she asked for an auto crit?
So,
Okay, you know what? It's been a long fucking day. Alright.
Oh man, I watch soccer.
it is your turn.
Is my turn?
End
No.
of
You're in the mouth.
End of initiative. You're in the mouth.
Do something.
So, I got a question.
Say it
There's
in
multiple things I
Hit him
can
in
do.
the eye.
One is I could use my cloud bonus action
From the mouth.
to
Some
teleport
crazy
around.
rotation.
Rabbit's tongue.
Some
You
crazy
could
flexibility.
You
on
can
that.
also attempt to
Rabbit's
break the
dexterity
ground.
rolls.
So that's what
Like,
we're
yeah.
Normal
now.
acrobatics.
So guys, shut up. real
He
quick.
can't hear.
So you can use.
Yeah, right. I know to do that, so I can break it. But if I break it, how many attacks will that give me left?
So you can use your hasted action to attempt to break free.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
You can sacrifice one attack, and
So
it'll
I'll
be a DC 19 athletics check.
You have athletic strength?
Yeah, because it's you versus him. You got a +5 with advantage.
No, I got a plus.
No, athletics check.
Yeah, I got +5 plus my 5.
But it says advantage.
Plus
This
my
is not a
advantage.
saving throw.
It's not a save.
It's a check. It's
No,
a,
it's not.
Oh,
It is a check.
But it's an advantage.
You have advantage on
Yeah, I
it.
do have advantage.
So +5 at advantage, DC 19 to get out of its mouth.
Come on, remember?
Yeah, I'll use it on that. That's not good. That's 14.
Well,
14 total.
Yeah, because it was a 9.
9 was your best out of the two.
Yeah, 9
That's
and an
unfortunate.
8. Yeah, I know. So it's a 9 and an 8 plus my 5. So that was my hasted action.
yeah. So you can bonus action to get out of there now.
Man, a fucking 18 and
Or you
18
can-
to hit me. It's a 1 and a 2.
If I,
Fucking
use
just
my,
went.
if I use another one to try to break free from my action, will they give me one action left?
So
or
I'll let
one
you
action?
use one attack to attempt to break free.
To attempt
So
to
you
break
can
free.
attempt to break free. You have advantage on. You have disadvantage because you're in its mouth on attacks, but you have advantage due to fairy fire. So you could make melee attacks from its mouth as a flat roll, but you're in its
This
mouth.
is the one time
It will have extra bonuses to try and hit you again because you're in its mouth. So just
So I just
Gotcha.
You need to get out of there. You have 8 health.
Right, but I also want to do it in a way to where I can either heal myself double,
I will
or
also be sad to say, beginning of your turn,
I'll probably die.
con save.
Yeah, because you're inside this.
30 feet.
You're in the poison.
yeah.
Oh, at the beginning of my turn?
Yeah, beginning of everyone's turn has been poison.
I remembered that when I was done with my turn. So
Is that a dex?
That's con.
Con, you said.
Con +7 +5, so you got a con +12.
So I got con plus 12.
No, the 5 is already included in that.
Yeah.
On his character sheet, it already includes his aura of protection.
Oh,
good.
So you have a +7.
Oh, I said plus 7 straight up.
okay.
Oh, that's better. That's a 25.
Succeeds, you take 4 poison damage.
Oh, what the hell? I succeeded.
You
Yeah.
take half.
I don't want half. I want none.
Saving throw.
Then get some more bonuses.
Damage. Okay.
Then get some.
Well, he's still alive.
This is what I wanted.
Still
So
up.
this is what I'm trying.
Barely
I love that.
Alright, guys.
You can.
That's what I'm trying to
Next
do.
turn.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break out of his mouth, still having my bonus action and an action, so I can triple heal myself, basically get me back to max. That's what I'm trying to do. So if I
You
go
can't break free at this. So you use your hasted action to attempt to break out.
right,
So you can either you can only use an attack. I'm gonna say in this case, you can still bonus action heal yourself right now if you're laying on hands. You could.
he's
do
just
that.
gonna snap down on me.
He's got to use the.
I will
bonus.
say he rolled high on his bite attack, so not every attack is gonna be that way. But that is the most dangerous strike that you're putting yourself in the position to take.
Right, and that's why I don't want to be. Whatever. Here about I go because my damage I don't do that much. Oh, but I smite. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna do my bonus action. I'm gonna use my lay on hand or my pool.
Okay.
I'm gonna use just all 60 of it. It's gonna go to me.
Yay!
60
Okay.
hit points going
Yeah,
straight to
60
you.
hit points going
Alright.
straight to me, so that's gonna go to 0.
And I will also note you have the feature Divine Strikes, which means every attack you make has an extra 1d8 radiant
Right.
on top of your smites. Just
Yes.
making sure you know that.
No, I saw that last time. And I was
Okay,
like,
I'm just making sure.
No, you're good, because I would have forgotten.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
Are you single-handedly clicking 60?
It won't
Yes.
let you click it.
I can't.
You
just-
can't click it.
I tried
you
to
can't max
yeah,
it.
I
No.
tried to zero it out.
Yeah.
Trust me.
It's one of the dumb things.
Yeah, they never got around to fixing because the guy.
Yeah, that's
who,
what I was like. Because I was
the
like,
guy who
zero,
started the
zero.
company and pushed for advances left to start Gimme playing.
Yeah.
So I got a 1d8. So I'm gonna go with my fairy. I have advantage on the strikes. Correct.
Yeah, with very fast. Well, you even.
Oh,
because you have
that,
disadvantage
okay.
because you're in its
Grappled.
mouth.
True.
So
So I
even
just have
strikes,
even
even
strikes.
rolls.
I'm purple's doing my best. Let's go. That is 16. That misses.
16 total.
Yeah.
That does miss.
You got one more.
No, it's not my hurricane. My hurricane's out. Ugh, I did something weird to where I had to go back.
This has been fun encounter.
No, it would have been fun if you guys would have let me just have a pet. Have a pet. If he would have done his stupid thing, I would have been, oh, I got this. Okay, so, I don't even know. All my dice are all doing crap. Let's go, another attack.
Last attack.
Last attack. Oh my gosh. I got a 20. Dirty 20.
That
That
does
did
not
not
hit.
hit. I'm just worthless.
So you
It's
used
okay,
your
Bjorn,
bonus
we
action
love
to
you.
60 points of healing and stay in his mouth.
Yes.
And
There is a possibility someone can get him out of the mouth.
Yeah, give me.
I
Sweet.
mean,
So
that's
I
gonna be
I don't
FPK.
think
You guys have
Yeah,
Orville,
FPK.
Danny, and Winton. So, end of your turn, Bjorn.
my dice suck. I need new die. Yeah. So I mean,
Would you like some extras? I have
no.
plenty.
I've got plenty of D20s that I'm not using right now. I'm literally just using the
Yeah, I'm not
two that I'm
rolling
comfortable with.
Everything I've rolled in the past has been under a 10. Okay.
oh,
There's nothing else I can do.
oh, I know we didn't get hit by the slime, but they're at disadvantage on the blur storm.
Okay, yeah. So,
I did heal
if
myself.
anything, it would have
60.
given me more of a chance to hit you because I would have had a second try.
Yeah.
Cool bitch.
Nah,
So
he's a
Orville.
DM.
That's what he just said.
Yep. All right. So, end of Bjorn's turn. We are
I
back,
healed myself.
and we are back to Orville.
Good job.
Big snipe.
I'm not perfect.
He hits a natural one, shoots Bjorn in
Um,
the mouth of the.
That's how my day's going.
You see, he uses
Skull
anybody who can still see
Sterling.
him. He uses a bonus action to again harvest some blood from the creature, but he will save it, and he's going to harvest a vial, and then he is going to, pulling his rifle, fire 2 shots with the Sanguine Reaper at advantage. That is a 25, which hits,
Oh, that's
and
nice.
a 32, which hits.
Cool,
He's
if I
going
can
to dump
roll
a violent shot into that first one, making it extra hard hitting to be 2, 3, 4, D10.
Man, he is. Fucking.
Ethan Graves makes some really good, like solid characters. Really good character design.
Okay, and he's not at half HP, so the blood rush doesn't go. That is. And he has Hex, which is a D6. Okay, so that's 36 points of damage on the first strike.
What the heck? Okay.
And the second strike will be a little bit less. Let's see. Damn, that's actually a really good roll with less dice.
Daddy, pull me out of the mouth.
Damn, he actually had one more dice on the first attack, but rolled higher damage with 38 on the second.
Oof.
All right, you write down those
Yeah, what are the damages?
38 and
36 and 38.
For
No, that's what the guy
Oh.
shot him with.
Oh, I forget
38.
that Orville's night. So,
Yeah.
so it's 38 and what?
36.
36. Okay, and those are his attacks. He has the vial there for his next turn. Next up in initiative order is Danny. However, I actually forgot.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Due to the amount of damage that was dealt, he has to make a strength save to see if he keeps you in his mouth.
Yeah!
Oh, that'd be actually huge.
No, I'm gonna hold on.
He has a 26.
I like it, I feel
strength
comfy.
stat, guys. Let's hold on.
Yeah, but
So, it's equal to. You guys don't need to know that. But
I need to know
the
that.
DC is, in this case, a 19, and he has a plus 12. So he has to roll a d6.
Yes!
Oh.
That's a 3! I'm free!
that was a
So,
Breaking my
crazy
chains!
bounce.
You fall from his mouth as the creature, unable to not let loose this roar as it comes out.
That's what I thought, bitch.
End of Orville's turn. He is going to make a legendary action to make a tail attack against Sean.
Yep.
Because Sean's closest to the tail.
Yeah, I used my reaction, so I won't be able to.
Yeah, I almost had you.
Yeah, I need to find a way to get haste on my character so I can make 24.
So that is.
Too bad Namara died.
Sedge.
Who?
Sedge.
23 to hit.
I don't remember.
barely.
You have a 22 AC, right?
I know.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I just said I need haste so I can get it to 24.
I
That's
couldn't
hilarious.
cast
Because
shield.
she threw haste on you.
I couldn't cast shield of fate on you.
And I still got my ass beat.
See, no, I need to cast shield of fate on you since you're so close, because I give you plus 2 on AC.
That is
But you used your
32
reaction,
points of damage.
No, that's not.
As it just
Switch
bitch
reaction.
slaps you.
You are.
Again, getting
No,
knocked
finish
back
this fight
10
quickly.
feet in
I
pro.
don't think
Oh,
it's
shield of
32,
fate.
yeah, shield of fate is
32
not
points of
an action.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Look, y'all are just lucky he's not critting on bites.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter if
yeah.
he's silvery barbs every time.
Does
but
the slime get an attack of opportunity as he flies past?
No.
You don't do force
I'm
movement?
not gonna be that mean.
What?
There was a possibility that
Also,
he could take me
I
down.
would be okay with doing that if they're high dexterity characters.
But yeah,
But
there's
the ooze has a 2
Oh.
in dexterity. It has
Oh.
no
As
dexterity.
you're flying past, it just
oh,
smacks
not
you
a
out of the
plus
butt, like,
2.
Not-
Poison
like literally, not a
disgusting.
sorry, a -2, so a 6 total.
Still,
its
yeah.
score is a 6, so it's got no dexterity. Anyway, that is Orville's turn. That is a legendary action. Danny Tompkins.
Let's go,
I
Danny.
feel like I've got a cane here, which is
Danny,
Danny!
Danny, you better
Up
stay around
now
somewhere. Don't come towards me.
up now, Danny.
Danny, don't help me.
Don't.
Don't touch me, Danny.
Danny, keep your ass away.
Danny.
Danny,
Danny
get away.
reaches out, thinking he's about to heal, has necrotic
One.
energy in his hand.
2.
Danny, stay away from
Hey,
me.
wait. Danny, do you have healing?
What is his
Yes.
attack range?
Okay.
His attack range?
Is it 10 or
Um,
15?
He was 15 feet away, and you guys didn't get attacked earlier.
Are
That
you
doesn't mean it's
Three.
not gonna happen this time.
I'm
But
still 15,
Are you gonna heal me?
20,
20 does not make an attack opportunity.
25, 30. Okay, I need to make a con save.
Yes, you do.
Ooh, it's $7.
Danny, you can do healing.
Danny, I swear. You better not kill me.
I meant.
That's what happens. You get those back sweats.
No, what's gonna happen is the croc sees me and
I
steps
have
on
less
me.
health than you.
13.
I don't want to take the time tomorrow.
13.
Yeah.
Con
14.
save.
Con save.
That
fails.
32 tail
So how
swipe
much?
just
How much
fucked me up.
poison?
You take 13 points of poison.
Okay, now I gotta do concentration, which is at advantage.
DC 10.
Oh, that's a D6.
I have range skill.
I rolled
Just
2. Okay,
if you
yeah,
can.
20, 30.
Well, that's
Okay, yeah, you got it.
It'll be
So,
millions
13
of turns
points of
away at
damage?
that point, so
30 feet.
Okay. All right. What's the distance between me and you? 5, 10,
10.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
45.
Yeah, I'm within range.
You'll be within range of me.
I
But,
can
but you're last, so by the time
do something. But I can still get
by the time the healing needs to be in effect, I might be already on the ground. God, I need to find a way to get my AC higher.
Dude, 22 AC is not bad.
I know
Dude,
it's not bad,
you're
but
the high-
I'm a close-up fighter. 22 is not enough in these situations
Well,
anymore.
not in this situation.
Yeah.
The
Right.
vast majority of combats are not going to be single target combats. in
Can't
this
get
game.
much higher.
This is probably one of 2
Jack,
combats.
I
that
can
will be
give
like
you
this.
shield. So when we go to battle, be like, Bjorn, shoot.
Hey, wait a minute.
That'd be great.
Okay, guys.
What?
If you can't heal me without throwing things into chaos,
Well-
don't do it.
No, I vote for
I've
chaos. Let's make it L.
Heal,
War crimes.
heal me so I can heal you.
Okay, you're in a bad way. You're bad way. Semi.
What are you?
HP wise?
H way.
I'm good.
71.
Okay.
I'm sitting at 7.
He's
You're at
like
60.
taking a nap here.
Literally.
I've
Alright.
been hit by several things. I've just had resistance to almost all of them.
Who's a bad wind?
So honestly,
Brother, ew.
so honestly,
It is
the
a little-
most damaged is him, and you have more than half health.
Yeah, sure, whatever. A little over.
So you're like toast, right?
I am 14. Yeah.
He's the Wonder Bread card because he's toast.
I literally the only damages that have happened to me are tail swipes and the little bit of acid damage.
Yeah.
I've lost like I think like 60 or something,
Alright.
70 something damage from the tail swipes.
Yeah. The last one
I'm
was
going
definitely the
to.
hardest.
Actually, your first tail swipe was harder hitting.
I'm
Yeah, it
gonna-
was, wasn't it?
It was
over
39 and then
Yeah.
32. So that's like
That's dope.
40.
It's at 71.
Like,
Yeah.
real life.
I love those kinds of weapons or the ones that can, like,
All right,
split.
I'm going to use
Oh, they're so
a.
So unrealistic.
Okay,
Awesome.
I always get
Now
this
they're so
confused.
cool
Yep.
now.
If I do something that has an action of a bonus action to cast, I can't cast an action spell.
You cannot cast another leveled spell.
Okay.
So fun.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Healing Word on you, sir. At
I've been doing that a lot in the.
what is this? 4th level.
4th level. Okay. Is that my rolls?
Do you have the new or the legacy? How many die are you rolling?
At 8d4.
Okay, so you have the new. Which is,
8d4.
I approve.
8d4 plus 5. You want me to roll them?
Yeah.
Keep going in. Yeah. 8d4 plus 5.
I approve having healing spells do 2 die worth of healing.
4, 7. Oh, I rolled
3, 4,
15
7.
on the first roll.
15.
Wild.
So I'll just add that. 15.
And
See, another 4.
so that's 5 and 10. 10 more. So
10, so
25 healing,
plus 5.
30 healing
30
points too.
healing.
So
Damn.
For a healing word, that's a lot.
there we go. I think I did that right.
So 30 points. You got 30 points.
Yes.
By the way, 33 is max.
I was just, yeah.
No, 35 is max. So you were 5 short of max.
Yeah,
Wild.
that was insane.
Well,
That's
good
my
stuff.
bonus action.
D4s are never that kind.
Yeah, that was great. That was crazy D4s.
The gator's already attacked, right?
No, he's not.
It's used one of his legendary actions. His turn is
2.
not next. Yeah, he's used
He has.
actions.
All right.
Not
He's used
saves.
resistance.
Not saves.
Not resistances. Actions. He gets a certain amount of legendary actions in between each of his turns. He gets a certain amount of legendary saves, legendary resistances per long rest.
I'm going. Oh wait, that's
Okay, I
So-
have down that he had 2 legendary actions that he burned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're called resistances.
Sorry.
Okay, so there's a difference.
There is a
Yeah,
difference.
he can
So to
redo his
explain
actions.
To try and put this simply for everyone at the table, because Claire doesn't understand, which is fine. That's okay. Legendary actions are taken at the end of someone's initiative, in between initiative turns, where he makes a smaller action, like 1 tail attack,
Ouch.
or 1 acid spin. A legendary resistance is when he makes a saving throw. He can choose to auto-save.
So has he done 2 of those then?
He has done 2 legendary
Resistances.
resistances.
Okay.
Because I
And
tried
he
to make
gets
him
a certain amount of legendary actions
I zapped
in
him.
between
I
each
zapped
of
him real
his
hard.
turns and initiative.
I'm
Okay,
going
Dan,
to.
action.
I'm going to use vicious mockery.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
tail is small.
And
Do you want to call it an insult while you do that?
Yes, insult it.
mother was.
so it is a 17 whiz,
Okay.
but yeah,
Where's my purse?
I'm going to basically yet again.
It's not going to matter that much.
I
It will
can't.
matter a little bit, but
All right, I will. I'm going to. I'm going to yet again curse him for eating the children. For desiccating the corpses. It's like even
him?
because he's eating the bodies.
He was eating some of the bodies.
Yes. They're dead, but basically,
This is goblins.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm colorblind,
Goblin
so
Slayer mode.
red, green, and red look the same.
Yeah,
That is a
well,
failure. That is a failure.
So he takes 3d6,
Yeah, baby.
and he has disadvantage on his
I tried to
next
sit on it. I was
attack
like, no,
roll.
that'll be painful.
So that's 7 point psychic, and he has disadvantage
On his next attack.
Vicious Mockery 3d6?
Yeah, at my level.
He boosts to D6 with his. It's
Oh, yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was.
Can this
My
guy
brain.
freaking
So-
die already?
I was gonna say he's a.
He's taking
He's starting
500
to-
points.
He's starting to look very hurt.
Yeah.
I also
Oh.
recognize a lot of things were probably resistant.
Yeah. So that's my turn. Sorry, guys.
He's like,
Okay,
a little
so
sneezer.
after Danny,
What would I
Winter.
say?
Winter.
I
Winter.
know. I'm gonna say.
Con save.
I'm basically going
What-
to say.
Fuck you.
What's
Instead of-
the
yeah,
force?
instead
is
of cursing him with
That's
the
an
shit.
outlaw.
Would I notice if the.
That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Doesn't
It's a
increase the
3.
damage. That's 13 points of poison damage.
That's fine. Okay.
Actually, instead of I'm gonna say, you call that Pavarato? I've heard better songs out of a fat hippo.
No, Danny, I love a god. Shut up. Do I still have an advantage?
Morty, shut the
Yes, you have advantage.
We're still, yeah, that's what I figured.
Morty,
I'm
you
just gonna
can't
take
do it.
my 3 slashes.
Ba, ba, ba. Yep. Poke, poke, poke.
First one's a nat 20.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
Second one, I'm gonna count that as that's a 16 plus 11,
Yep.
Okay.
so that'll hit.
Yeah, 27 hits.
And then the third one is a 30.
Fuck yeah, 3 hits. Roll that crit first.
Oh, so
1d8, 2d6. You have the piercer feat, so you add a d8.
Fuck.
So 2d8?
2d8, 2d6 on that crit.
I was trying to ask what I had noticed if the force damage is
That's
making its way
okay.
through.
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
So that's 18.
18 with
That
your modifier?
includes my modifier.
Okay, so it's double to 36.
I'll take 36. That's big pog. And now for the next ones.
Big.
That's less cool.
Watch it, does it-
16.
16 total.
Yep. And then the last one is. Ooh, I'll take that.
That's-
That's 19.
19 total.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then. That's my turn.
Okay.
I'm done.
It is looking quite very injured at this point.
Oh my god, please.
It is its turn.
Can Gerald vomit on its innards?
Hey, Logan, what does he have disadvantage on?
Dex.
Dexterity.
His next dexterity save?
Well, no.
No, his next attack.
His next attack. Next
Which
time.
is going to be his bite attack against Bjorn.
No,
Yeah.
and he's on the
No.
ground.
But no, he gets disadvantage.
So it's advantage,
It's a-
disadvantage.
So it's
So
a
it's
flat
even, so
roll.
It's a flat roll.
Do we do
Come by me.
We are going to do a tower roll.
Yeah.
Because this is.
Bjorn's
Okay, so Bjorn, your AC is what again, Bjorn?
Sec.
Was that
Your AC?
no 23? I have haste.
AC 23.
23.
Okay, so we have to roll a 9 or higher
No, you
to
don't.
hit you on the bite strike.
Go back down. Come on, son.
Ah! You're the luckiest motherfucker
What was
I've
it?
ever seen.
That's 3.
Vicious monkey. Thank
all
you,
the
Daddy.
rolls in here have been so low.
Thank
Minus
you.
that one.
Yeah,
He like,
no.
They've been good for you guys.
he bites, but then he like closes and just like gets a bunch of mud. I'm like, that's right, you bitch. You can't get me.
It pulls out and just Matt, it is going to like
You just go
angle
turtle.
it's gonna
No, I'm just
angle
like-
its body to the side a little bit to get you more towards its tail so it can slap you.
No, so hang on. Before that, because he did miss an attack,
He
right?
did miss an
I
attack.
want to use one
I
of
was
my
worried he
weapons
was just
to
gonna go
get
tail
He's just
swipe
gonna go on
right
top of
down
you.
on top of me.
You're laying there and the
He's
tail
gonna
just
hit you on
comes
the
like
way
right
through.
over
So
you.
I'm
You're about
gonna
to
use,
find out what if it's got balls.
Oh yeah. Can I get a free inspection right here?
Auto crit?
Make a
Auto crit?
perception
What?
check.
Thank
Can I
you.
get an auto
Oh,
crit?
I'm great at those.
Okay, so I have the Forge Work Dragon Shield.
As you're just being
While holding
Make
this
a
bladed
nature
shield,
check.
when a creature
Oh,
misses you on attack, you can use a reaction from the shield. When you do, a flame erupts from the shield, forcing the attacker to make
Jack,
a
just
DC
re-roll
15
that.
saving
Just
throw.
re-roll
On a
that one.
failed
No, that's
saving
great.
throw, it takes 3d10
What
damage
did you
and is
roll for?
ignited until the creature douses the fire.
Would you
Okay,
roll
dex save.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
But
It's
it's
only
Your
15.
blue die.
That's
DC
fine. That's
15
advantage.
does make the DC 15.
Oh.
It rolled the 14 was its lowest roll and has a plus 10.
Has a
Okay,
plus 10.
I did not
Yeah.
know that.
Plus
That's
2.
not bad.
Plus
Two.
2.
So it can't.
So it's 16.
You guys,
Does it save?
That was my only charge.
that's cool though. That
Does
would have
it
been
save it?
That-
Does it save or suck, or does it still deal half
It's
damage?
save.
Oh, hang on. Is it save or suck?
I think it's saber suck to ignite it.
If it doesn't ignite,
Half.
Half.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
let's
get
go.
that actually.
All right.
So you get 3d10, it'll
3d10.
just be halved.
so 3d10 half.
It does not get ignited?
It does not.
Yeah, it does
It
not
won't get
ignite.
ignited because it failed. What's
Yeah.
a
I didn't
3d10?
actually add that item.
Okay, so when he rolls that, it's going to make an attack roll on you as it comes through.
Yep. So okay, hold on. Before anything, was it a perception or nature check? Because that depends on a lot of things.
So here's the thing.
At least I did
What
some
happens
damage.
with reptile genitalia?
They're inside.
They're inside, so it's very
It's a
difficult to
6.
tell. So you have to roll a perception to see what's there, and then a nature to decide if that's a dick or a vagina.
Okay, so the perception was a 31.
Okay.
So I'm
So
gonna
now
be able
roll
to
your
see.
nature.
It was a 6, so
Nature's a
it's
plus
3.
1.
I did damage.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's free damage.
Yay, Bjorn did damage. Take that. Let's go, Bjorn. And it dies
14?
immediately. I win.
14.
Tell us it's got a dick.
Come on.
Just do it.
Come on.
You're looking at it and you're like, man, it opens up like a vagina, but there looks like there's a ball sack there as well.
Man, that's one
It's a
sexy gator.
futa. Fuck.
You're like, well, that's one sexy gator right there.
That's one sexy gator.
Okay, so 3
Oh
points
my
of damage on
goodness
reaction.
gracious, nuts.
That's the best
The
sentence
tail
today,
attack.
folks.
Okay,
Write
the tail
that. Put that
attack.
in the list
What's the?
of the quotes.
It's a
Put that in the list of quotes.
What?
It's
a
you.
futa.
Oh, it hits me. Damn
It does hit
it.
you. Oh.
You're like, you can't tell.
Okay,
How about
that's
now?
good. 15.
It's like
It
it
just
drops its
sits on
ball
me.
sack on you.
No,
You're
no,
like,
as
oh
it's
wait,
hitting-
that's a
as
ball
it's
sack.
hitting- that-
He's teabagging you.
Points of damage
How
as
many?
it swings through.
How
Its
much?
tail just slapping down on you as it turns around, and as it swings through, it is going to smack Bjorn while he is still on the ground with its tail.
Hey, whoa.
good.
We
23?
gotta kill this
I'm
thing.
good.
The 23?
23 to hit. That is a 23.
Damn.
He's just saying numbers over there. I can't
No.
She's just
You're
saying
still good on health. You're still good
Now
on
I know
health.
how my
His-
friends feel like when I'm
tail,
doing like
the
I
tail swipes have been crazy.
So that is 31. He has a plus 14 to hit, guys.
Yeah.
Half of his attacks are still at
I'm
advantage.
just saying
So-
the tail swipes are just going
Hey,
crazy.
That's
Look,
what they do.
You guys should be lucky he's only getting one bite.
He
a
waves his
turn.
tail back
Yeah.
and forth.
Right,
He waves
right,
his
right.
And then
tail
he's
back
not doing
forth.
those.
You already
31
used
points.
you already used your reaction.
31 points of bludgeoning damage as he swings through, and he pushes you 10 feet in that direction. Not like it's really gonna matter.
So let's see.
Don't
You
just get
hit me.
pushed 10
Wait, can I
feet
use
into the
interception
5,
on myself?
10. Okay, you stopped
I
it.
can't use interception on myself, can I?
No, you've already used your
Um,
reaction.
You've already
I use any
you
reaction.
use all. You
you
only
have
get
to?
one. You only get one, but
Gives me as I want.
no, you get one.
You got.
That needs to go in the crit. That needs to go in the quote book.
Be-
Auto crit.
Be ill rigor. You can get
You
a
can't get
free.
auto
You
crits
can get a
with
free
Either way,
reaction
we are
and
going-
an auto
Yeah.
crit.
next intern is Shaw.
Me. Alright, here we go.
Sean.
So,
You
Alright,
have
come
advantage.
on.
You don't have. You don't even have to stand up. You have advantage.
Just like walk by me so that way.
Don't you?
Are you going to be attacking the ooze, the croc, or splitting?
I'm hitting the croc.
You're hitting the croc.
I'm hitting
alright.
all
In the croc.
We can deal with the ooze
I'm
after
hitting
the
the
croc
croc
is.
and the crotch.
Oh, crikey!
Alright, that's I'm doing another key point, another 5.
Okay.
So attack
crocky.
number 1. Oh, that's not a hit.
Unfortunate.
That's a natural 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Let's go, Jack.
Made up for the first
Okay.
one.
I'm
Jack,
sorry to
what's-
tell you, Jack. I am going to give you a fuck you. The ooze is going to use its reaction to absorb that attack. It will step in front of. It is within 5 feet of the crocodile.
Oh,
It steps in front. You still get your other 3 attacks.
Okay.
But
both-
you'll crit the.
you'll
ooze.
crit the ooze.
You'll crit the ooze.
I will crit the ooze.
Whoa. Okay, we're good.
We're like.
18
What
plus
just happened?
28.
I knocked my phone over. That hits.
27.
Okay.
And then one more. That's a fail. So 2 hits.
So 2 hits on the croc and a crit on the
And a
ooze.
crit on the ooze. Alright, let's go crit on the ooze just to get out of the way.
Oh, I'm so smart.
Knocking this ooze out might
That
actually
would be
good
really
for us
funny
you
if I
can
did.
look
Yeah,
at
just
it.
like-
What's this ooze's HP look like?
We haven't hit him
What's
yet.
this
You guys
ooze?
haven't touched an ooze.
No, we haven't touched it.
Yeah.
Fuck you over the table.
Over the table.
Just tell me.
I can't give away my secret.
it's like-
Holy shit! Why is there 5 red 40s?
He's tricked 5 of them.
Oh my god, dude.
What happened?
Shit. You just
Seven.
consumed a 10-year-old's daily calorie intake in soda.
Who cares?
Whoa.
7.
That's not all. There's one
Seven
more
plus
here that's
12.
not finished yet.
12.
That's
I-
wild.
Let him do his math.
Guys, please.
Like a drink of water.
7 plus 5, 12. 12 plus 6, 18. 18 plus another 18 plus 6.
24.
24 times 2.
Alright, so as you go to strike into this tail, seeing a weak spot, the ooze, like, envelops your arm, and as you punch through, the force just explodes the ooze,
I
and it
love
just
that
goes
it's
out.
force damage as
How
well.
much?
That
How
makes
much damage was it?
It was
With
48
this
points.
slime. It's slime
It's the
though.
slime, not the.
Not on the dragon.
No, I know, but I'm trying to get the ooze. I have the
Okay,
ooze.
so the ooze is gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So ooze is gone.
So
At
at least
Would-
40,
someone can remove
48.
that from the battlefield.
I got it. I'm the closest.
So how much damage did he did? 40 to
He
the.
did 48 to
To
the
the
ooze.
ooze.
The ooze is
48
And
gone.
then 2 attacks on big guy.
Alright, 2 attacks on big guy. That's a lot better. 9 plus 6. 15.
So it's at least
16. 16 plus 19. 22 on the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11, 16, 17, 20 again.
20 again? Okay, sick.
Also, damn it. I wanted to get it.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to get it.
Okay.
Master, please.
After your turn, because it's really starting to not like this, it's going to take its legendary action to make a tail attack against you.
Bro, what are you at? Like 5 health?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going.
That's a nat 1. Okay. that was a natural 1. Not even kidding.
Where was that on my rolls? Huh,
Dodge,
mister?
Bill. Brother, I've been hit by probably more attacks than you at this point.
Are you serious? I was down to 8 health.
No,
I just
so
got back
he's,
up-
he's hit you with the bites, he's been hitting him with the tails. Tails do half as much damage. So he's hitting more tail attacks on him, more attacks on him,
Yeah.
more valuable
I've
attacks
had
on him.
over 100 damage done to me today.
I think he has two.
I also
You
have.
two are the tanks. Chill
You've
out.
had 100. You've had
Okay.
like
So next is Plin.
70.
Plin is going to move
120.
Because you were at 100 and you went down,
5,
and
10,
then you went.
15,
Oh,
20,
60. You're right. You didn't go back.
6
So you went 100.
30.
What damage did
You
you do?
went down. You
Shouldn't
went
have
down
stopped.
98.
Did you deal any damage to Kronk?
Yeah, 92.
Yeah, the croc. Yeah, he dealt 50
Sorry.
total.
Oh, 50 total.
And then back up to 60.
22 and
so you
28.
lost
64.
Okay.
Damn,
You
this
lost.
thing. We both
Yeah,
dealt like
yeah.
50 damage on our last turn.
This,
Yeah.
this thing
It's-
is
it's-
close.
This thing just chunked
This
another
thing is
I'm
100
saying
fucking
that for the
down.
last 150 points of damage.
What?
It's hurt. It's super hurt.
Yeah.
Okay,
damage
I've
is
said
there?
it's super hurt
It's
since
50.
Winton's turn.
And if I had
just-
gotten
Yeah,
that crit,
150
if
points
I
of
had gotten that crit,
No,
that
after
thing is
Winton's
gone.
turn, it was really
If I had gotten that
Actually,
crit,
yeah.
he would have been
You
gone.
might have, dude.
If you'd have hit
and
the
you
crit,
had
it
its
would've
balls.
been-
You could have
I'm
finished it
gonna-
by grabbing its
Like
dick
3
and twisting
times.
it.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Dude,
Okay,
no more trying
so
to
chill out,
finish
chill
it.
out, chill out, chill out,
Alright,
chill out.
no more trying to
Okay,
command.
Flynn's turn. Moving here, so going to move another
actively
10
needs
feet.
the slime.
How far away?
Just eviscerate the poor
Okay,
slime.
she does have the movement speed to get here. She would have started within 30 feet, so she is going to take a little bit of poison damage. That is a failure, so 13
I
points
like
of
to
poison
think that
damage.
you were perfectly
Wait, she's moving into the
yeah,
poison?
but
Yep.
She
just
started in it.
disintegrated this slime.
And she's
Because
going
of
to
that, it
cast
just didn't
mass
reach.
heal wounds.
Mass heal wounds!
Mass
Yes.
heal wounds.
Oh,
So with she can get 6 people within 30 feet. So 1, 2, Cade's not. 1, 2,
That's 3,
3, 4, 5, 6. So
I
who-
like it, heal
all who I just pointed to, I believe everyone. But
Yeah, everybody.
me.
You.
Everybody but Winton.
Everybody but Winton.
It's
Gets
okay, I
healed.
still have 60 HP and I
it's
don't know how.
you.
It's you.
Give me 100, come on.
That no, it's mass heal.
35 points.
I'll
of
take
healing.
that though.
That's
I'm
good.
back up to 40.
I'm back up to 60.
I've literally only lost 13 points this
They-
entire.
That's
You're the sniper,
wild.
though. That
What
makes
have you
sense,
been
though.
doing?
Thank
Well,
you.
I
She's-
hit
she's
one
the
attack
rogue.
and then the other one I missed
taking-
everything I did.
I'm taking so much.
Phelan.
Just been
It's
hanging
your-
out over
It is
here.
your turn.
It's not the ooze's turn.
Have you been using
No,
elven
the
accuracy?
ooze is after Cade, who is after you.
All right.
Have you been using elven accuracy?
She has not.
You have not. You
She was frightened until the
I
beginning
was
of this
frightened
turn.
Oh,
until
okay.
just the
So
last
she never
round.
had
So
advantage.
you get to roll 3 dice on all your attacks now.
So you get to roll 3 dice on your 2
I was gonna
attacks.
say, remember that elven. I
So
remember.
next time,
from
just
the first
remember to
I
always
need to
save
know that.
immediately.
Yeah,
Well, and I can still sneak attack, yeah?
Yes.
Yes,
Ah,
you can.
I'm no longer grappled, guys.
Let's go!
Yeah, baby. That's what you fight for.
That's
So,
what it's all
brother, don't be
about.
ashamed by getting so.
3d20s.
Okay.
After
Roll
each
back your
attack.
second one.
Waiting.
I would normally never.
This is
Oh,
the, this is
they're
the
all been
only
bad,
time I
so-
have soda.
This
period.
is
So,
probably-
like,
Alright, hey guys.
This has been
Sorry.
good.
Let Claire.
Oh, just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
No, for
Cool.
real.
Superstitious.
These have sucked.
Alright, Claire, let's roll.
Cool. Save.
I made 1. 18 plus
18.
10, so 28.
Alright. Would you like to use your auto crit now?
Yes!
Do you want to auto crit?
I want to auto crit this
And
bitch!
sneak attack.
Guys, come on.
With
And
sneak,
sneak
with your
attack.
sneak attack
Yes.
here.
Just kill it.
Please,
So
just
please
kill
roll
it.
that damage for me.
Please.
At least to meet you back.
Okay.
Starting
Want to be at
66
1 health.
So 66 plus 2d12.
Plus another d6 for. So actually, can I get another one?
Another d6.
So it's
Yeah,
1d6
got it.
plus 6, and then my sneak attack is an extra 66. So overall, it should be.
Let me look at your character
76
sheet real quick.
plus 6.
Because you're just throwing out numbers, not telling me where they're coming from.
I said. Yes, I did.
understand. You
I
said
said my
sneak
sneak
attack. I don't
attack-
know where that extra 1d6 is coming from.
From her standard.
From my just basic psychic blade throw.
So your basic psychic blade is 2d12.
That's not what this says.
Enhanced psychic blades at the bottom of your actions.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what you should be using for your basic attacks, Claire.
Ugh.
Okay.
That's-
So I guess I.
2d12.
So it is-
I need
That's
another.
a lot more
Yeah,
damage
that's a
than
lot better.
originally.
Yeah.
Well, here,
So
these are- I got two
remember,
clubs.
me and you enhanced your psychic blades. That psychic blades is your baseline if your class had no improvements. But these are enhanced psychic blades at the very bottom. That's what you should be using for your attacks. So 2d12 plus 66.
That's only a 5-foot reach.
Yes, but you can throw them. Do I need to change that to a 60-foot reach?
Well,
Just
the
to-
other one said 60-foot reach, so that's why I've been using that one as opposed to this one because I was like, oh, well, if I can just stab with this one, then I'm not getting close enough
There
to
you go.
stab
It
it.
says 60 feet now.
Oh, magic!
Wonderful.
Whoa!
Okay,
And it's an auto crit.
Hey,
D6
DM,
fucking.
can I get it?
so this
No.
plus 6.
Hey DM, if we're just handing out 60-foot range, can I just get incineration?
Can my arms go 60 feet now?
Kid might. Oh wait, never mind. There it goes.
Oh!
Oh, I don't like the connotation of that.
My
Nice
throwing.
catch.
My throwing, guys.
I only see 1d12.
I throw
I'm
hands.
too tired, dude. I'm tired.
I throw hands.
Did you need another 60?
If we're just adding 60 feet, can we just get a 60-foot long?
I do actually have a 10-foot range with my attacks. I think I actually remember that.
Yeah, you do.
This whole combat's gone down the drain.
We just had a practice.
42.
It's only been
On the die?
It's only
I'm
been
talking
3
about
sessions
our-
ago
I
since
mean,
we had a
I'm talking
I
about
died
our
over it. I mean,
conversations.
these
Plus
combats
6,
are to
which
die.
is 40.
Okay, so with your auto crit, you deal 96.
96!
And
So
it's
they-
now looking bloody.
Yes!
So the character who pretty much did nothing
How-
throughout the combat.
How much was left after I did my
She
punch?
stole
After
my
you did your points,
kill.
about 40.
I would have had it.
726
You would've
damage,
had
boys.
it.
and
I will have
girls.
you know his base hit points was 555. With resistances, it brought it up to about that 700 after all was said.
Damn.
Love it.
Cool.
All right. Well,
Alright.
since it's
Well.
that was just one attack. I would just like to throw it just perfectly to where it implants right in his neck,
Alright, so
and then it disappears after the damage
Yeah.
is dealt.
as Thalen summons this blade, throwing it right above his shoulder, inside his neck, one of the gaps where an ooze came out from, you guys just see it disappear, and inside, those near its mouth just see its acid sac under its throat just burst, and everything around its mouth just engorge in this acid as it dumps from its mouth, as it no longer has control of the sac, and the blade just disappears. You never see it come out. It drowns in its own acid as it just drops. As it does, all of the oozes around just fall into puddles of acid.
Oh, thank God.
I was like, oh, come on, battle droid this
Damn
thing.
it, that makes
You
me
were gonna
even
try to
more
take down
mad
his
that
pet?
that
Frantically
thing.
searched
Oh,
for
no.
acid for my
Even more
Gerald, who's
mad.
also acid.
Gerald, no, Gerald. All right, who's got a knife to skin this thing?
I got a knife.
That's not a knife.
Unless
Yes.
I want to pull it off
Alright,
his stomach.
okay.
Do you want help, Zach? You can just ask for help.
I can, but I want to get good at this.
You can
Give-
get good at
give
this
me
and then
that
go to
one.
the
Oh, it's a
casino.
female.
You
Yeah.
can get paid big
I
bucks
need
to
to get
work
one
at
of
the
those
casino.
big extendable ones.
Water.
Ooh, clear.
Did you ever have, whether it was a male or female?
I
What was it
I
actually?
screamed it was a food.
Zach, fucking tell me right now.
No, you
It
gotta
was a
go.
male.
Thank you.
You need to cut
Give me
it
back
open
my
and get
shit.
some.
Yeah.
But it is actually true that reptiles
Its jaw
are notoriously
collapses
difficult
and kills
to,
I'm just like-
Oh yeah, it's
to
horrible.
tell the gender.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
it's like
gonna be like
borderline
one-
impossible unless you're super trained in it.
Oh my God.
Also, I have a question. On
I
that
have an
auto crit, it says
That was fun.
once per day.
And once per
Is
long
that
rest.
okay? That's fine. And technically for me, that's once per short rest because I don't actually need to long rest.
Well,
Correct.
you have a
Use it
4-hour
4 hours.
trance.
Yes.
I
So
did.
that's not a
Which
short rest.
changed.
That is still a long rest.
Technically, it's
Because a short rest is a
I
30-minute
did.
to
Oh,
20
you're
rest.
right.
A long rest for you is 4 hours.
You were trying so hard to just tame yourself.
I got 2 other frightened rings that are not in my bucket yet. I got one right
Where's
there.
one?
And then
Who lost me? Frightened.
I already put mine over there.
Yeah, I know. I'm playing a game. It's alright, I'll find it later. Okay, so, as combat closes, this ginormous crocodile, dead, you guys are finally able to kind of sit and take a breath, with even more gore and destruction now added to this tiny fishing village. Sick, yeah. Like I said, I'll find it later. He's dead. Put him on his back.
Otherwise, I think he's gonna
So-
bite me again.
What would you guys like to do after this combat?
skin it.
Oh, I get up like, ah, that's what I thought, bitch. Oh yeah, that was pretty easy, huh, guys? Huh? Yeah. We're all
I
good.
just-
Does the gas kind of float away the?
Yeah, it does like slowly dissipate out.
I'm just
Danny?
gonna hobble over,
Damn it.
kind of
Oh.
holding my rib cage because of how many times I've been swacked by the fucking meaty tail, and I'm just gonna be like, "Who has a fucking knife? I'm making boots out of this bitch."
Crap, I forget what's your character's name. I almost said Jack.
Sean.
Sean. Sean!
Sean, come here. Just everyone gather up for a little bit. I want to do a little praying heal for everybody.
I will.
Flynn is also going to hit the whole party with another Mask Your Wounds.
Oh, that's cool because I'm
And
going to
that's
do this praying
max.
heal.
Do we just want to heal the full?
Will that be
Or
max?
what?
No, not yet. It
Oh,
won't
that
be
sucks.
max, no.
I went from like
Oh, okay. That's my
whoa,
bad.
back up to like 8.
So everybody heal 27 points from Flynn.
Yippee, I'm above half now.
And then heal another 6 from me.
Yeah. Let's
It's
go.
big.
Those are the worst rolls. I'm just not. So 6 and
I'll
what
take
else?
it. I'm back up to 91.
79 out of 109.
Was it 26?
What did she do?
27.
112.
Dude.
Do I
Yeah,
have the
you're-
most
you're
HP in the
back.
party?
No,
Yeah.
he has more HP.
No.
No, Bjorn doesn't.
How much HP?
What?
How much
Bjorn has
does-
100
I have
flat.
100 flat.
I think
How do
I'm
I
the
have more HP
tankiest
than you?
person
I
in
have
the
fortitude,
party.
that's why.
How much do you
Yeah, I was
have?
gonna say.
I
Dude,
have
the amount of times
112.
I'd be out of combat.
Yeah,
if
you,
I
so
didn't
you guys
have
have more
fortitude.
health. I've got 85.
Well, that's because I rolled
But
crap
she's
on all
not-
my things.
I was gonna say
How
Orville
tanky are you?
and
What's
Bjorn
your
have a
HP?
flat 100.
103.
103. I
Yeah.
am the tankiest. That's.
I'm
I
the
want to reroll
weakest.
my health. 'Cause I just rolled.
I'd love to get my
Winton-
AC up
Winton,
by 1.
The only reason why you have the most is because you have one more point to con than anybody else. The other
That
people who
doesn't
got
support, yeah.
D10s, they have a +4. They have a 14, so a +2. You have a +3 at 16.
Yeah.
And then you have a 14, but you will have that 14.
Fortitude was a great call. I'm so happy about that.
Yeah, that's saved her life.
Yeah,
Multiple
tough.
times.
Tough adds 24 hit points to your
Yeah.
character
So are
sheet.
we gonna be going into like a town? Can I take some of this and like turn it into better armor for
So
me?
I'm gonna
Get my
so
AC
John,
up.
I'm gonna help you, but I also want some of like the hide as well.
Oh yeah,
So-
well, we're
Here's
There's
what
enough
you
to
guys
go
will be able to do. It takes time to harvest, but you guys are going to be able to harvest a certain amount of this creature. You will definitely nowhere near be able to harvest all of it. You would
Right.
not fit in your bags or anything.
that's fine.
You guys would be more than able to harvest what could make full armor for this entire party. So whether you want to make boots or gloves or whatever,
Use me.
I'll say you guys are able to harvest enough that you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. You guys are going to have to use magically enhanced armor, magically enhanced blades to be able to cut through it. Whether it be psychic
have-
blades, he's got rapiers that
I
can
have
do it.
2.
I just use my. I just.
Yeah. Orville also has ways where he can use some of that blood to
Jack-
make the creature more vulnerable.
Jack
to
just
hit.
starts just going at it.
Not even that. I just point. Just start chiseling away.
Jack
And,
just
and for
starts
the record, so I do take my
drilling
trident
it.
of fish command. I put that back in my bag of holding, and I bring out the hurricane.
The hurricane, yeah.
I'm just beating it
So-
up.
God, I was so close.
I'm going
Um,
to. Sorry.
It didn't
no,
even use
he
his last
failed.
legendary
He used his
resistance.
legendary action to save.
Yeah, it didn't even use his last legendary resistance.
Oh, it didn't.
No, it had 3. It only used
You-
it.
Didn't
Well,
have
well, I
time to
made it use
so
one
he
of
could
them.
have survived Claire's attack, is what you're saying.
No, legendary resistance only does saving throws. So it doesn't do
Oh,
against
really?
It's a
rolls,
straight
against
spell.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay,
It's
straight
cool.
up.
if there's a saving throw, it can choose to succeed.
Like if you didn't do that, I would have on my first move. I would have dominated.
I didn't even use
like
Rosalind's psychic lance.
So
Yeah, you didn't
I'm
use
just.
Raccoon Ball.
I'm gonna walk over to you,
Because the punches
and
were missing.
I'm going to prestidigitate off any of the nastiness that might have been on you. I'm gonna
You're
give you,
so nuts.
and I'm gonna.
On
I'm
her?
ju- yeah.
I'm
and
over here just like all your.
You guys are.
Hey,
you guys
you're
are still.
being a bitch to it.
And you're still cutting up the thing. I'm not gonna clean you until you're done.
You're the reason I have all this shit.
And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Thalen,
Thank you.
I was meaning to ask 2 questions. First
Yes.
off, based off of what, oh, I just forgot the elf's name. Palin?
Flynn.
Flynn,
Plan?
the drow.
Yeah, she goes,
Wham.
what she said. I know you haven't really told me what's going on, but it sounds like we'll be doing something involving armies attacking people? And if and I look around and I go, and if these are the, if we are attacking the people that killed them, then I'm all in.
Wonderful!
Oh.
Along for the ride.
And I'm gonna say, and the second question is, I've been trying to figure this out, but no one on the ship seemed to know. What is the name of your band? Are you? Because he still thinks you're the leader. He goes, does the
In the
party have a
background of
name?
this
If
conversation,
not, I was
Manuel
thinking
wrestled
maybe
over a
Thalen's
piece of
Blades or
particularly this piece of
Vivica's
armor.
Vanguards. I'm not sure. Do you already have one?
No, but I think this is an excellent issue that we should resolve immediately.
It's like, well, I need to know so I can write the
Yes,
song
you
about
write
the
the stories.
battle.
Yes.
And it's like, and
This band and their fearless leader.
it's like, and as all of these stories should go, the leader waited, watched until the moment of weakness, allowing everyone else to position. What a mastermind you are!
Thank you, thank you.
And she's like, oh, I must just say that was an amazing throw. And
Throws
then he's
Gerald
going,
at you.
as he's cutting that, he's like, are you hungry by chance?
You know?
And
Not really, honestly. Unfortunately, all this, it's a little gruesome. I think I might wait a little bit. But thank you indeed. And yes, let's definitely. I do like Thalen's blades. I think that will be my vote for the
Well,
band.
it's like, well,
Thank you.
he goes, I don't know about you, but the leader always has the final say. So then he kind of fluffs his shirt
David's
off.
loving
he
this.
does a little fluff, and then he's like, we're not going back out on the sea, are we?
Not for some time.
Oh, lovely, I hate that. And then he's going to walk behind a building, take off and change his clothes, and he's going to put on a nicer set of clothes instead of this the stuff that he was wearing to the ship. So he puts
Were
on.
you wearing brown pants by any chance?
I don't know.
Annie,
Green
I
pants.
do want to let you know you are going to get messier on this travel than you were on the boat.
Yes,
Okay,
but
just making sure.
we're not. But
Sandy doesn't know
so
that.
I put on some nice leather boots. I've got on these blue pants with a white shirt with a purple vest, a nice thing, and a coat. It's in Discord.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And once I do that, I'm going to prestidigitate myself clean, and then I'll walk over and start cleaning anyone who's not doing the cutting of the gator up.
For Winton and Bjorn, as you guys are harvesting some of this,
and Sean too.
yeah, and Sean's over there. Flynn comes up and she says, "Boys, if you will, just underneath its tail, not its testicles, there is a small organ at the base of its tail. We do not know what it's used for, but it's small enough to carry, and it's proof that we killed it. Perhaps we could use it as a gift."
That sounds good. I'll go get it. Boys, I can get it. Winton, Blake, give me the blade. Winton. I just grab the blade from him and I just walk over there. And I just, do I need to do any rolls?
No, you're able to find it. She's sitting there guiding you. She also, she will also,
Take
with
3
like this
damage of
big
acid.
piece of
Take
it,
3 acid
she is
damage.
like dealing necrotic damage to its flesh to have it wilt away, going for its heart. As she does bring out its heart, and it is sizable. But she kind of like presses it and condenses it down a little bit more manageable, kind of slides it into a pouch.
So can I use, because this is Blinn is the orc wife, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the drow.
I do want to do like some of my charisma as I'm handing to her to like try to gain more favor with her in a sense of like this is like a gift, like I'm doing this like, what?
Danny. I want to have a side conversation with Danny and tell him that I gave the drow woman his,
That
his
is
book.
a,
Oh.
I've spread your book around. I gave it to
that just be a charisma saving throw?
I have no idea what she
That would
did.
just be a
Yeah,
charisma
check.
Charisma check.
So whatever your charisma score is, roll a d20 plus
when
that.
you're ready for the next one, you can give it
14.
yours. And I have, and I'm gonna ask like, just let
Yes,
me
let's
know.
make a trade.
So just try to
I
like,
mean, you've
I
already
think it's
simped
getting
to her quite a bit,
I'm being
so like,
honest,
right.
you know, you're making
matured
steps
at a
even
writer
farther along
as
that
time
time.
and again, this is not to like simp towards her,
Unfortunately,
but
the
to
first
like
book was a
to
little
build the
rough, and I
relationship
just-
in
Yeah.
a sense to like.
Just
Yeah,
raw.
yeah,
The story is very raw.
It was,
Raw?
but yes, we're having this. I think that.
What are you
I
rolling
spent-
over there, boys and girls?
Because I spent more time doing research.
Bjorn,
and-
we're not talking about plan. You need to. I will say that.
What?
Flint is like fucking thigh deep inside the blood of this crocodile right now.
Blinn, you want me to hold your legs?
That's how he likes them.
Just get it
I
up there,
like
Jake.
them.
So I'm going to walk
Oh, I
over
hate this.
to a good position, take my cane, set it down, and kind of lean on it like a chair. And I'm going to pull out a little canvas, and I'm going to start painting the picture of them harvesting the croc.
Sick.
You better
I'd
get
like
a
you
good
to
side.
roll me.
Are you good at painting?
Yeah.
He's very good.
Performance check.
Let me look at your character sheet.
Can I get my NIL
I'm
and
I have the.
My NIL
Or sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me look at his character sheet.
Strike on his,
bonus.
Whichever's the worst one.
I mean,
Quite potentially.
So go ahead and make this roll, and go ahead and make it with a.
Do you want me to just?
You know what? Make a
Proficiency
performance and a sleight of hand,
Okay.
and I'll even them out. Because it is part performance, but it is also painting, sleight of hand.
Performance is 15,
Sorry, you're not ending, I promise.
Lieutenant, I'm still
Oh,
throwing,
you
like,
take a picture of the croc.
and
Lieutenant, I'm throwing, like, chunks of
um,
meat at you.
Why?
Like, just little
sleight of hand. Do I get to add proficiency bonuses? Oh, well, they're already added in.
They're already added in.
Let's see if I hit. Which is?
You
Okay.
should have a +7 to sleight of hand.
That's a 9.
A
So-
9 total.
Yeah.
24. You are able to. It's not your best work. It's swift. You're trying to do it quick while everyone's still there because they're working fast. They're getting out of the picture. They're not standing still as you'd like, but you're able to get a pretty good picture. People here in Maruth would be amazed by the work you've done. People back in the Concord would be like, 5 gold.
So I'm going to kind of look at it and scratch it in my head and go, I'm going to walk over to the croc in an area where they're not working, and I'm going to cast Shadow Blade, and I'm going to cut out enough to make a book cover.
Yo, that's low-key cool.
I'm
That's
gonna
sick.
start. I'm gonna
Okay.
cut the croc thing out.
He cooked.
Cut it out with my blade.
Yeah.
Prestidigitate it clean, and then
Yeah, you cut it out, and then you're cutting the meat off the inside just to take what bit of the hide you can.
And I'll look at it and I'll smell the meat and go.
Winton, that's your half.
And
He's
it'll
taken off.
stick some in my ring. I'll just start putting.
You just.
Yeah, I put a
Yes,
couple
but
At
sticks
what
in there.
point do the rovers, are they starting to finally...
They
get
show
the
up
second-
as you guys are harvesting.
Nice.
They show up and they're like, "What the actual fuck happened?" Heath and Kent go up to you, Winton,
Oh,
and
Heath
they're
and
like,
Kent are
"You
here?
fought it without us?"
Oh, hey, Ethan Kent, where you been? Oh, just been doing. Oh, I've been great. Just over here, just dying from the thing.
You
Let
got
me
holes
your help.
in your chest and
God.
Both of them, I'm a volunteer. They're gonna go scout out the general area outside into the forest. They're gonna range around, make sure no other threats are around, and then they're going to be.
A second one appeared.
They're going to be the
If
front.
you're here, just scream bloody murder.
They're going to be ahead of you guys most of this game.
Yeah.
They're gonna go out, come back every few
This
hours.
is scouting.
They're just scouting ahead. That's gonna be their
They're
role.
gonna die.
They're rangers.
They're not good
I
at
doubt
it.
that
They're
they'll
just
die.
not good at
So
it.
they're
Not yet,
basically
but
just
like-
me.
Yeah,
They're
just
just
not quite the same level, but they're basically just him.
Are they? They're humans, though, right?
No, there is an Aaron Water Genasi.
Oh, they're your Genasi brothers.
Should
Whatever.
The people from his island are mostly Water and Air Genasi.
I don't know. We hang
Hey,
out a lot.
yo.
Hey, yo. Alright. So, as things have calmed down, the flames have been cooled, the croc is dead. You guys have harvested a lot of it. You guys are probably going to have to get back to the Concord before you can really get it into good armor. You might be able to find something in Ulf. Maybe, but likelihood is low. Not for quick magically enhanced stuff. That Maruth is not known for its magical capabilities. Regardless, as you guys are kind of packing things in, Jerry and Penny, they've started bringing barrels to slowly. They're starting to bring barrels in, and Plyn kind of stands there and says, "All right, well, I've got a pack of eodids about a mile inland from here that will be our mounts. From there, we should be able to." She kind of looks around and counts. Which of them are coming with us? And which are staying with the gunpowder?
So we got doing the scouting.
They're
correct?
doing scouting, yeah.
So we should have Centus, Jerry, and Penny. Plus, that's it, right?
Sentis, Jerry, and Penny. Well, are they coming with you guys, or are they staying with the
I would
gunpowder?
vote that we leave them with the gunpowder. Fewer people will be able to move faster.
I agree.
And what's his name has the blood tracker on him, so we can.
Orville. Oh,
Orville.
Sentis.
Yeah. So for Centus, so if we can track, so if anything happens, like if he veers off course, we can see that and
Yeah.
make our way back.
I vote that we leave those
Okay.
three.
I bet we need one. Do we? Because we don't. Because Jerry and Penny were just the powder monkeys that we met on the ship. No one has any prior knowledge of them. In a sense of
No,
like,
not
one has-
particular. And you guys
Has
didn't
Danny-
talk with them. You guys were just immediately okaying them.
We just love them.
Danny didn't go. They weren't on Danny's ship, right? 'Cause that was,
No.
No, they were not.
Danny,
They were from the island that ran up. They just randomly showed up.
They were from the my illustrious nat
Thalen
20
just
bar.
fucking cleared
My
Danny from
nat
with us, so
my
Danny's
nat
just
20
coming now.
Yeah.
my nat 20 bar clearing.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
very
was
helpful.
dope.
So Heath and Kent will be following with you guys, so they'll have 2 Eodids. So we'll have 6 players plus Cade, Flynn, Heath, Kent. So we have 10 total.
Yeah.
All right. So she's going to say, they are quite heavy. Bjorn, would you be able to carry 1 or 2 for us?
Oh, 1 or 2? I can carry 2 or more. Let's go.
All right. I'll be able to turn myself into a creature as well to carry a few more, and we can
What?
put them on the Eodids.
What? He's a druid.
She's like,
Yeah, she is good.
oh,
What?
bear person.
Could be.
All right. We'll consider in the future.
Thalen, what is she talking about?
Threesomes, darling. Threesomes. I'm just.
She's already offered.
Claire, what the
She
So-
fuck?
has already offered them.
Sorry, but I wasn't there.
As you guys are standing there, Plyn kind of begins leading the group. The 3 are going to be moving in, moving these barrels back and forth. And she is going to move you guys to like a small outcropping that has like this, like stone. You could say it's kind of a cliffside. It's just like a 10-foot raise with this stone in front of it, just covered in moss. And she kind of goes and begins clearing it off, and she says, "This is for the barrels." And she presses her hand, and runes appear on the stone, and a chunk of this wall just shifts over, and there is this huge room that is set on the inside, where the gunpowder is going to be stored while it waits to get picked up. Because they're going to have to send cards and Eodids and all that. So rather than just leaving it on the beachhead or anything, they have a location for it. It's about 5 minutes inland, so won't be too tough to get it there. What'd you say, Cliff?
Just time consuming.
Just a little
To get
time.
all the
consuming.
barrels.
And so some of the crew is going to help. It's not just like 3 people are moving 122 barrels. Like the crew is coming on the rowboat. They've got some ways. They're floating it to shore because barrels float.
Can I do a perception check? I want to see if Vassal's anywhere going on the
No.
cruise. No, it's
No,
not.
he is not.
Good. Well, I didn't know if he was going to try to
Alaris made sure that to keep him in her sights.
Because I didn't know if
Just
he was.
because
He might.
you guys don't like him, he doesn't like you. There's no reason to let that conflict continue.
I healed him, so it's not like I don't like him. I just don't trust him at all.
When Sentis comes to shore,
He would have come to shore at the beginning, and he's helping Jerry and Penny get the.
he's the other one we don't really know a lot about. Right?
Yeah,
He's
but,
the
Question
Pento man.
but
Yeah.
Sentis is also, we have his blood.
Zach.
He was pretty.
I do have an
And-
advantage against being frightened.
You do?
But he also was like,
But
he was
it's
like,
under,
hey,
I don't know. It's just on my.
his talk with
In your
me
list.
It's under
was
my
more
bonuses.
of like,
Okay.
he's former
Well,
military.
I didn't. I could
Future,
just.
fly.
future note. I mean,
It's not immune, but I have
He's
advantage.
former
Yeah.
military, so that's what he was. And my talks with him went pretty well.
I don't know where the fuck it came from, but I'll take it.
All right.
Alright, let's get up and move into the Eodid.
So she is going to turn into a bear and have a couple barrels strapped to her, and then
Can you
you're
work
going to
that
be
out,
able to
Cheyenne?
carry.
How many think? Do I need to roll for a strength to see how
Go
many
ahead
I
and
roll?
roll a strength check because you're going to be walking an hour. With
You
these.
have it'd be athletics, right? Or strength?
You are a Goliath, so you do automatically have double carrying capacity.
Sweet. So you should be athletics with advantage.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I'll
let you do that then.
So I was gonna say,
Eh,
really, you guys.
I'm going to say you only can carry 1.
Cool, because it's a 15.
Okay,
How much
because
is the
a
barrel?
55-gallon drum
Oh,
of
Jesus.
thin steel is nearly 500 pounds. So we're talking hardwood, packed in, probably closer to 550.
Yeah, there's no way I can do that.
There's no way you're doing 2. You've
Well-
got 1 strapped to your back, and you're like. Flynn is able to get 2 as a grizzly bear.
Wait, can I do?
Little woman get more than you, Bjorn?
It's a
Be
bear.
honest with you.
Bear woman.
I'm going to kind of come up to Winton Winton.
We should call him Winton.
Witten.
Please
That's
call
fine.
It's
That'd
like,
be fine.
and I'm going to be.
Getting a very
Witten?
weird, simple name incorrect is
It's
awesome.
like, excuse me, Mr. Winton, right?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna start prestidigitating the guts and stuff off you in the acid.
Okay.
While we talk, he's like, I don't think we've really had a chance to get to know each other much. I've mostly been talking with your leader, and it's gonna
You said it to the wrong person.
That was in conversation. That's canon.
Yeah,
That's
no, it is,
canon now.
absolutely.
yeah, he doesn't know.
No, he
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
And it's like, and I was just curious of how did you guys pick her when you and the other lord are actually people of authority and position?
He totally
Why is she in charge? Okay, did I miss a?
I'm trying to think of the best possible answer here.
How would Winton answer?
As I finish prestidigitating, I'm going to offer you a rare fruit.
Oh, sweet.
just
I'll
gonna-
take the rare fruit and I'll go, oh, you don't know about Mistress Phelan? She's famous across all the lands. Have you not heard of her?
He goes, unfortunately, I was kind of busy in my own works. He goes, but when she recruited me, which I'm absolutely surprised about this. He goes, I'm familiar with her, but I'm going to kind of glance over at her as she's doing stuff. He's like, she does have that air of, I don't know, there's just something about it.
Inferiority.
Sexual authority.
Sexual. Did you say inferiority?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Yeah,
look.
I said sexual
And I'm gonna look over at her.
He's like inferiority.
And I'm gonna look over there, and I'm gonna go.
He's.
No,
Oh my
it's
god,
gonna be
he's
like,
just
that's
a
why
soy
she reads
boy.
my books.
I'm fucking mocking her.
I'm gonna blink a few times.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
Mistress.
Mistress.
Of which house? Of which houses?
He's gonna cock his head and go. Well, thank you, sir.
I'm like holding
like,
back
content,
tears
content,
of laughter.
content.
And I was like,
The next book series.
That's so serious.
What?
the mistress.
No. It's Mistress Phelan. And
Mistress of the
Failing.
family. No, what's her family? Mistress of the family.
I was like,
Oh.
and I'm gonna go. Well,
That could be a
I
very
gotta change
different
the name
book
just a
series.
little bit. Phelan,
latest,
nothing.
the book series I've been written has kind of come to an abrupt close. I was going to do a seventh book. I was going to do a seventh book, but he goes, I don't really think I have much inspiration, and coming with you all has greatly. So I think it's time I start another series. But
Well, during our travels, I'd be more than happy to tell of her exploits over the years.
oh, lovely. He goes, oh, thank you. I made a mistake last time, and I just used third or fourth degree sources for my information. It would be so good to be able to do it. Give me a second, sorry. He's like someone who is a true friend of hers, and someone who knows what's going on. A member of Phelan Blades. And I was like,
I just popped my ear.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
and I'm just it's like I always change the name slightly in the information so there's no conflict, but I don't want to get on trouble with not having permission to be accused of soiling someone's reputation. So thank you for agreeing. Would you mind if maybe tonight when we stop I could do a likeness of you? Of course it would be an abstract, but I need more art for each of the books.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. He goes, well, I need. He goes, enjoy the
sorry.
enjoy the fruit, and I look forward to finding out some of these tales because
course.
I've been a rather, to be honest, I didn't do enough research on my last series, and I feel like the books very much suffered at the beginning.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time doing research and talking with experts. He goes, and I think the spiciness in the book improved as they went. But, oh, have you red, and I'm gonna reach.
Yes!
I'm gonna
Nice.
hand
Shameless promotion.
If
Is
he
there
was
a
in the
curse
real
on
world,
that
he'd
book?
be a car
I'm
salesman.
gonna.
Dude, is there a curse on that book or something? 'Cause they're like every.
That's hilarious.
It's like,
So I'm gonna hand you Passions of the Broken Winds of Passion in the Broken Winds of Fate, Book 1. You may add that
Is
to your
that fan
inventory.
on in the corner, by the way?
No, it is not.
Is it not?
no.
Would you like it on?
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Okay, neither of those are on.
So
Oh,
you
this
may add
is
that to your inventory. You can read it all.
Just make sure it's
the
not a fucking
descriptions
infinite
and
cycle
all the
like
stuff
last
on it.
Above table, I'm unironically gonna send you a Discord of what Winton's, like a written Discord of what Winton has written up for you.
Okay.
I'm literally gonna send that to you so we can
Oh
work
my
with
god.
this.
Okay, because to be honest,
Taylor.
if I don't die, I legitimately was going to write a
Boy, no.
weird stuff.
Palin Island and the lusts of the mind.
Well, it's like I think one of my problems in the last book was I focused completely on one main character, and then I think this shit needs to be an ensemble cast. Thank you. And I'm gonna walk over to you now.
Palin and
Reverse
the
harem. Harem. Reverse harem.
Legitimate.
Yeah. Reverse.
Oh my
You're
god.
walking over to me.
Oh my gosh, it's just gonna be all the party members and things.
Yeah,
Reverse
I.
harem. Oh my god.
This is anime plot at this point.
No.
Clint's just the side character who tries to take over the harem.
The blue haired friend in the anime that doesn't ever get with the MC.
Now she's
What
part
are
of
we?
it.
Are we? Is our group name Thalen and the Thalen and our harem?
No.
That's a no.
Thalen's Blades. That's
Thalen's
what
Blades,
his
yeah.
Thhalen's Blades is.
Blades.
I'm gonna.
Because we're
It's our
thrown,
party
because we're
name.
thrown away after we're used.
No, oh my
You
gosh,
just-
my
it's just-
freaking blades
it's
disappear
it's
after
only-
they do
it-
anything.
It's
My
only
God.
in
They
our mind.
disappear.
Only
It's
used until we
only-
get duel.
Because this group is only in
God.
our minds. It's a psychic illusion.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
We're all on acid
you're-
in
so
an
you're going
alley
up to, you're going up to my
somewhere.
character, right?
So I'm gonna walk over and I'm like, come up to you and go. I wanted to thank you, sir, as I start prestidigitating you. And it's like
Thank you.
because I'm.
Karate Kid.
He's like it's
As
Mr.
I walk
Science,
away,
correct?
cry, laughing.
yes.
Just completely
Yes, I-
duped to this guy.
It's like I wanted to speak with you. If at some point, if you have time, it's like the crew on the ship spread rumors that you might possibly wear a different set of clothing and do odd things at night. And I wanted to say
Master.
that it's like
Sean.
based off your description, you sound like a man who I owe a debt of gratitude to. And I'm gonna go, are you by chance? All I can think of is the wrong name.
Shadowphage. Not Shadowfag.
All I could think was Fag. Sorry.
That's probably the one that would get thrown around.
So
In the underworld, that's what they call me.
because
Whoa!
Because they don't like me.
I was gonna say, are you by chance the Shadowphage?
Age like a
I mean, there's no real point hiding it now since you literally just saw it in this fight.
Fag like a gay person?
Well, you didn't put on your
Okay.
outfit. You're still in your.
Let's
normal
chill
suit.
with the slurs. Whether they should be considered it or not.
I'll say.
Guys, we're trying to be marketable now, guys. Come on.
We get one good session and we're canceled.
Just bleeps that bit.
I'm not going in and doing any editing.
Well, that's
No one's
that's
made
my
it this far
job.
in the
Jack's
recording.
down
No one's made it this far.
Sean, you better.
Okay.
It's like-
I mean,
When I was doing some research on some of my books, I went to your island and I was discussing with people and I ended up being taken for ransom by different people of ill repute and
oh my God, did I literally save you? Out of character, did I save you?
yes.
Bam! All right, cool. Either way, yeah.
He goes and
Nice.
he goes,
Good
and
job, not Batman.
he goes there were several
Well, I
he
can-
goes there were several
That's.
I need water.
Sorry. I gotta let him out.
Guys, Guys, get away.
This is getting too emotionally good, so they have to run off.
Everyone leaves.
That one.
So yeah, so
That
he's
one
like,
hurt a little bit.
because there were,
I know.
I think there were 6 of us that were prisoners, and someone arrived. We didn't at first know who it was, but they took out all the guards and broke the locks on the doors and told us we were free. And I inquired and was told that it was the shadow phase. I know, you motherfuckers.
Trying to have an emotional scene.
I missed the whole session. I'm trying to make up
So
for it
you
real
show up on
fast.
the day of my daughter's wedding. Okay, I'm good now. I'm ready. Sorry, I had to be so serious during the combat.
Yeah.
Every single
You're
giggle
back.
fit's happening.
He's back from that
Yes,
stage.
babe.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
babe. Yes, babe. Okay, I'm good now though. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I can be in character now.
And it's like, so I wanted to just say that it took me about a few weeks to actually find out who had saved us. And I wanted to thank you, sir. I'm going to reach out and say, may I shake your hand?
I return it and I say, what I do is a thankless job, but I appreciate that you were, first of all, were able to figure it out. I try my best. Obviously, I kind of had the purple vistage going on, so you probably had a hint just from that. Or if you found it out before, then even more credit to you.
I didn't know it was you, but I did. It took me a while to find out what you were called, the Shadow Phage. Yes.
Well-
But I would love to find out about the oath you swore, because I assume you are a paladin of defiance.
I'm at, my vow is not connected to any god.
Really, that is amazing. Well, I'm gonna stop. He's gonna take a breath. He goes, "If I know you say it's a thankless job, but if you ever want an ear, I don't need off the record or on the record. If you want your story to be told or heard by 1 or a million, I'm here. But you don't you don't do this for fame, so I will not push. But I just wanted you to know that there are literally hundreds of people that you have not just saved their lives, but gave hope that they could do something, that they meant something. I wanted you to know that." He looks around and goes, "There's a lot of people in this group that take the spotlight by personality, by birth, and you always seem to be the one in the shadows. But if we look into the darkness long enough, something will look back. And you have stored into the abyss long enough that someone has seen you. And you are recognized."
You'll, when you look into my eyes directly, you see a glimpse. You can't see the full picture of it, obviously, but obviously the eyes are the windows, some would say. And you see only a glimpse of the pain that he endured before he became what he became. And you can guess why he took the personal vow that he did from that. And then I will return by saying, the reason why I protect people is for them to be able to make the choices. That's why I don't kill anyone, so that they have the choices to fix themselves. So whatever you want to write down is up to you. People should have that freedom.
Well, I didn't know that what your oath was, but I did write a little song called the Oath of Defiance, and sometime if you'd like to hear it, it's in your honor. But
When we make it back home, I will gladly listen to it. But right now we have a mission. And then that's when I will just walk away.
and I kind of nod and just to shake the last of the mud off your shoes.
As they get re-mudded.
Yeah.
It's like 7 babies.
Literally, it's mid-step, back down on it, instantly clopped up
It's
again.
So, and with that, I will look over at Beyond, just mess as you're carrying that. And
I'm just carrying that.
yeah. Look.
Who's
over
gonna
at-
carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the boats?
I'll just kind of look over at you and
carry-
be like,
Oh,
just kind of give you a nod. Just a nod of acknowledgement when we make eye contact. Because you don't need any more healing, and you're carrying a barrel. You're going to hot spotting mess. There's no benefit to carrying.
Yeah. I'm just over here just carrying. I see your nod. I'm just kind of like, I acknowledge it, but just like, what did you do? Did you heal me at all in battle?
I did give you healing, and I made it miss.
Okay. So I do give you, because I'm thinking, because like my first interaction with you was with the handshake. From
Yeah.
that, I like internal.
Yeah, and then it chased me and sprayed you, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, that's also just
the
very
note,
vivid in my
the
head.
note that hit him, and when he came down to bite you, he missed because of it.
True. So he
But-
goes,
It's just a nod from distance.
he just kind of looks at you, he kind of gives you a little nod back as he's just kind of carrying, just focused on trying to make sure he doesn't drop this thing like explode.
It wouldn't explode by dropping it.
It's
Gunpowder's not.
TNT.
Well,
That would be TNT, yeah. If you drop TNT, yeah,
Okay,
it has a
good.
chance.
So I was thinking gunpowder.
Gunpowder requires an accelerant. It requires that spark.
But also, my shield is a flame shield.
yeah.
It's, you
I
burned
already
that
used
bit.
it, so we're good, That's I'm like, what do I have on my
Just
person?
put the shield in the bag of holding and carry the.
But it's my shield.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just walking, and I do notice you. Not so much, just passive.
And I will put my shield away back in its
Yeah.
ring, and as we walk, I will snack on some fruit.
So as you guys are walking along, about an hour in, Clint leads you guys to another small outcropping where you actually see a couple orcs are stationed, and they're stationed right outside like this super thick bog area. And inside you guys see probably about a dozen of these giant lizard creatures playing with each other. When I speak of giant lizard creatures,
Like what we just fought, or
I'm like, no,
Big.
not that giant.
Oh,
By giant, I'm talking like their size is large, not gargantuan like that guy was.
pet?
This is Pet. So these are, from nose to tip, these large lizards are approximately 20 feet long. You would guess that these things probably weigh close to 12 to 1,600 pounds. They're pretty thin, but they're long. And they're called an eodid. These creatures, very obviously white of skin, completely nasty. A couple orcs were posted here by Plynn to keep them well fed and well behaved, but she does pull out a whole bunch of saddles and stuff and some straps to where you can strap a gunpowder barrel to some of them. So there is enough of them to where 3 of them can take 1 gunpowder barrel, and each of the 10 of the party can have 1 to ride. While 2 people could ride 1, their backs are pretty slim, so they only get wide enough to the point where they can comfortably carry 1 person. With their saddles, could carry 2, but it's easier just for them to just have
I
1.
like their way to get really gross while riding these characters.
Riding these, less than if you walked.
How? So I know you said the.
No, I mean like because they're gross creatures.
Oh,
you
well,
said
they're
they're, like,
playing
wet
right
and
now.
stuff.
They're
Oh.
playing in the muck and mud.
So you said they're 20 feet long. How, like, when they stand, like, because I know lizards are more like how high? Are
Yeah,
they?
how high?
Very dignified,
They're
right?
probably, I'd say probably the top of their back is 6 or so feet off the ground.
Oh god, I'm gonna bend my legs.
Things won't.
6 foot.
And
Is
it's
it is it like the writers in third episode of Star
Revenge of the
Wars?
Sith.
Revenge of the
It
Sith.
is similar to those creatures. But rather than being a dry, like, desert lizard, like
It's
that,
a water
it's
one.
Yeah,
a water one.
still cool.
Yeah. That was what I was
Picture
picturing.
it.
To be honest.
My animal handling
Water,
user,
and
does
you
it have a
can
swim
get
speed?
Okay. What'd you say?
Does it have a swim speed?
Does it have swim speed?
It runs on the water.
Does it have-
My animal handling
it
sucks.
actually, it's so light on its feet, and its palms like
Oh,
pressed
like
against the water.
The Jesus lizard.
Yeah, if it's deep water, it can't do it for long, but
Obviously.
it can kind of run just barely atop the water.
Or even
for a
water
long
walking,
time.
can I just like slide
So, Flynn
Puts a collar
kind of
around it.
goes through with the 4 orcs that are there, and they begin saddling these creatures, getting it loaded up. The 3 gunpowder barrels that you guys were able to bring are strapped to the back of these creatures, and you guys are able to do this.
I do want to say I am side-eyeing these orcs and like just like I'm extra watching them.
You're extra watching them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't trust them.
Okay. Well, nothing of note really occurs. They're just saddling the creatures. They have some rations. They have some extra stuff for you guys here posted at this little outpost. They're able to get you in and load in and get you out in like 30 or so minutes.
I would like to ask the bear. She changed back, right?
Yeah, as she got there, she kind of changed back. The ropes around her carrying the barrels just sag off.
I would like to ask her if these are her orcs or are they mercenary? Are they part of the?
She says,
like,
These are part of Gotham's household guard.
lovely.
Do you know who Gortham is? Does Davey know who Gortham is?
I know
Just
we
no.
discussed in the discussion. She mentioned that Gorthon asked the dragon to help her do an attack, and she put herself in with him. I don't know who he is,
Who he is.
but I know that
He doesn't know who any of these people are. He just knows there's some connections.
I know there's some connections,
He's asking
and
questions.
you
It's
guys.
just very much along
So
the
so
line.
I'm just it's like, oh, thank you, and I'll offer her one of the exotic fruits.
Okay. She will
There's-
take it and give it kind of an eye and try it out and kind of onto herself.
I have a question. Would your character know who Cade is? Does he have any clue?
No,
No.
no
I just
one.
know
He's-
Cade as Sentius Thalmor.
Yeah.
Hey, Cynthius!
Nice.
I know that
I
he
just
got
wasn't
one of
there
my
for
books.
the session he was introduced, so
I know Kate got one of my books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for his response. But
Cade's not giving you a response.
yep. So
fair. Based.
so
I am close by Cade though as much as I can.
Yeah, so is Orville. Orville is intentionally beside Cade as often as possible.
I'm leading the pack on security
Okay.
because
I'd be
I
up
was-
with you.
Ken, you and him will definitely be up towards the front. Kent and Heath are probably half a mile to a full mile ahead of you.
for
Kind
some
of just-
reason we have the most.
I'll stay
health.
near Flynn and Jenny.
We'll
Yeah,
stay near
so I
Flynn
guess
and
it's
Denny.
My perception is like comedically bad for being a ranger who's in his favorite terrain. But
Yeah.
We
that's
have
fine.
the same perception.
That's
So, Orville, Bjorn, and Cade will kind of take up the back. They'll be a conglomerate. Flynn, Danny, and Phelan will kind of be one.
is it something where
Those
we
two
could
people.
talk while we run?
Oh, absolutely.
So
These
it's
things
not
are-
too loud?
These things are quick and they are near silent. They're also incredibly steady. You could easily read a book while you read these things as they travel 60 feet per 6 seconds.
We're going to see.
60 feet
Oh,
a second?
lovely.
60 feet
It's like
per
oh,
turn.
just a
So,
quick
like,
question.
their base movement
60
is
movement.
60.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
their
about
base
Which
30.
one do you
Sixty
prefer?
minutes.
That
Boss,
actually-
mistress,
I'll be writing in my book.
leader?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. There was some confusion on that.
The glasses.
Reading is easier than writing, but you are able to do it. Sometimes you
I'll-
just have to
I'll be-
pause.
I'll be doing like the feet up, so like
Um,
my so like when
just
I'm looking, my
David's fine.
peripheral still
Okay.
has the front.
Oh, I was just curious if, since the leader usually has a title, but first
I
among
may-
first
so I
among
may have
equals.
Slightly over-exaggerated. So we're, I mean,
It's
yes,
like-
well, I'm the most
You
vocal
are-
here by obvious
It's like, but
standards.
it's okay. It's like, listen, I've talked with the others, and they have sung your praises, and even though they haven't told me yet
Really?
why you are the leader.
I'm just above. I'm just in front of you guys, crying, holding
It's like-
back
it's like-
laughter.
It's like they have confirmed that you are the leader, and so it's like.
Fascinating.
Who's
yeah,
that?
Fascinating.
and so You guys are up.
I
Yeah,
just
you're up
look
for
back
it.
to
It's
you,
like,
Josh.
I
just
hear this
like
conversation.
cry.
Yeah, and I was like, and
You
I was-
guys, I mean, it's
I was just
quiet,
curious.
yeah.
When did you, Aelin's, sorry,
Valen's blades.
Thalen's blades pick up Sean? Because he hasn't been with you long. I know that.
We've been together like a week. A
Not
little over a
even-
week.
No,
Yeah.
a few days.
Well, the travel took several days. We time skipped. So
Yeah, you guys have been together just under a week, like 7 days.
Yeah.
About a week.
I must say, it was such. Out of all those that you've chosen to work with you, I must say that is one of the best picks. He is a man who can be trusted and is reliable, and a man of character. And in a situation like this,
I just went sorry. I probably could have tried to hide it. I was just like.
and it's like
Based.
But so
Based on
are- so I was curious, and I'm just gonna start. What are some of your greatest adventures that you've been on? Now, I'm assuming you're ready to lie to me and brag, above board, right?
so,
Because
so
you're a braggadocious person, right?
yes, except when it comes to my work, actually, because
this is
I'm
now
basically an
a
assassin,
character.
so like I can't get around. But like people don't know who I've assassinated.
Right. So
That's-
I'm
that's a
assuming
secret.
you would lie and be a great storyteller.
Phelan actually sucks at that. So
I've set her up
That's-
for failure.
And it's like,
Oh.
and if you
I
do
got
you him
+1
haw
to my
over it for,
charisma.
you got what?
I got +1 to my charisma.
So
Like,
if you him haw about it, he'll be like, I understand, you're too modest. A good characteristic
That's
of
probably-
a
For
leader.
some
Yeah.
reason, I'm proficient in charisma, and I'm a -1 in my charisma saves. I have an 8 charisma, but I have I'm good,
That's
really
crazy.
good at persuading.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh,
I love
I'm a
that
plus
so
nine.
I would
much.
basically probably just go with well,
It was
unfortunately,
better to-
that's quite private to the family that I'm contracted to work for. So
I was fine with doing
yes, but
that fucking stand up last session.
that's we could just stick to what we're learning in this part in this setting.
And on that, I thought I needed to clarify. I know that a lot of things that's going to happen here can't be talked about. And I don't want to get on the wrong sides of anyone. So, I'd like to change a lot of maybe the overall storyline of but I don't
Wise.
if I don't want to offend by taking some liberties.
Define
No, but-
liberties. Because we are here at the behest of others. And if those others were to believe that this was a similar,
It's like the bit when Gigi is just.
it could be very bad.
Who is it?
It was
And I
grass.
get the impression you would prefer it not to be.
Yes, I've already gone down the road of offending people when I changed it, but
I think this would be less offensive
You
and
have
more
Grouse was the one that played Captain America.
grounds for
That was for
due to the secrecy of it all.
maybe not
You know
a
the bit I'm talking
documentary,
about, though.
but
No.
but a more like I could use this as research and inspiration.
Yes, that would be a much better way to go about this. Much.
So, what would you like your name to be? Your pen name?
Come and take it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god,
Gosh! Where the fuck did that come from?
I'm so tired. And I'm trying to figure out some text modifiers. I'm just
The lusty Argonian maid.
I haven't said anything in so long.
You just yell that. Come and take it.
Come and take it.
And I gotta look up and goes. All right, the Goliath, come and take it. And I'll pull out a book and I will write down that.
That's what I'm talking about. Something like this tiefling.
It's like I could.
Oh, I
I
love
could-
this. This is great.
Do you,
Okay.
do you want?
You
yeah.
guys can come up with your names
Yeah,
in
do
between
that.
Yeah,
sessions.
so we'll just continue on, but that's that. I'm going to
Wonderful.
be talking to you about trying to get permission for the book,
Yeah. Okay. So
and you about wet yourself laughing, right?
you guys have approximately a 4-day journey, 4.5, to get to Ulf on Eodid back. We are going to be time skipping. If there are any very particular conversations you guys wish to have during this travel, you guys are able to have one or two. I'll say a piece. We might do 1 hour of conversations next session. We are going to be ending here momentarily after I go through some stuff.
Okay.
So, Eodids travel really fast. This is a very long journey that would take you well over a week on foot. They travel at like 7-8 miles an hour, and they're able to go for like 10 hours a day.
I'm throwing mud at Winton.
They're doing 70, 80 mile days on these backs.
Damn, that's pretty good.
It's like
Yeah.
nat 20.
This is their environment. This is where they're at. They're perfect for this.
Oh, no shit.
I'm just
Um,
doing rolls to see how good I can do little paintings and drawings in my books while we go along with different things.
Doing
So,
rolls hand to my head.
Flynn, the first time you kind of rest, she kind of explains the orcs who were watching the Eodids are going to go. They're going to help watch the powder. And with them, a pair of them are going to go out to a nearby area. They're going to start sending carts pulled by Eodids. And they're going to start moving that material up into Ulf.
So
They'll be like 3-4 days behind you.
I'm going to ask her
Maybe not
if
that
she
much, a
has
couple
greater
days.
restoration.
You ask if she has greater restoration. She says, I don't have a diamond on hand, but I can cast the spell if you have the crystal.
I don't know if you'll be returning back to the ship with you or not, but there's a young ally of the families that has been feeble-minded, and we really need to find a way before it's too late to break them.
Well, if the opportunity arises and you have the crystal, I would be more than happy to.
sorry, can we do a recap? Whose character got?
So, William Tartuga, which
My
is
guy.
the representative for his family, the family he serves, got feeble-minded during the attack, and was on the boat with Danny when they got introduced.
Danny's been-
Okay, so
Danny was
this
trying
was
to
here when I
Yeah.
went. Okay.
Yeah.
Danny
Also, I was like,
was-
I don't remember that.
Danny was keeping them alive, but he wasn't able to figure out how to actually. He was saving his spells as best he could while they were out on the seas. He was the one trying to steer the boat, and they were not having a good time.
Also, where are the orcs in Spectrum 2 during that 4 days? Where are they? Are they near me? Do they try? to find
Those
me?
orcs, they stay with the gunpowder.
Okay,
They
so there's no orcs traveling. with
There's
us?
no orcs traveling
Okay.
with you guys.
Sorry, we were just about avoiding a fight, so we're good.
Bjorn's just like, sorry, I'm going to the city that has hundreds of thousands of orcs.
Go ahead, yeah, just send me to like the one place where I'm just gonna be like,
Nah, you'd win.
oh, I
What,
don't.
800,000? Nah.
Not like I could use lightning if I couldn't use lightning.
Yeah, nobody actually knows what the population counts of Maruth is, but it's
Big.
Census.
high.
I'm just
You
go
finished
1,
the
2,
second
3
book
hurricane,
en route.
just suck them all up.
Jesus.
So,
I probably would, yeah. So
Yeah,
I've
so-
grabbed the third one from you.
and then you would give her the.
Oh,
Clint,
no,
Does
no,
anyone
no.
else
have you
want
finished
something
the
to
first
read
book?
while on the road?
Yes. I
out
finished
of-
it 2 days ago.
Would you like the
This
second?
book is.
Wonderful. Here you are.
Thank God.
Did you enjoy it?
That's
It
crazy.
was invigorating.
He's the author.
Ah.
I want to grab the book.
We're
and just,
supporting
like,
local artists.
So she kind of looks at you and says,
I'm gonna
"Sadly,
throw
the
mud
best
at
of
the
words are
book.
often
It's
not
fucking
from death."
Stone. How can you read? There's no
That's a
picture.
nat
I'm
20.
sorry. I could. I can't.
Damn.
No, she was saying it
He
to
just
try
said
and
you're
not
bad at
get
sex.
you here.
Dan is bad at sex.
Yes. So.
Those good with their words are usually not good with their bodies, is what she said.
Yeah.
Damn, dog.
Yes.
Wait,
So which
read this
he
to
kind
me.
of admitted to the fact that it picks up in the third book because he had to do talk to people, get research done,
Yeah.
and that's when he got arrested because he was talking to the hordes.
All right.
Does that
So-
make me more or less likely to actually be like the mistress Thalen because my charisma's on +1? Only +1.
All right. So with that, we're going to begin this next session as you guys enter the city of Ulf. One
Okay,
of-
no weather rolls.
No, we're not going to do weather rolls. Well, the weather is pretty consistent in Maruth and Zemnian Coast.
I mean,
It's always
anything-
cloudy, kind of always storms a little bit.
I mean, anything I can do, like tangs, this is gonna be 4 days. I'm just like, that's gonna be so.
So the thing is, the Eodids travel the same pace, regardless. So you're not going to quicken your pace. You might comfort yourself a little bit, but I don't think in this situation, I don't think Bjorn, in what he might consider enemy territory as orc lands, would sacrifice the magical capabilities.
No, I
of
wouldn't
the
do
fighter.
that. I said if we needed to.
Yeah, you guys.
There's
would.
no way I would
So
do
we've
that.
hit a long rest then, right?
Yes, you guys have to hit a long rest. I am also going to be kind and allow you guys to level up after this combat.
Oh!
Because we will likely not level up for at least another 4 or 5 sessions.
That means no battles for 4 or 5 sessions.
I would assume that means we'll have a few fights in the next couple
I
sessions.
must again.
My
Probably not
anticipation
this
is we are not leveling up until you guys get the key back. That is your next milestone.
That's
So,
level
feels like
13
a very
though is
weird-
such a huge.
level 13 is 7th level spells for you guys as casters.
Monk is. It's pretty good for 13.
Yeah. So we're gonna end with that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, we will be beginning next session in Ulf.
How do you
Danny?
Guys, next session I have a wedding. So
Ethan will also be out.
So, I'm again probably going to just be. Danny's going to probably. You guys are going to do town role play, and I'll be taking stories.
We won't be in Ulf long, I'm assuming.
Oh really? Okay.
Not with people like Bjorn and such. And also, you guys are there.
Oh, these are a bunch
Slight-
of freaking orcs.
Orcs
This
and
is
gods.
orcish land.
That's right, that wasn't talking.
Yeah. So.
So maybe we get in a fight with some orc honor guard.
Yeah,
We'll
so
see.
fairly-
Um,
All right. So I will try to get write-ups for each of the sessions up on the Discord.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
that, so.
I'm gonna have to edit the 2 parts together because we crashed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sadly we'll be missing 2 next session. Hope is we're at
We're
Zed.
missing 3 because Ethan and other Ethan's going
Well, 1, 2,
Three.
3.
Ethan's the one who's looking at.
Yeah, Logan's gone. Ethan's gone.
Ethan
Are you
Graves
gone
is
tomorrow?
gone.
Are
I
you
am
gone
still
next
here.
session?
No, I meant like other Ethans.
Yeah, so we have 2 gone.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Jack's
There's
not gone.
only
Ethan's
one-
not gone. You're not gone.
Oh,
Claire's
you're not gone.
I'm not gone.
No, Ethan
Other-
Graves is gone for 1 more session. So as
third-
much as I'd love
so
Ethan
like
Graves to
Ethan
be
was
here for
gone.
this next
No, I'm
session,
here.
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's unfortunate.
We're gonna fight so many orcs and you're gonna miss it.
Yippee.
So we're just gonna go with the 4.
I just haven't
We're just gonna
innately
go with
now.
the 4 of
Okay.
us.
Okay. Forget it all.
That's fine. It's
I am
diplomatic
trying
stuff.
to get this campaign on a consistent roll,
Sorry.
and also I'm trying to hopefully be mostly done or damn close to done by the time you pop, Claire.
Yeah.
So that means we can't miss many sessions since we are
What's
bi-weekly.
your due date?
November 15th. In that week somewhere, ideally.
We will not be done by the time you pop, but I'm just trying to be.
If we're not going to be done, then I'm missing 2 sessions.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna miss some sessions at that time. Either way, we will catch you all in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Thank you guys.